Our Xu Zheng Yang is just a broke dude, you know? He's so poor that even when he eats instant noodles, he has to wait for discounts. When he drinks iced tea, he asks for extra ice to fill the cup. Super stingy with every single bite and sip. Meanwhile, this dude, Piao Qian, goes off investing and scores himself a buy low sell high system. Lucky bastard. The market prices of goods plummet 1,000,000 times. Now every hot girl wants a piece of him. The four major industries have to bow down and call him Big Boss. They used to diss him for being broke and annoying. Now that he's rich, they're all lining up wanting to get pregnant with his kid. Those who used to laugh at him like he was a clown are now jobless and miserable. The story begins on a sunless day. It's raining cats and dogs. A young man is lugging 2 heavy sacks as he approaches the Guangming Bank branch in Santai City. That young man was dragging his feet one step at a time when a call came in. The person on the other end of the line loudly asked, "I heard you're selling the house to start a business. With that brain of yours, you want to start a business?" After walking for a while, he finally entered the bank lobby and replied, "Bro, I want to succeed just once." Hearing this, the person on the other end scornfully retorted, "Succeed? How many times have you succeeded since you were a kid? You're a complete failure. While you still can, drop that ridiculous idea." He felt sadness in his heart. After hearing these words, he didn't expect life to be so ironic. He gave up on everything and thought back on his life. From childhood, when playing with a slingshot, he would shoot himself in the face, stepping on cow dung while walking on the road, asking, "Have you eaten?" when hitting on girls, angrily skipping school to go to the internet cafe. He always lost to others before the game even started, constantly getting stabbed in the butt. He couldn't even get into the university, with the lowest admission scores in the whole country. He couldn't successfully negotiate a business deal when going out to do business. Failure upon failure, he yearns for success. Even just once would be enough. While lamenting his life, the bank teller called out a number. "Customer number 1069, please proceed to counter number 3 for service." Hearing this, he moved forward, thinking as he walked, "The money from selling the house in my hands is my only hope." Just as he was about to sit down, a buy low sell high system appeared. New world commodity price crash loading. Success. Global prices have dropped 1,000,000 times. Only your total assets remain unchanged. Zheng Yang began to feel confused after reading this, and murmured, "What new world and price drops? What on earth? What is this? Is it because I want to succeed too much that I'm hallucinating?" After waiting around and seeing no one, he was like, "Whatever. Gotta deposit this cash and then figure things out. Once that's done, I'm hitting the sack. Hey there, I'd like to deposit some change." As soon as the teller saw the dude's 2 bags of coins, she frowned, cursing inwardly. "Ugh, so annoying. It's pouring rain and I was gonna leave early. Just looking at these plastic bags I already know. It's never much money, and I always have to count it forever. So annoying. Why do I always get the broke ones? It's all small change inside. But if it was small before, now that the world's been shrunk 1,000,000 times, it seems huge." She looked up, shaking, and asked incredulously, Handsome, how much do you want to deposit?" He grinned and replied, 8,000 yuan. That number flustered her. In her heart, she was like, OMG. Are rich people always this casual? 8,000 yuan in change? In plastic bags? Xu Zheng Yang, still clueless, frowned and reminded her, "It's rude to talk to other people while processing a transaction. I might complain about you, you know?" 30 seconds later, a bunch of armored cars with bulletproof glass and 6-barreled machine guns, and maybe even nuclear warheads, pulled up outside the bank, followed by an entire army decked out from head to toe. The bank manager rushed out to greet the VIP. "Welcome, sir. Please get in the car." Xu Zheng Yang, witnessing everything, was totally confused. What's going on? It's just 8,000 yuan. No need to make such a big deal out of it, right? Then they shoved him into the car and sped off to headquarters. Meanwhile, in the car, Xu Zheng Yang was being watched 24/7 by some soldiers, and he was baffled. "I just made one complaint. Are they arresting me? Okay, I won't complain anymore. Don't ruin my life over a few words. I haven't even tasted success yet." As he was freaking out, they drove past a repair shop, but what freaked him out even more was the sign. Milk. 1 heo for 10 cartons of milk. Xu Zheng Yang muttered to himself. What's with the 1 heo for 10 cartons of milk? What's with the 5 fen reward? Suddenly he remembered something. Wait, could it be that what I saw earlier wasn't an illusion? Has the world really shrunk 1,000,000 times? Am I dreaming? Just as he was losing it, the bank manager walked over and greeted him cheerfully. "Hello, sir." Xu Zheng Yang suddenly looked up and asked, "Bank Manager Chen, your suit is really nice. How much did it cost to have it made?" And secretly laughing like a maniac, the manager laughed. "It's nothing fancy, just 2 shoes. So that means my 2,000,000 yuan is now worth over 1 billion. In his happiness, Xu Zheng Yang suddenly turned scientific. wondering to himself, I wonder if the paper money changed after the world transformed. Then he pulled out a bill and examined it, analyzing. Looks like it's much thicker than before. Plus, the material seems better quality, not as easily damaged as before. Wonder what's inside. Let's tear it open and see. Thinking this, he ripped the 5 yuan note in half. Old Director Chen clutched his head, utterly unable to accept it. Are the richest hobbies really this peculiar? That's limited edition paper money? Only those with a certain level of wealth can even own it? Just tearing it like that? After giving Chen Haohai a near heart attack, the two finally arrived at the main branch. At this moment, the old director introduced. Xu Zheng Yang. We've arrived. This is our bank's headquarters. He and the others slowly stepped inside. While waiting, a busty girl came to greet him. Hello, Xu Zheng Yang. I'm Lin Yurong. I'll be mainly responsible for your deposit transaction this time. Then I'll trouble you. As she received it, she replied, Yes, I understand. I'll process it right away. Meanwhile, the young man was eyeing her assets, thinking to himself, Wow, so fine, so round. This figure, this beauty, truly amazing. 30 minutes later, at this moment, Yurong was focused on counting the money. The young man was still puzzled, thinking, First, they personally came to pick me up, then arranged for a beauty to handle the transaction. Shouldn't they be actively trying to get me to make a fixed deposit? Why is it so quiet? Something's not right. Why isn't this old fox saying anything? What? After a while, and seeing Yurong come out, he immediately took out his phone to check the deposit transaction. It's already done. The bank then notified. Your savings card at Guangming Bank received 8,268 yuan. Your current total account balance is 6,648 yuan. That number made the teacup in Yurong's hand drop like an egg. Both stood frozen, speechless. What? Did I hear wrong? Zheng Yang, seeing only 600 yuan, pleaded in his mind. Why is there so little? His system then explained. To prevent the host from spending money haphazardly, the remaining 15 million yuan has been deposited into the system bank as a flexible deposit, based on an annual interest rate of 10%, with approximately 12,000 yuan deposited into your bank card monthly. After standing there stunned for 5 seconds, the two finally regained their senses. Old Haohai's jaw dropped, incredulously thinking, 600,000 yuan? Does this kid even know that the richest people in Huaxia only own assets of 380,000 yuan? The other two then bowed, changing their attitude. Xu Zheng Yang, please give me the honor of hosting a banquet for you in the future. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. All right. You two can get back to work. I'll be going then. After the young man left, the two were as happy as if it were Chinese New Year. A moment later, at the GM Club in Yunhai. At this time he felt uneasy, and speculated. Chen Haohai deliberately doing so many things. Is it to hear my balance notification? This old fox is probably eyeing my entire fortune now. Just wonder what he's planning. Oh well, cross the bridge when you get to it. Deal with the devil when he shows up. What's the point of thinking so much? Work out for a bit, then go have dinner with that girl Sung Bora. We're in the same boat. While practicing the 69 positions, someone walked over and said, Here to copy again. This girl, Sung Bora, is like straight out of an anime. All cute and popular, and she's tying her hair up. Seeing her, the guy steps up and offers his hand for a high five, asking for a 09 review. Suddenly she glares and kicks him, yelling, Is it pretty? You want to be stuck staring at it from your bed later. After the kick, she suddenly gets all gloomy and sighs. He sees this and steps forward, all concerned. Hey, what's wrong? What happened? As soon as he gets close, she starts punching him like crazy, ranting. Isn't this whole thing from this morning about sales numbers? Yesterday, they gave another huge order to that Jiang Li La. It's like, 0 million in commission. Being ostracized is understandable, but I can't stand this kind of bullshit behavior. At this point, he hugs her tight and whispers, all right, how about I buy your course? Help you kill it with sales. She pulls away, giving him a look. Ha ha, don't tease me. You're even poorer than I am. You should go get a haircut first before thinking about that. Xu Zheng Yang watches her walk away, thinking to himself. Last time I messed up a business venture, when I wanted to jump off that bridge, she saved me, and she even gave up one of her rooms for me to stay in. Now that I've got my act together, I definitely have to help her. That afternoon, at the Dona CA clothing shop, Hung Bora brings Zheng Yang. He asks, confused, Why didn't we go home? Why bring me here? A shop assistant walks over and gushes, Miss, your figure is absolutely amazing. He looks at all the glitzy, expensive outfits and marvels. Wow, the clothes here don't look cheap at all. All high-end stuff. Didn't realize she'd splurge on renting clothes. She really cares about this party. While she's browsing, someone yells from outside the shop, Bora, Isn't that Bora? Some girl with purple hair and willow eyes. Niu Yan sneers. Well, if it isn't you, you're here too. That's Song Jia, and the big oaf next to her is Sun Banzi. Bora's face darkens when she sees them, like she's super annoyed to run into them. Song Jia then introduces Sun Banzi to Bora. Hearing this, that dude leers at Bora. Niece, next target acquired. That Song Jia keeps giving her shit. Oh right, Bora, I heard you're here to rent clothes for Yaya's birthday party. If you don't have money, don't pretend. Normal clothes are fine anyway. You're naturally demure after all. Just be careful the rental tag doesn't show, haha. Bora is super pissed by the taunts. Just as she's about to snap back, Zheng Yang steps in, scowling and blasting Song Jia. Bora is naturally demure, unlike some people who are ugly, sour, and a total shrew. Getting roasted like that, Song Jia angrily points and yells, "You poor little mountain bumpkin, shouldn't you be herding sheep today? Do you even have the right to speak here, Sung Bora? Don't tell me he's your boyfriend, Sung Bora. Aren't you always pretending to be fancy, now you're picking up trash? Or are you the trash? I'm here to buy clothes, some rental shop patrons should go line up outside." Suddenly, Sun Banzi shoves Songjia aside and bursts out laughing. Songjia, why are you saying that? I'm rich enough to just give Bora an outfit. See if you like anything, I'll buy it for you. Don't worry, I mean what I say. After all, you're hosting a party in a few days. Wouldn't want you to lose face. Huh? Bora is worried about this situation. Suddenly, that little Songjia hops on over, presses her two, assets right against the guy, and whines, "No way, you promised you'd only buy stuff for me. I don't agree, he doesn't even know your style, sweetie. Let me pick out a few outfits, then we can go." Okay, Aya, we're all friends here, and schoolmates too. If I'm buying clothes for you, of course, I have to get her something too. No way is no way. The two of them were practically rooted to the spot watching this ridiculous drama unfold. Then, Bora looks all bummed out and tugs on Zheng Yang's sleeve. "Let's just go." "Okay." How disgusting. Just as they were about to leave, the young lad suddenly remembers his cheat code and stops in his tracks, announcing loudly, "Hold up." He turns to the shop assistant. "Have those two bought anything yet?" "Not yet, sir." Hearing that, those two were dumbfounded. After a few seconds of processing, that Songjia chick gives a snort. Oh my gosh, is this where they're filming a dominating CEO drama? Planning to play the role of a big boss? Have you thought this through? Buying out the entire shop? Do you even know how much it costs? Hearing this, the guy pulls out his wallet, smirking. "You're right, actually. I really don't know the total cost. But does it even matter?" Seeing the cash in his wallet would make even Sun Banzi tremble in shock. 5 yuan, 10 yuan, and a single 50 yuan bill. Was this kid carrying a bank around with him? Each of those bills deserved to be framed and worshipped daily, stuffed inside a wallet that was more crumpled and worn out than, well, you get the idea. He pulls out the 5 yuan and asks with a bright smile, "Is this enough to buy out your entire shop?" The shop assistant stammers, Too much." The other two were just standing there blankly, thinking this had to be a joke. Just then, the young lad pulls Bora's hand, acting like the two girls smelled. "I'm too poor, Bora. Let's go grab some food with a pauper like me." Those words nearly made the other two spit blood on the spot. Just as they were leaving, someone calls out from inside the shop. A young woman comes forward, introducing herself. "My name is Tang Ying. I'm the owner of this shop. I just got back from Mr. Chen's place and didn't expect to run into you." Hearing that, the guy asks, "Mr. Chen how high? That old fox already sent someone after me as soon as he left, huh? Would you do me the honor of coming upstairs for a bit?" "Alright, let's go upstairs." Talking to her might be a good idea, to see what she and Chen Haohai are up to. Tang Ying then turns to ask, "Are you two also friends of Xu's?" Hearing this, the two quickly chimes in, Yes, we're friends with Xu Zheng Yang." While secretly plotting, strike at those who are leaving, not those who are returning. This kid won't flip out on us here, will he? If we can get in good with Tang Ying, we'll definitely get more than half the clothing orders in Tamdai City. Even that Songjia girl rushes over and grabs Bora's arm, pretending, That's right, Boss Tang. I and Xu Zheng Yang's girlfriend are besties. We tell each other everything, while secretly scheming." "Nice one, Sung Bora. You always acted so pure and aloof. Turns out you're hooking up with a sugar daddy. But you're still too green. If Sun Banzi collaborates with Boss Tang, I'll still be a step above you." Tang Ying says, "Your schoolmates." Bora corrects her. "Ah, actually." Before she can say anything, that girl cuts her off. "Aya, Bora, what are you being shy about? Sung Bora is all the same, no need to set up a memorial for her virginity." Tang Ying then orders, "Prepare 5 Supreme cards with a 70% discount and 2 of my business cards." After they are ready, she strokes her chin, thinking to herself, Judging by the look of things with that girl named Bora, their relationship probably hasn't always been like this. Better to buy Xu Zheng Yang a good relationship first. It'll make things easier later. Those two freeloaders were super stoked when they heard about the Supreme Card's 70% discount, and the business card too. Go on, dig in. Just as they were about to, Xu Zheng Yang yelled out, "Hold up. If you want to get to know them, I don't mind, but I don't want it to be in my name." With that, he grabbed Bora's hand and pulled her outside. A poor guy like me doesn't want to hang out with them. Tang Ying was so confused. What just happened? You can ask my sales staff. It was clear Xu Zheng Yang had thought everything through, so why did he suddenly get mad? The saleswoman leaned in and whispered the whole story to her. After hearing it, Tang Ying hurriedly said, Xu Zheng Yang, I must have misread the situation earlier. I'm so sorry, Sai. I tried to butter him up but ended up offending him. She fussed and ordered, "You two, get them out of here." Seeing they were being dragged out, Song Jia hastily said, "What are you doing? My boyfriend is your partner. My family owns a big business in this area. Shan Shui Textile is a major manufacturer for you guys." The staff didn't give a damn and just kicked them out. After it was done, Tang Ying announced clearly, "From today on, Shan Shui Textile no longer has any cooperative relationship with any of my brands. Tell the others to leave Santai City on their own." "Shu, the pests are gone. It's quiet upstairs now. Please come up." Alright, Bora was totally clueless about what was going on. A moment later, on the second floor of the clothing store, Tang Ying started showering them with compliments. "In my opinion, Shu's girlfriend is perfect in both figure and looks. I've been in the fashion business for so many years and have met many models, both domestic and international, but none are as outstanding as Bora." Hearing this, she shyly lowered her head and replied, "You flatter me." After a while, Xu Zheng Yang finally spoke. "Pick out a few outfits that suit Bora." At that moment, Xu Zheng Yang sipped his tea and secretly praised, "Tang Ying really knows how to handle things. She immediately took action on Bora after offending me. She must be thinking Bora is my girlfriend, and if she can win her over, my impression of her will naturally increase." Tang Ying seems quite shrewd. Her interpersonal skills are top-notch. Chen Haohai probably told her about this in order to recruit her into the group. If she's talented, of course I won't refuse. I have to make good use of her. That evening at the store, Tang Ying said, "Shu, thank you for visiting my little shop today. The party that Bora wants to attend is in 2 days, right? I'll definitely come and give a big gift on her behalf. This card is your Super VIP membership card. 5 yuan membership fee has been transferred into the card. Except for Donna C.A. Hong, it can be used in all Hannah and K. Gill menswear stores. Of course, you can also call me directly." After receiving the card, they went home together. Meeting again after a short while, seeing Bora frozen like a statue, Xu Zheng Yang waved his hand and called out, "Hey, what are you daydreaming about? Let's go home." Only then did she snap out of it and ask, "Is all of that real?" Xu Zheng Yang replied, "Guess." Hearing that, she playfully hit him. The dude even thought I was playing dumb. Like seriously acting the part. He played the poor card for a whole 7 months straight. I was the one paying his electricity and water bills. He wouldn't even turn on the lights when he went to the bathroom at night. He even saved the foot washing water to flush the toilet. How could he be so good at pretending? Spill it. Why were you hiding it from me? Was the young master having fun slumming it? Hearing this, he scratched his head, trying to come up with an excuse. "Well, I really didn't have any money back then. It's just that I had collected some investments before, so I got some capital back." Hearing this, she didn't believe him and grabbed his clothes, turning into a roaring lion. While she was scolding him, someone called, "Hello, what's up?" Something made her serious. Hearing the worried voice on the other end, something bad happened. Zhao Mei got into trouble at the Westflower restaurant. Hearing this, she panicked and replied, "What?" Bora didn't hesitate anymore and immediately grabbed a taxi and rushed over. Seeing that she was too hurried, he followed. "Hey, slow down." According to his memory, Zhao Mei was Bora's best friend. Although she was a bit sharp-tongued, she wasn't a bad person at heart. Bora was so anxious about her, so it was forgivable. This girl is good at everything, but she cares too much about her friends. With her personality, she would probably be sold by her friends and still happily help them count the money. As soon as she ran in, 2 people rushed out and grabbed her hands, pulling her inside. "Believe us, we're already here anyway, come with us." After arriving, a blonde girl said with a smile, "Bora, we've been waiting for you for so long. This person is Sun Li, Bora's college friend." She still worriedly asked, "Where's Zhao Mei? Didn't you guys say she was in trouble?" Seeing her like this, the pink-haired girl comforted her. At this time, Sun Li spoke up and asked, "Bora, is the handsome guy behind you your boyfriend?" Hearing this, She blushed shyly. Not wanting her to be in a difficult position, he stepped forward and replied with a bright smile, "That's right, I'm her boyfriend. May I sit here?" "Of course, of course." He walked in and saw the table full of food and couldn't help but exclaim, "Awesome, a table full of meat." Xu Zheng also realized the purpose of the group. This wasn't reminiscing about the old days, it was clearly seeing Bora as a big spender and trying to get her to pay the bill. Before anything else, Sun Lai launched an attack. "Handsome, you can pursue our Bora, you must be very rich, right?" "Haha, just normal rich." At this time, he turned to look at her and asked, "Are you guys full, Bora? How about we change restaurants?" In his heart he despised. "You're dreaming, I have money, but I don't want to spend it like it's trash." Hearing this, Sun Li said with a smile, "Who said we're full? Isn't this just the beginning?" In her heart she sneered. "Want to run? No way! If I don't make you and Sung Bora wash dishes here today, I'll consider it my loss." Bora also nodded and said, "I'm not used to eating Western food, Zheng Yang, let's go." Before he could react, they burst out laughing and said loudly, "How can some country bumpkins eat Western food?" Not wanting Bora to lose face, he called the waiter over and asked for the menu. "You guys still hungry?" Seeing that, they sneered, thinking the provocation tactic had worked. "Time for a good show. Later, I'm gonna order a bunch of expensive stuff so you can stay here washing dishes for a year." Just then, Sun Li pulled out her phone. "Hey, cuz, your sisters are at this fancy Western restaurant. Want to join us?" "Is it okay to call her?" she asked. Xu Zheng Yang calmly replied, "It's fine. Do any of your other friends have friends? Call them all over." "You said it yourself. Don't you dare take it back in front of Bora." A while later, 2 tables were packed. They ate and gossiped. "Haha, Lilai, your friend's interesting. Didn't expect him to treat us to dinner. Yeah, Western food is so expensive I wouldn't dare even look at it normally." After everyone ordered, he stood up and said, "Bora, I'll go pay at the front desk first. Wait for me here." That girl, afraid Bora would run, grabbed her arm. "I'll keep an eye on Bora for you. As long as we keep Bora here, how can he escape? A regular Joe daring to show off here. Just wait until you have to stay and wash dishes." Back at the cashier, they were freaking out. "Hey, did you hear? Those 3 tables ordered the most expensive stuff. They wanted to fleece a rich sheep, so they called a bunch of people over. But that guy doesn't look like a sheep. Maybe he doesn't know the prices. He's gonna pee his pants when he sees the bill." Just as they were gossiping, Xu Zheng Yang arrived, startling them. "Hello, sir. Your 3 tables come to 1 shu, 3 lai, 200 hao total." As he took out his money, he smirked and plotted. "Excuse me, can you calculate how much the other guests here have spent, besides my 3 tables? He smirked to himself but sighed inwardly. 1 shu, 3 lai. Back in the day, that'd be over 13,000 yuan. After calculating, the cashier announced, "Besides your 3 tables, there are 15 other tables dining, totaling 4 shu, 3 lai. "I see." She looked at him, confused. "Is this guy an idiot? Why ask about the other tables?" He swiped his card, thinking, "I'll just cover the costs for the others. I'll swipe 5 shu, keep the rest as a tip. But later, I need you 2 to do something for me." This left them stunned, unable to believe it. They immediately bowed their heads in gratitude. "Thank you, boss." A moment later, the restaurant announced, "Congratulations to all our diners." In disbelief, everyone started buzzing. "Xu Zheng Yang, there's a Xu family tycoon in Santai City. Li, don't tell me that Xu guy was sitting here earlier." Sun Li was also stunned. That spendthrift paid for the whole restaurant. That must have cost several shu. Then, she gritted her teeth in anger. Ugh, that Sung Bora is so lucky, she actually hooked up with a sugar daddy. Meanwhile, Xu Zheng Yang helped Bora up and whispered, "Nice. Paying for the entire restaurant, I guess I won't have to save much on my investment money." Watching Bora leave, Sun Li's face turned red with envy, her teeth itching with hatred. Sung Bora hooked up with a rich guy, and he's so handsome too. This is worse than death. After he left, she called the waiter over. "Hey, come here for a sec." Smiling coldly, thinking, "We clearly called Bora here so she would pay. You know that Xu Zheng Yang guy? Ugh, he's my brother, always blowing my money on stupid stuff. You gotta pay me back, just charge us for our 3 tables, okay?" The waiter snickered, like, "Sorry, mister. Xu already took care of it. Plus, your 3 tables weren't even included. You wanna pay." Before he left, "Mister, Xu told me to ask you something. What kind of animal always looks down on people? And if you refuse to pay, we're calling the cops, like, immediately. Your total is 1 shu, 3 lai, and 200 hao. Wanna scan, swipe, or pay cash?" Getting played, after trying to play someone else, both of them were gone, and Bora sighed, thinking, "Great, now they're gonna hate me forever." But Xu Zheng Yang was like, "Piffed, Were they ever really your friends to begin with? Then she playfully punched him, scolding, "You? Why do you always have to spend money like that? Buying out the whole place, seriously, how much did that even cost?" He was all casual. "Nah, it wasn't much, just 5 Xu." Suddenly, a system notification popped up. Expenditure detected, receiving 5 accumulation points. Can be used to exchange for function enhancement points. Exchange will be activated when the host possesses 10 accumulation points. Hoping that host will continue actively spend money. He was confused, muttering, "Accumulation points? What the heck are those? 10 points to activate the exchange function? Huh? This feels kinda useless right now. But if it's 1 point per Xu spent, I could probably activate this thing with another 5 Xu, right?" Lost in thought, Bora kicked his butt, snapping, "Hey, what are you spacing out for? Let's go home. Weren't you annoyed by Sun Li and her crew? Right, you hid this from me for so long. You gotta make it up to me. You're cooking dinner tonight." He chuckled, saying, "Who's ever seen a top-tier rich guy actually cook?" Bora chimed in. Yeah, top-tier rich guy, go cook. If you keep spending money like this, you really will become a top-tier spoiled rich guy. Just then, Zhang Yu called. Xu Zheng Yang was puzzled. Why is he calling me? He's just as miserable as I was. Maybe I should help him. As soon as he answered, an ear-splitting voice blasted through the phone. He turned to Bora with an embarrassed look and said, "I gotta go do something," she cheerfully replied. "Go ahead, busy guy. I'm gonna go try on some new clothes." Zhang Yu overheard and cackled, "Haha, future sister-in-law is so understanding. It's settled then. I'm coming to pick you up now." A little later, a white car pulled up. Xu Zheng Yang got in and asked, "So is it still that solar power project?" That project was like Wu Delang marrying Pan Jinlian, totally unrealistic. "But this is a big project. If we pull this off, we're going to be rich." Xu Zheng Yang was curious. "Oh, what kind of big project is it?" Zhang Yu started explaining. "Heard of that super popular online idol lately? The guy named Niu Chun Sheng goes by the nickname Form and Will Grandmaster. Claims he knows Qi Gong and stuff. Apparently, he wants to live stream, and he wants me to find some people to fake a few moves with him." Xu Zheng Yang was bewildered. "This is the big project you were talking about?" Zhang Yu was still thrilled, thinking it was better than him moping around at home. "Seriously, I'm this old already." Suddenly, someone bumped into the back of the car, jolting them forward. A red car had rear-ended Zhang Yu's car. A girl stepped out, yelling, "Are you blind? How do you drive?" He retorted immediately, "Hey, what's with you, lady? You were the one who rear-ended me. Plus, the light was red, of course I had to stop." But when Zhang Yu saw the car involved, he was a bit bewildered. Hearing this, she started berating him. "You damn country bumpkin. Don't you know you can't just park anywhere in the city? You think this is your village road or something?" Zhang Yu felt wronged, thinking, "It was a red light. A red light. I definitely had to stop." She argued stubbornly and yelled, "Shut up. Pay up. If you don't pay 5 grand, you're not going anywhere." The number 5 made Zhang Yu break out in a sweat. Just as things were getting heated, Xu Zheng Yang stepped in, saying, "It's okay, I've already called the police." The woman panicked, saying, "Who do you think you are? What's it to you? Who told you to call the police?" Just then, a police officer walked over and asked, "What's going on here?" Seeing him, she immediately complained, "Officer, these 2 hicks slammed on their brakes in the middle of the road, causing me to rear-end them, and now they won't pay up." Zhang Yu anxiously explained, "Officer, I stopped for a red light. She's the one who crashed into me." Seeing them arguing back and forth, the police officer frowned and scolded. "He stopped for a red light, and you rear-ended him. The camera footage will show exactly what happened. Give me your driver's license first." Hearing this, the woman exclaimed in horror, "I'm taking full responsibility. What kind of beat-up car is his anyway? My paint job costs more than his whole car. Even if it's my fault, he still has to pay me." The police officer ignored her and continued, "Stop talking nonsense and hand over your license. I don't have it with me, or my ID." Seeing this situation, both of them were amused. "Haha," the cop kept asking, but she didn't have any documents. And get this, she was driving in high heels. Seeing this, he just shook his head in dismay. After a while, the police officer left, reminding them, "Stay here. I'm going to get the equipment to collect evidence." Furious, she glared at them with malice. "You 2 country bumpkins, just you wait. You'll regret this." Seeing her attitude, Zhang Yang and Zhang Yu were thrilled. "Serves you right, honey." She angrily took out her phone and called her backup. "Honey, I got rear-ended by 2 hicks, and the cops said I'm responsible. Come here quick. Okay, I'll send you my location." Suddenly, Zhang Yang also received a call. He wondered, "Who's calling me at this hour? It's not little Bora, is it?" But unexpectedly, the caller was Chen Haohat. "Hello, young Master Xu. I heard from Tang Ying that your girlfriend will be attending a birthday party in a couple of days. If Tang Ying has already prepared a congratulatory gift for your girlfriend, do you think I need to as well? No need, it's just a small gathering. Seeing that he knew everything surprised him, but he also worried. Chen Haohai's information network is fast. But what is he really up to? He then asked, puzzled. By the way, doesn't Tang Ying have my number? How do you know it? He quickly explained. Don't be angry, I'm quite close to the bosses in the city, so I asked around. Oh well, I have something I need your dad to help me with. After he explained everything, old Hao Hai exclaimed in surprise, if possible, it's best to ban her from driving for life. The woman overheard this and turned around in shock, but not believing it, she loudly scoffed. You're not afraid of your boasting, biting off your tongue. You think this is your village road or something? Zhang Yu, hearing that, worriedly turned to Xu Zheng Yang and said, how about we just let the money go to avoid trouble, just in case? Hearing this, Xu Zheng Yang reassured him. It's okay, let's just wait. A few minutes later, a car rushed over. Seeing this, she sparklingly stepped forward and called out, honey, you're here. These two country bumpkins are bullying me. If you hadn't come, they would have hit me. That Sun Banzi, hearing this, angrily yelled, where did this wild thing come from? Daring to touch my woman, daring to bully my woman in Santai City. Got tired of living already, huh? Xu Zheng Yang chuckled, muttering to himself. Sounds familiar, it's your lucky day. Who is this person? Really a person of high standing? Seeing Xu Zheng Yang's face made him freak out. Holy moly, it's Mr. Xu. Sun Banzi's attitude did a 180, and he quickly said, ah, it's brother Xu, we meet again. Seeing him hooking up with another chick, Xu Zheng Yang shook his head. Twice in one day, quite the coincidence, fatty. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. Changing girls more often than clothes. Hearing this, Sun Banzi frantically said, yes, 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 such a coincidence. In his heart he was cursing. Talk about bad luck. Of all people to offend, I had to offend this annoying guy. That chick. Seeing Sun Banzi lower his voice, whined, honey, what are you saying? Hurry up and arrest them. Afraid of getting kicked out of here, Sun Banzi turned and scolded her. Arrest what? Arrest! Tell me, what's going on? He stopped the car in front, and I accidentally bumped into him. They stopped the car too suddenly, Sun Banzi whispered after hearing. Don't blame me. The chick continued. I didn't even have time to react. Before she knew it, Sun Banzi slapped her across the face and started a flurry of blows. While slapping, he cursed. Were you trying to extort money from people? Shut up, don't cry. If you rear-end someone, you're fully responsible. Got it. The chick, even after being slapped, didn't accept it and argued, fully responsible for what, honey? When have we ever been fully responsible? The two could only look at them speechlessly. After a while, he calmed down. Sun Banzi looked at Xu Zheng Yang and nervously muttered. After saying that, he took out a stack of cash from his wallet, thinking, spending a little money to appease the big boss is worth it. Brother Xu, This is all a misunderstanding. Please take this money to repair the car. Sun Banzi was hoping to be under Xu Zheng Yang, he said to himself. If I could become a subordinate of the big boss, I could do whatever I want in the future. Xu Zheng Yang didn't take the money and turned to leave. Alright, we have something to do, we'll go first. This made Sun Banzi panic and mutter, the big boss is still angry. Please say something to help me get closer to Tang Ying. Brother Xu, I don't know if you could say a few good words to Director Tang. At the same time, at the Guangming Bank headquarters, Lao Hao Hai frowned and asked, did your dad find out yet? Upon hearing the news, Lao Hao Hai fell back and roared, what? He dared to mess with Xu Zheng Yang? I'm gonna find him right now. Back in his seat, Zheng Yang didn't bring up the topic again. Suddenly, his phone rang. He answered without looking at the caller ID and barked, hello, I'm in a bad mood right now. If it's not important, I'll chop you. Hao Hai on the other end was furious, yelling, this is Chen Hao Hai. Pay me back the money right now. Just then, that girl with the chubby cheeks waddled over. You damn fatty. You told me you had money and could do anything. Immediately give me my mental anguish compensation. After a while, Zhang Yu couldn't take it anymore and asked, dude, Elder Xu, what was that all about? Why was that fatty so scared of you? And what about Boss Tang? Xu Zheng Yang just made up some BS. Oh, Boss Tang. I knew her from a previous business deal, and that fatty just needed my help with something. Do I owe you any money? Don't even have 5 mao to spare. Is this enough? This amount of money made Zhang Yu dizzy, and he almost crashed the car. The young guy sweated and yelled. Can you please drive properly? Zhang Yu quickly replied. Please, I lent you 1 mao and 2 fen, and you're paying me back 5 mao. He then thought to himself, did this kid take out his entire savings to prepare for a big move with me? Xu Zheng Yang coldly said that this money was filial piety for his mother. She worked so hard to raise a dummy like you. Shouldn't you take good care of her? As for later, time to act a little. We need to fleece this new Chunsheng sheep dry. After making up the reason, he sighed. Zhang Yu was overjoyed and replied, Alright, don't worry. What's a little bit of commission, Lao Shu? Just you wait. This Zhang Yu will definitely help us both get rich. I won't let Lao Shu's trust go to waste. While sitting there, the system popped up in front of his eyes. Spent 5 Mao, received points. Current points, 55. Enhancement points can be used to increase the host's overall attributes. Currently available, enhance overall attributes. After reading it, Xu Zheng Yang muttered, thinking, after all this time, I can only enhance the same things. Whatever, it's not like I have other options. After thinking that, he kept tapping the plus sign repeatedly. After 55 taps, he muttered, Fine, add them all. Phew, do it, I'm ready. After a while, nothing happened. The youth curiously asked the system, Did it start yet? It replied, Enhancement complete. He was shocked and screamed internally, Huh, it's done. Did you scam me out of my points? At this moment, Zhang Yu saw him spacing out and called out, Lao Shu, what are you spacing out for? Nothing. It's nothing. I need to study this carefully when I get back. After driving for a while, Zhang Yang asked, Hey, are you really going to work for Niu Chunsheng? I remember you hating those scammers the most. Zhang Yu, upon hearing this, said directly, You only know one thing and not the other. Let's go find a place to eat skewers. I'll tell you my specific plan. Xu Zheng Yang was curious. I'm really curious. What big plan can a dummy like you come up with? Early the next morning, at the Yunhai gym, a girl with a 3-strand braid greeted customers. Welcome. This is Yao Jingjing, Yunhai gym receptionist. Nickname, Lil Chili. But as soon as she said welcome, she saw Xu Zheng Yang's face, and her jaw dropped. After all, he's known for just using the gym equipment without paying. Before he could say anything, she was already on the phone, thinking, Looking for Bora, right, I'll call her for you. He quickly stopped her, saying, Wait, don't call her. How much is a membership? The little one couldn't help but tease. Oh, you've got money now, he chuckled, pretending to knock her head. Hey now, is that how you talk to a customer? Come on, hit me, na boo-boo. Suddenly, a crew cut guy ran over excitedly, shouting, We've got a customer who wants a membership. May I ask which boss wants to sign up? This is Sun Li, the super BT of the gym. Xu Zheng Yang just scoffed when he saw him. Seeing his attitude, she angrily snapped, Isn't he right in front of you? A poor guy who just freeloads on Bora's classes doesn't deserve my attention. Sun Li, I'm asking you, are you going to take him or not? Seeing her stern attitude, he got worried, thinking, This little chili always follows the rules. She could report to the boss. I can't afford to cross her yet. Okay, I'll take him. If some idiot wants to sign up today. Sun Li Super was about to say something when Xu Zheng Yang cut him off. If he doesn't want to take me, you have the authority, right? Then I'll just have you sign me up. Hearing this, Sun Li Super sneered and walked away. Sure, it's all the same to you. I'll let you have the commission from this poor guy. Seeing him leave, she sighed and turned to ask, All right. How long do you want the membership for? Aren't you going to introduce the different memberships to me? We have 2 types of memberships, standard and platinum. You're more familiar with them than I am. What's the point of me introducing them? Good point. Then get me 4 platinum memberships. No time limit, no usage restrictions, 1 hao each. That number stunned Jingjing. Seeing her reaction, he pinched her cheek and reminded her, Oh right, remember to package 3 of the cards nicely for me. I want to give them as gifts. After snapping out of it, the little one yelled, Are you kidding me? Platinum memberships? And 4 of them? No one's ever done that this year. Don't tease people like that. Right then, WeChat notified a payment of 4 hao. Turns out it was real, stunning her. She thought, wow, 4 cards. Heard he sold his house. Don't tell me he came here to splurge impulsively. Xu Zheng Yang took the 4 cards and left, while Jingjing respectfully bid farewell. Farewell, customer daddy, have a safe trip. Hearing this, he smirked and said, That's more like it. A moment later, in the men's locker room, as he changed, he pondered, Looks like that little Bora is teaching someone. I shouldn't bother her right now. The system notification popped up. Spent 4 hao, received 40 points. Investing 40 points. Enhancing attributes. Total attributes, 95 points. A moment later, he entered the GM room and immediately noticed a surprising truth. Holy moly, I can actually see the words on the board. Looks like boosting my overall stats is paying off. Then he saw Bora near the bottom of the ranking and sighed. She's a personal trainer, yet her sales are second to last. Guess this girl's really not cut out for this job. Suddenly, a girl walked over to greet him. Hello there. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lin Zuxian, the boss of Cloud Sea Gym. Zhao Yao told me you bought 4 platinum memberships from us, so I wanted to come and get acquainted. So what can I do for you, sir? He replied. I want to buy a private training course. Hearing the name, he remembered Lin Zhu. I've heard of her before. A pioneer in gym experiences, focused on smart services. She's now relying on smart services to grow by leaps and bounds in the Cloud C gym industry, considered quite a big shot. At this moment, in the finance department, a girl was typing on the keyboard. This was Sister Sun. Zhu Xian asked, Mr. Xu, what kind of course are you looking to buy? He thought for a moment and replied, I'll be straight with you. I'm friends with your personal trainer, Bora. I want to buy a 5 yuan course from her. Hearing this, she found it hard to believe. What? 5 yuan, Mr. Xu? Maybe you should consider a course from our other personal trainers. Each of our lessons is only 3 yuan. Why buy 5? You'll never finish it in your lifetime. Seeing that he was still persistent, she suspiciously asked, Don't tell me you have some ulterior motives with Bora. No. Bora and I are close friends. Oh, that's how it is. I was overthinking things. Sorry about that. Then, she lowered her head in shock. Spending 5 yuan just to make a girl happy. What kind of super fuerdai is this? The monthly sales of this branch are only 5 or 6 hamo. He sipped his tea and thought, It's okay, I don't want to announce this transaction yet, so just say it's for a female PT. You guys will be doing your end-of-month sales summary tomorrow, right? I'll tell her then. Yes, Mr. Xu. Do you have WeChat? You can transfer the money directly to me, and I'll take care of it for you. Okay, then please trouble you. At this moment, in the changing room, a girl with orange hair was hugging Chen's chest and praising him. Brother Chow, you're getting stronger again. I can barely hold on anymore. Hearing this, he was overjoyed. Then, he received a voice message on WeChat. WTF. Some insider gossip. A female PT just closed a 5 yuan deal. Who the hell is so rich no one ever buys a package that big? He was also confused, so he turned and asked, Have you been seeing any customers like that recently? Don't tell me it's that cheap Sung Bora. Didn't some customers used to make offers to her? She resolutely refused back then. Did she suddenly wise up? Hearing that, the orange-haired girl grinned wickedly and said, If it really is Subora's sales, then she must have seen the money and went crazy. If that's the case, then if I tried a little, wouldn't that be possible too? The girl named Jiang Lili, with teary eyes, whispered, Brother Chow, I want this deal. No matter what, we can't let it go to Sung Bora. Chen Chow heard this, strode away confidently and affirmed, Nonsense. This deal is definitely ours. You wait here for a moment, I'll be right back. Okay, Brother Chow, good luck. A moment later, while Bora was training, Chen Chow walked over and shouted, Bora! Hearing this, she turned around and replied, What's up? Have you read the message in the group chat? Just now, a member bought a 5 yuan course, specifically for a female PT. But who gets this sale only needs one word from me. As long as you go for a drink with me tonight, I can share half of this sale with you. Hearing this, she pushed his hand away and said annoyingly, If it's Jiang Lili's sale, then just handle it fairly. I'm a clean freak and hate getting dirty. Being scolded directly made him angry. Sungbora, don't be so ungrateful. This isn't the first or second time I've reminded you about this. Do you still want to keep working here? Then, hearing this, she resolutely replied, Do whatever you want. I can't be bothered to serve you. You'll be the one coming to me. A while later, at the finance office, Sis Sun heard a knock on the door and barked, Come in, Chen Chow, and Lili walked in, cheerfully shouting, Sis Sun, we're here to report something. Lili and I just closed a 5 kwai deal. Rushing over to give you the good news. Hearing that, she responded, eyes gleaming. A 5 kwai deal. Duh. The deal they announced earlier, we snagged it. Zhu Xian heard this, and dropped her teacup, then frowned, turning to ask, You two did it. Seeing her tone, Chen Chow panicked, thinking, Holy crap, why is Boss Lin here? She doesn't look happy. Don't tell me our little scam got exposed. Before he knew it, that wench Lili threw him under the bus. Chen Chow sighed, thinking, It's obviously been exposed, and she's still taking credit. Gotta stay far away from her in the future. Hearing that, Zhu Xian asked with a dark face, So, what's the member's name? That little one was acting like a superstar. And said, I forgot what his name was, the other one gave up. Just remember that he's middle-aged, average build, a bit chubby. But in their heart they were worried. Why are they asking so many questions today? What kind of person can I make up? Right, the big spender of the gym's female PT must be a balding and greasy middle-aged man. Zhu Xian, hearing this, angrily shouted, Nonsense. No balding middle-aged man came to the club today. You two pack your things and get lost. I don't need your kind here. That little one still didn't understand, and asked blankly, Fired. Why? That one was scared, and quickly explained, Boss Lin, Lili misspoke, it's 5 kwai right. Seriously. Why are you even asking why at this point? I'm here today mainly to deal with the report of you two secretly stealing other PT's sales. The deal belongs to Sung Bora. You two stealing it makes me so angry. You two get out of my sight immediately. Get out. That little one heard that, gritted her teeth and cursed. That BTCH, Sung Bora, I'm not gonna let her have it easy, I swear. At this time, Jiang Li was coaching Xu Zheng Yang to practice. When that BTCH ran over, swinging her arm too much, Sung Bora prepared to block, asking, "Coach Jiang, what's wrong?" That little one got blocked and cursed. You bastard. You dare to fight back. Just as he was about to throw another punch, this dude jumps in to stop him, thinking to himself, "This is the girl who always bullies Bora, time to teach her a lesson." Seeing this, the girl screams, "Get your redneck hands off me, you dare hit me if you insist." So he grabs her by the collar and slams her straight into the ground. After the beatdown, he innocently thinks, "Serves you right." Just then, someone walks up and says, "Sorry to interrupt everyone, but I have an announcement. I've just discovered that personal trainers Chen Chao and Jiang Li have been repeatedly stealing sales from other trainers behind their backs. Also, I'd like to congratulate our trainer, Sung Bora, for closing a GM course deal worth 5 yuan. No way, he can't believe it." Zhu Xian storms off, angrily shouting, "Take Jiang Li with you and get out of here now." He walks off to the side, muttering to himself, "The Jiang Li dragged me down with her. Guess I'll try my luck at another club." They both watch them leave in silence. Just then, Bora tugs on his ear. 5 yuan is way too much. 5 yuan is enough to buy a villa. While scolding, she thinks, "Sick, Zheng Yang's been spending all his money on me lately. With so much money, I should do something for him." He asks in disbelief, "A villa? For 5 yuan? She still pouts, annoyed. "Of course! I've never seen anyone pay for a gym membership with a villa. Let me see if I can get the money back. I'll save money for him." While talking to Bora, someone calls. He opens it and is shocked. "Tang Ying is calling me. Xu Zheng Yang, Chen Hao Hai, and Dongzhang Ming from Tenglong Real Estate want to invite you to dinner." Chen Hao Hai, Dongzhang Ming, Haicheng Hotel. "Okay, I'll be there later. Yes, I'll let Mr. Chen know right away." That afternoon, at Haicheng Hotel, Zheng Yang, dressed in a suit, walks into the lobby. Chen Hao Hai from finance, Dongzhang Ming from real estate, Jia Zhihao from the automotive industry. As he understands it, there are 2 other people known as the 4 heroes of Yunhai province. As he walks, a chubby guy runs up to him and calls out, "Xu Zheng Yang." He recognizes him as Li Hu. Seeing that he recognizes him, he's overjoyed. "It really is you. We haven't seen each other since graduation, have we?" He's Li Hu, Xu Zheng Yang's college buddy. This guy is bad luck for him. His family used to be a pain. He asks with a smile, "What a coincidence, here for a meal." "Yeah, but I'm so happy to see you today." "Ha, I'm here with Man's family to discuss something. You probably haven't seen Man in a long time, right?" Suddenly, a girl in revealing clothes walks over and calls out, "Zheng Yang, long time no see. This is Chen Man, Xu Zheng Yang's college classmate." Li Hu starts introducing him to the family. "Auntie, uncle, this is a college friend of mine and Man's. Back in the day, he was a big shot on campus. He started his own business while still in school, and it's grown like crazy." Everyone is surprised to hear this. "Really? That's quite the young talent." Li Hu kept buttering him up. "That's right. Back then, so many girls were after him." Then he started showing his true colors. Flexing his butt, he yelled super loud, "But I heard you went bankrupt, even sold your house, right? And you're carrying a ton of debt. Have you paid it all off yet?" Xu Zheng Yang sneered, thinking, "Haha, waiting for me here, planning to use me as a stepping stone. An old classmate heard that you sold your house. Oh, that's right, if you didn't sell your house, how could you dare to eat and drink in a place like this?" Xu Zheng Yang ignored him and turned to ask, "Chen Man, why are you guys here? Negotiating a contract with a partner about the bird business here. You, what about you? Here for a meal, long time no see." Xu Zheng Yang is still as handsome as ever. Just then, the girl next to her pulled her hand and snapped, Okay, stop talking to people who don't want to work. Let's go in." It was so hard to make an appointment with such important guests. Okay, stop talking to people who don't want to work. Let's go in. It was so hard to make an appointment with such important guests. Li Hu chimed in sarcastically. "Classmate, don't tell me you're dreaming that you and Chen Man will get together. Let me guess. Did you spend all the money from selling your house and come here to apply for a dishwashing job?" "No need. I'm just here for a meal." Chen Man smiled and said, "Really? Also on the 2nd floor? Want to come up together? I think my table is on the 3rd floor. Everyone was shocked and disbelieving. Li Hu didn't believe it. and pouted mockingly. Ha ha ha, the third floor. Do you think this is a fast food restaurant? Ordering a meal on the second floor of this hotel costs 4 or 5 yuan. That old guy is gonna stare any minute now. The VIPs are arriving soon. Luckily, Hunzi arranged everything for us. Don't let anything go wrong. That's right, don't waste time here anymore. Don't delay our big business. Li Hu was still sneering. You're hilarious, daring to show off here. As an old classmate, I can give you a piece of advice. Just get lost. Xu Zheng Yang didn't bother with him, and just snorted and left. Haha, alright. But I also have a little advice, old classmate. With your level, just get lost. He angrily cursed. Xu Zheng Yang dares to tell me to get lost? I'll fry your mother, Chen Man reminded Li Hu. Watch your language. He turned around and yelled, Chen Man, did you take the wrong medicine? I helped your family set up a meeting with an important figure, and you're talking to me like that. Her parents chimed in. Man, why are you talking to your classmate Huzi like that? Let's go in quickly. That's right, Huzi. You and Chen Man are such good friends. Xu Zheng Yang slowly walked up to the third floor, not forgetting to say lightly, It's okay, Chen Man. You don't need to mind it. I treat Li Hu's scolding as the wind blowing past my ears. Get down here and apologize to me. Just then, a security guard stepped forward and asked, May I ask what happened? The person who asked was the hotel manager. Seeing this, Li Hu angrily stepped forward to report. Are you the manager here? Why does your hotel let in all kinds of people? I'm sorry, we won't kick out guests without a reason, but your voice has affected other guests. I'm afraid we have to ask you to leave. Take a good look. This guy's a total pauper, doesn't look like your customer at all. Xu Zheng Yang, I'm giving you 5 seconds to get lost. He heard that and turned around. Oh, 5 seconds? That's a bit long. I reckon you could scram in 3. He can get lost in just 3 seconds, he yelled angrily. Just then, something scared Li Hu out of his wits. 3 people were staring daggers at him from upstairs. Chen Hao, Hai Tang, Tang Ying, and another person. This shocked everyone. Before they could recover, Hu Zi stepped forward, opened his arms and said, Shu, I'm Chen Chu Sheng, the owner of Haicheng Hotel. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner. Please don't blame me. We've made arrangements for you. Please follow me. Seeing Shu's unhappy face, Chu Sheng yelled, Someone! Throw that guy out in 3 seconds, Shu replied. No need, Boss Chen. I was just kidding with him. At this moment, the others whispered to each other. Honey, why haven't I ever heard you mention this friend? Why didn't you remind me when Mom was talking to him like that? Li Hu lost all his spirit and told his aunt and uncle, Let's go up to the second floor. As he walked, he cursed inwardly. Xu Zheng Yang knows Chen Chu Sheng, and Chen Chu Sheng is even sucking up to him. Is Chen Chu Sheng's brain broken? Damn it! Treating that good-for-nothing pauper like he's a house dog? At the VIP room of Haicheng Hotel, an old geezer shook hands in greeting. Hello Shu, I am Dongzheng Ming from Tenglong Real Estate. Due to some reason, it is inconvenient for me to show my face. I hope you don't mind. Chu Sheng politely said. Please, Mr. Shu. Please have a seat. As soon as Shu sat down, he started buttering them up. I have long heard of the 4 heroes of Yunhai. I never expected that I would meet 3 of you here today. It is truly an honor. Haha. It is our luck for Mr. Shu to know about our small reputation. Xu Zheng Yang knows the 4 of us. Could his previous action at the Guangming Bank headquarters be aimed at us? Mr. Shu is joking. Our small scale is nothing in front of you. Only Deng Ming was still a little unconvinced, thinking to himself. This kid looks ordinary. It seems he knows some of the inside story. However, if it weren't for the fact that Boss Chen has always respected him, why would we be so respectful to him? At this time, Tang Ying spoke up. How about we order first? I'm eager to have a drink with Mr. Shu. Suddenly, Zhang Yang stopped her. Boss Tang, there is no need to rush. Some things are hard to say after drinking. We should still talk about the main things first. The show is about to begin. Hao Hai was confused and replied, Mr. Shu, all of you are famous figures in this area. So you probably don't like beating around the bush. I like to get straight to the point. Just spill it if you got something to say. Tang Ying chimed in too. Shu Ji is a straight shooter. Just say what's on your mind, Dong Ji. Hearing that, he spoke up. Since Shu Ji is being so straightforward, I won't beat around the bush either. Last year, a huge real estate company from another province planned to move into Yunhai. Facing their external attacks, Tenglong Real Estate's stock price has plummeted, and the company is in deficit. If we can't find new investment, not only me, but even Chen Hao Hai Ge will be in big trouble. So you guys want me to lend a hand? You're like a life raft to us right now, a savior. Just 10,000 yuan, and I can turn the situation around. Hearing that, Zhang Yang poured tea and thought. Just 10,000 yuan, I got that. But your current situation is a complete mess, unless... Hearing that, the old guy hurriedly stood up and asked, Unless what? unless this mess is mine. These words made them all uneasy. Xu-Ge, do you mean you want to own shares and control Tenglong? You guys run it, and I'll just be the boss behind the scenes. How's that sound? Hearing that, the old guy stood up in disbelief and asked again. Controlling Tenglong right now only requires 70,000 yuan. Xu-E, you can put in 10,000 yuan, and we'll scrape together the rest to get through this difficult time. Without hesitation, he asked, give me your company's account number. Instantly, a notification popped up. Your Guangming bank account, ending in 668, has just received 100,000 yuan. This left them all in utter disbelief. What? 100,000 yuan? Is this what a real rich dude is like? When the boss makes a move, it's extraordinary. A whole 100,000 yuan. The young man looked at them like that and chuckled to himself. 100,000 yuan is nothing. As long as I can get those points, spending another 100,000 wouldn't be a problem. 1 cent for 1 point. How much am I getting this time? Right then, the system dropped a bomb on his head. Ugh, it announced. Congratulations on spending 100,000 yuan, but considering you're suspected of trying to game the system for points, you'll only get 1,000 points this time. He cursed inwardly. What the hell, damn it, why didn't you say so sooner? Are you kidding me? If I knew this crappy system was going to pull this devaluing points crap, I would have given it to them in 10,000 yuan increments. While he was still fuming, someone called him Xuge. They all stood in a neat row, thinking the same thing. It's time to show loyalty to the big boss. From now on, the three of us are your subordinates. Xuge. Whatever Xuge says, we'll do. Haha, you guys are too polite. We're all family from now on. Let's order. Hearing that, Tang Ying replied, yes, I'll arrange it right away. While munching, he goes, later on, if we're gonna do something, we gotta go big. That plot of land on Thousand Island Lake? The one that kept failing in auctions before? Buy that up? Hearing about Thousand Island Lake kinda shocked everyone, cause even the richest folks in Jia country couldn't snag that land. That piece of land, he continued. Let's build a brand new, awesome Thousand Island city. Even though the system only gave me 1,000 points, it's better than nothing, right? First things first. Gotta pump up those points. Interface synthesis points increased, 1595. Right after adding them, his whole body went through a massive change, and the wine glass in his hand just dropped. Seeing this made everyone confused and worried. Bro Shu, okay. Just an old thing acting up, I'll hit the restroom for a sec. Who knew the spot where he put his hand would crack the tabletop, followed by a blast of power shooting out from his hand. Everyone watched in horror, thinking, this is top-grade Yunnan ancient wood. Bro Shu just pressed it once and it shattered. Is he warning us not to mess around in front of him? Our boss is seriously a superhero. Meanwhile, in the restroom, he's grinning like crazy. Damn it, that 100 grand wasn't wasted. Strength, speed, senses, all leveled up. He even snatched a fly out of the air without looking. Easy peasy. Could even hear whispers from far away. Just then, someone outside started gossiping. Over at Chen Mang's place, they were arguing. Boss Liu, we had a verbal agreement. You said you wouldn't buy our chickens, so why are you telling other slaughterhouses our chickens have problems? Lil Chen shot back. You gotta have proof. If you keep spouting nonsense, I'll sue you for slander. Besides, didn't I already tell you what to do? Chen Mang, hearing this, said confused. I can't agree to that. I went to your place for drinks. I don't get what you mean, and I don't want to get it. Li Hu chuckled. Boss Liu, give me some face. Forget the drinks. They'll sell you all their chicken at half the original price. What do you say? Before anything, he kicked Li Hu aside. Then he yelled, coming here today was already giving you a lot of respect. You still want to talk? What the heck are you? Let me make this clear. Have fun with me tonight, and your chickens can be sold. A win-win for both sides, so why not? Just as he was about to make a move, Xu Zheng Yang stepped forward and stopped him. Do I need to have fun with you? The old dude got freaked out because a stranger grabbed his hand and even made a suggestive remark, so he yanked his hand back and yelled, Who are you? Who let you in here? Li Hu was also pissed and roared, Xu Zheng Yang. Why are you everywhere? Get lost. Hearing that, he glared, turning to glance, cursing inwardly. Trash. Just as Chen Meng was about to say something, he cut her off. Don't think I didn't hear what happened earlier? You don't need to beg him. From now on, just bring your chickens to the Hai Cheng Hotel. I'll pay you double. These words brought tears to Chen Meng's eyes. She thought, he doesn't seem to be lying. He's so awesome. The biggest problem is solved. How should I repay Xu Zheng Yang? Seeing that he'd been slapped in the face, the guy angrily shouted, Punk, you've got a big mouth. What makes you think you can just deliver to Hai Cheng Hotel? After threatening him, he gritted his teeth, trying to reassure himself. Just as he finished speaking, someone gently walked up behind him and asked, You said you were going to kill who? He didn't even bother to turn around, loudly retorting, "I'll kill whoever the hell I want." Then, turning around, the guy scolded, "Nosy brat. If I kill him, what can you do about it?" It wasn't until he saw the 4 famous faces of this area that he started shaking like a leaf. "Oh, this is Tang Ying, and the Yunhai 3 heroes are here too." Just as the guy was standing there in shock, Xu Zheng delivered a thunderous slap, adding the answer, "I can do something about it, you know." And just like that, Xu Zheng gave him a cupping massage, his screams blending together into a sorrowful harmony. "Spare me." Zheng Yang could only watch helplessly. At this moment, Li Hu was trembling like a machine, thinking in horror. Chen Haohai, Chen Chusheng, Tang Ying, and even Tong Zhengming, why are they all here? They were also helping Xu Zheng Yang earlier, could it be? After a while, he finally spoke, telling Xu Zheng to stop. Hearing that, the latter didn't dare hesitate, stopping immediately. "Yes, yes." Then he stood up straight, bowed his head, and asked respectfully, "What's the matter?" This action shocked Li Hu and the hairy-mouthed guy. There's no way they could believe their eyes. Chen Chusheng was actually being respectful to that kid. Chen Chusheng came from the underworld. Killing me would be as easy as crushing an ant. This young man could tell Chen Chusheng to stop. Could he be the young master of some powerful family? The way I spoke to him earlier, wasn't it after listening to what you said that Chusheng happily replied, "If young Master Xu has spoken, I will definitely follow through. Hai Cheng Hotel has many branches." "Your mess, Chen Meng, right? Here's my business card." She took it flustered. "Yes, yes." After discussing everything, the old man then turned to ask young Master Xu, "Then what about these two? What do you want to do with them?" Hearing that, he slowly walked over, even speaking softly. "You two, if you continue to bully Chen Meng's family." At this point, he exuded killing intent, adding a sinister smile, "Be careful. You might just disappear." He was so scared that he wet his pants and screamed. Before leaving, he ordered Xu Zheng, "Throw these two out." Chen Meng watched his figure growing more and more distant, thinking to herself, "Zheng Yang, the gap between us is getting bigger and bigger. I definitely need to find a way to help Zheng Yang." Outside the hotel, Tang Ying approached, offering, "Xu Ge, let me give you a ride home." He chuckled, replying, "No need. My friend is coming to pick me up any minute now." A moment later, Zhang Yu arrived. "Old Xu, I got the notification. The gig at Niu Chunsheng's place doesn't start until tonight. Let's head over there and find a place to chill for a bit. Wait for the show to begin." "I ran into some trouble earlier and didn't get much to eat. Let's find somewhere to grab a bite first." Because he was too strong, when the young man opened the door, he pulled the entire door off, turning Zhang Yu pale with fright. Even the young man couldn't believe that a total attribute score of 1500 was kinda ridiculous, huh? Zhang Yu wailed, "Holy crap, old Xu, what are you doing? Why are you wrecking the car? I borrowed this car. Damn it, now I gotta pay for repairs." Xu Zheng Yang tried to calm him down. "Chill, I'll buy you a new one." Hearing that, Zhang Yu cried even louder, "Buy my ass. You always hitch rides with me and now you're talking about buying a car." Xu Zheng Yang then pulled out a 1 yuan note, instantly silencing Zhang Yu. Will 1 yuan be enough? 1 minute he was crying, the next he was grinning like a Cheshire cat. 1 yuan is definitely a bit short, but you really want to go buy a car? Let's go take a look. Because he didn't have a clue about cars, Xu Zheng Yang called Chen Haohai for advice. "Xu Ge, what can I do for you?" Chen Haohai asked. "I want to buy a car. Any recommendations?" But Chen Haohai was just as clueless as him. "I don't know much about cars. I'll have Zihi Hao head over there. He's the expert." "Alright, I'll go have a look around in the meantime." After a while, the two arrived at a car dealership. As they walked in, a saleswoman greeted them. "Hello, is there any particular model you're interested in?" Zhang Yu, still in disbelief, asked again to be sure, "Old Xu, are you really buying me a car? What's wrong? Were I stingy when you were helping me out? Why are you getting all long-winded now?" Xu Zheng Yang said. This made Zhang Yu feel incredibly moved. "Old Xu treats me so well, giving me money and a car. We're brothers for life. I definitely won't let you down this time." Thanks to that, Zhang Yu didn't hesitate anymore and chose, "Then I won't be shy, I'll take a Ford Mustang." Seeing that, Xu Zheng Yang laughed and said, "You sure changed your tune quickly." A little later, at the rest area, the saleswoman brought over water and said, "Please wait here, I'll prepare the contract for you." Zhang Yu, next to him, excitedly said, "I never dreamed Zhang Yu would buy a car one day, cash in full." Hearing that, Xu Zheng Yang playfully kicked him in the butt. "You helped me out when I was at my lowest. Even though I ended up losing even more money, I originally wanted to buy a car for myself so I could take you along. Stop getting so cocky." Just as they were enjoying themselves, a quarrel broke out. "Ma Ling, what are you doing?" I clearly came before her. "What are you butting in for?" "Mei Ling, do you even know what first come first served means?" What are you cutting in line for? Move aside. My customers are waiting. Hearing this, the guy in the blue shirt frowned and stepped forward. Hurry up and speak. Do you know how valuable my time is? Seeing this, Ma Ling quickly said, Young Master Bao Lin, I'm sorry. Please wait a moment. Then she turned to scold the saleswoman. Zheng Xiaoyan. Are you blind? Look at what order this is. Don't you know how much an R8 order is worth? Twice the amount of your order wouldn't even compare to mine. Hearing this, Xiaoyan quietly said, But I came first. Before she could finish, Ma Ling slapped her hard across the face. How dare you talk back to me? Get lost already. Don't you dare delay our car pickup. Let me teach you a lesson on who you can mess with and who's off limits. Xu Zheng Yang, hearing this, stepped forward, handed a tissue to Xiaoyan, and scoffed. Just a car and you've become untouchable, huh? That dude, seeing Xu Zheng Yang's old clothes, sneered. It's nothing. Just swapping a car to buy groceries. That Ma Ling chick laughed mockingly. Ha, little kid. Do you even know who's standing in front of you? This is Mr. Lin, the second young master of San Lin Pharmaceutical. Lin Zhengfeng, San Lin Pharmaceutical. Heard of it? Isn't that the dodgy pharmaceutical factory that sells fake medicine? Lin Zhengfeng, hearing Xu Zheng Yang's words, chuckled. Ha, if you say that, I'll get annoyed. Isn't Dan giving you too much face? At this moment, that dude got real close, angrily yelling. Who gave you the guts to talk to me like that? Zhang Yu, seeing him messing with his bros, rolled up his sleeves and roared, Hey brat, what do you think you're doing? Want to fight? You want to touch my brothers? I don't care what young master you are. I'll make you all miserable. Seeing this, Lin Zhengfeng snapped his fingers, called the security guards, and cried, What are you doing? You want to hit people? Guards, come here. Get over here. Get over here. The director just arrived and was already scolding Ma Ling. Director, I was about to complete the procedures, but Zheng Xiaoyan is causing trouble, offending young Master Lin. This director immediately turned to Xu Zheng Yang and said, Young Master Lin is our VIP customer. He has the right to be prioritized. If you guys want to buy, just wait. If you feel uncomfortable, then leave. Hearing this director's tone makes my blood boil. Let me see who dares to cut the line today. The girl in the red dress saw that he was an eyesore, so she threw a punch and shouted mockingly, You poor wretch, I think you really want a beating. But he wasn't afraid at all, and blocked the blow easily. Oh, block that hand, so I'll use the other one. Let go of me. She got more and more annoyed and glared. Do you not understand? As soon as he finished speaking, the young man kicked the woman hard in the stomach. It felt so satisfying. Boom! He kicked Ma Ling dozens of meters away. The collision was so strong that she foamed at the mouth and fainted. Everyone there watched with their mouths agape. Lin Zhengfeng at this time was in a rage, screaming. Xu Zhengyang saw him yelling like a beast and shook his head, provoked him with his finger and said, No need to wait for 5 seconds. Use whatever tricks you have quickly. I still have things to do. After speaking, the young man thought in horror, Damn it! A total attribute of more than 1,500 points can actually kick people so far. And thought, Wuba, not bad. I advise you to prepare for your funeral now. Later, when Shi Yunfei arrives, there won't be any time. Seeing him complaining, he urged, Call quickly, don't be so long-winded. The woman woke up after a while and said, Brother Feng, quickly call Uncle Qi here. I want him to disappear on the spot immediately. Seeing that he was calling up big shots, Zhang Yu whispered, It's cool. Right then, dude reached into his pocket, thinking to himself. Ma Ling saw him not saying nothing and scoffed. Scared now, huh? With your kinda loser self, ain't no funeral arrangements to be made anyway. That other chick chimed in. Just behave and stay at the bottom of society, alright? Why you gotta keep messing with us? After scolding him, she even turned to yell at Zhao Yan. And you too, Zheng Xiaoyan. I'm helping young Master Lin cut the line, and you dare to cause trouble. Then she turned to Zhang Yu and said, See, I told ya, they're totally picking on that employee. He sighed. It's all my fault. I was just too impulsive and wanted to fight earlier. Zheng Feng finished his call, being all obedient like a puppy. Okay, Uncle Qi, I'll wait for you here. Then, smirking triumphantly, he turned to the other two. Or, hey, why don't you guys call some rookies over too? Just you two ain't enough for Uncle Qi to handle. Dude finished texting Chu Sheng and then laughed. Haha, you're hilarious, buddy. Can't wait for your Uncle Qi to show up. 5 minutes later, more than 3 cars rolled up. A whole bunch of bald dudes with weapons piled out. The leader walked in and coldly asked, Zhao Linzi, heard someone's bullying you? Lin Zhengfeng started complaining. It's those 2 punks. They don't respect you at all. Make them disappear. Hearing that, the leader's face turned ice cold and he looked at the 2 of them. Then went, Oh, in a flash. A knee strike landed nice and easy. They thought he'd beat Xu Zheng Yang so bad his parents wouldn't recognize him, but the strike went straight into Zhang Feng's gut. This left the leader dumbfounded, in disbelief. That girl saw what happened and quickly said, "Oops, wrong target. It's the two sitting across." Qi Yunfei heard that and went, "Oh right, missed her too. Beat them to death." The others all shouted in unison, "Yes, boss." And that girl was shaken like a leaf. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah sounds kept ringing out, and that girl and Zhang Feng were still yelling in confusion. "Stop hitting, dude." And Zhang Yu stood on the side watching, dragging out that ee sound of enjoyment. After a while of pummeling, that confused Xu Zheng Yang asked, "I don't get it. That jerk messed with me, so why are you hitting me?" Qi Yunfei heard that, frowned, kicked him in the chin, and yelled, "You don't need to get it. Just behave and take the beating. Are you blind? We're the ones who called you. Why aren't you helping us? And instead you're beating us. Are you brain dead?" Qi Yunfei heard that and looked up and coldly yelled, "Too much talk." Then he told his underlings to finish massaging that trash girl for him. He walked up to Zhang Feng, grabbed his head, and yelled really loud, "I'm telling you one more time, perk up your ears and listen good. You messed with someone you shouldn't have messed with. This is just a small punishment from me." Zhang Feng was completely dumbfounded and could only mutter incoherently, "Wait, who is that guy?" And just like that, they both passed out. "You fainted from the shock, and you fainted because you got whipped too hard." After he was done, he slowly walked towards them both. Seeing this, Zhang Yu worriedly said to Xu Zheng Yang, "Dude, this Qi Yunfei guy ain't right, beating his own people that brutally. If he hits me..." Hearing this, Zheng Yang calmly reassured him, "It's all right, he won't hit you." A few steps later, Qi Yunfei arrived in front of him, took a deep breath, then bowed deeply and loudly said, "Greetings, Master Xu," which totally confused Zhang Yu about what the heck was going on. The Qi Yunfei guy then looked at Ma Ling and asked, "Master Xu, what should we do with those two? That girl has a really nasty mouth, you know. I'll handle this, so you can just chill." Hearing that, the two underlings grabbed her and tossed her out. Zhang Yu then whispered to Zheng Yang, "This is even more unbelievable than when I thought my great-grandma came to pick me up." He stammered, "You mean even scarier than him?" "Yup." Before he could finish, something made his eyes pop out. Unexpectedly, it was Jia Zhihao who showed up. He stepped forward, greeting him warmly. "Ah, young Master Xu, finally I get to meet you." This made that director freak the hell out. Then he shook hands and introduced himself. "Young Master Xu, I'm Xia Zhihao, so sorry for being late." "You're not late at all, right on time." Zhang Yu was dumbfounded seeing his bro being so badass, one of the four great kings of Yunhai bowing to his bro. Seeing Zheng Yang's unhappy expression, he frowned and turned to Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan then recounted the whole story. These two gentlemen came to buy cars, and then, well, it went like this. So that's the story. After listening, Zhihao turned to him and asked, "Brother Xu, I feel like her story is a bit inconsistent. What do you think?" He continued. "Basically, that's it. But she made it sound a bit lighter. What he actually said was, if you want to buy, wait. If you don't want to buy, get out. And then, you'll pay for this. You'll be begging your boss with a face as white as a sheet and pissing your pants." "Boss, I'm sorry, I really didn't know who this was," Zhihao shouted. "Shut your stinking mouth, call some people, and throw these eyesores out." Just like that, they were all kicked out, losing their jobs in the process. Qi Yunfei reminded softly, "Daring to cause trouble with young Master Xu, tell the subordinates, every time you see these people, beat them up." While he was talking, one of the underlings asked, "I saw you get kicked in the butt by Yunfei for no reason and scream, 'Damn it! Are you calling him Master Xu?'" The others laughed loudly. After finishing up here, the group received orders to pay a visit to that fake medicine operation run by some young Master Lin. Back with Zheng Yang, he looked at Xiaoyan and asked, "As the store manager, what do you think?" Hearing this, Lao Hao immediately agreed. "Quickly go through the procedures. Hurry, hurry." He didn't want to say it twice. Xiaoyan thanked him profusely. After taking care of everything, Lao Hao got down to business. "Master Xu, I'll send someone to get the car for you now." "All right, thank you for your trouble." Seeing Lao Hao like this, the young man chuckled to himself, thinking, "This old bro Zhihao sure changes his tune quickly." A moment later, he had prepared two extremely luxurious cars for Zheng Yang and Zhang Yu. After checking them out, he couldn't help but praise, "Not bad, pretty efficient." At this time, to improve the relationship, Lao Hao suggested, "Master Xu, do you have any plans for tonight? I'd like to host a banquet for you." After speaking, he worried, "I wonder if this boss will give me face," but he refused, saying, "Let's do it another day. I still have to work for someone now. I'll drive one car first. I'll give you my bro's address. You drive the other one there." Zhihao was very disappointed to hear that, but still bowed respectfully as he saw him off. "Looks like the boss is pissed. What to do if it messes up the partnership? We're screwed. Let's get everyone together and brainstorm. Meanwhile, in the car, Zhang Yu gets all curious and asks, "Dude, Xu, when did you become so awesome? All these talented people are willing to be your underlings?" He chuckles and makes up some excuse. All right, I'm not going to pretend anymore. Let's lay all our cards on the table. I'm actually a Feng Shui master. I did Feng Shui for the Yunhai 4 heroes and helped them change their destiny to make a killing. Shouldn't they be treating me like their grandpa? Okay, keep bragging, Zhang Yu retorts. But I really admire anyone who can scam rich people. Still, you can't mess with those guys carelessly. Be careful you don't get whacked later. No wonder he's been spending so lavishly lately, Tang Ying thinks to herself. So that's where the money's coming from. What if this gets exposed? What if something happens to Zheng Yang? I need to find a way to improve my strength ASAP. To ease Zhang Yu's worries, Xu Zheng Yang reassures him. Relax, I know my limits. Now it's time to go work for Niu Chunsheng. A while later, at Qi Gong Grandmaster Niu Chunsheng's livestream, Xu Zheng Yang asks, "How much money do you think their show can make?" Zhang Yu responds, "No idea, I'm just here to do some work." As he looks around, he thinks to himself, the Grandmaster is basically treating the netizens like idiots to exploit them. Just treat it like watching a show. Each side gets what they need. After analyzing, Xu Zheng Yang remarks, "Those people are probably still clueless and don't realize they're being used for a few shows." Zheng Yang finds the situation akin to fraud. "Zhang Yu, you little rascal, keep an eye on things. You even dare to bring this home. I bet you'll get a beating for sure," Xu reassures him. "Relax, I've thought it all out." While they're chatting, a bald dude walks over and reminds them, "You two get ready to go on stage, wave your arms around with the Grandmaster a few times, and then collapse." Just then, a luxury car pulls up outside the stage. An old guy with buck teeth steps out. This guy is Qi Gong Grandmaster Niu Chunsheng, known as the refined viscera inner strength palm master of Tai Chi divine power. Everyone gets excited when they see him and starts cheering, "Grandmaster Niu is here!" The two disciples shout, "Make way, make way!" Testing 1 2 3 4. Niu Chunsheng starts, "Today, I, Lao Fu, have brought my Tai Chi disciples for a real-life combat demonstration right here for everyone. To refute the slanderous rumors about my sect online." Zheng Yang scoffs at this crap from below. He's so old he should go home and play with his grandkids. Zhang Yu agrees, "Haha, it's fine. We're just here to make money. Let him do his thing." Niu Chunsheng continues, "As for what refined viscera inner strength is, I can't just tell everyone outright, because the Tao cannot be easily imparted. I'll demonstrate for everyone, and you'll know right away. Look, he's grabbing my hand right now. Just by saying fall, he'll fall." 6 minutes later, Xu Zheng Yang is yawning. "When's it our turn?" Zhang Yu asks. "No idea, probably going up in order." Zheng Yang watches the actor fall, and overhears the instructions from the earpiece, thinking, "I think the guy in the whole venue who's the most tired is the one giving the commands through this earpiece." The commander's instructions keep coming. Number 3, jump and fall. That's right. Convulse, convulse. Roll on the ground, roll faster, keep rolling, 4 more rolls. After finishing acting, Chunsheng begins to speak again. "See that? I only use just a little bit. Then he will fly out. That is my Qigong power hit him fly out." The two laugh until tears stream down their faces. After hearing Nitu, WTF is that AOE damage, like artillery shell. Hilarious, this old man is trendy. At this time they received a signal from the walkie-talkie. Number 5, 6, 7, 8 come up. Before number 7 went on stage, he asked, "Are we allowed to attack as we like?" Xu went ahead and asked, "Hail, man. Are we allowed to attack as we like?" Niku, unaware of the coming disaster, said with gusto, "That's right. However we want, wherever we want. I don't even need to look. I'll release my Qi Gong. You won't even be able to get close to my body." "Okay, I'm relieved then." The leader started prompting. Number 7, later you gotta pretend to get knocked out, then roll backwards, make sure you roll 3 times. Before he could even finish, the dude charged in with a thunder fist. Unexpectedly, the force from that blow was enough to send the old guy flying on his ass anyway. This left the others bewildered. What's going on? Zhang Yu suddenly got an idea and hastily rolled up his sleeves and charged forward. Such an important stage effect can't leave me behind. Old Xu promised I could be in this traditional tea-kicking martial arts. Seeing this, Xu Zheng Yang reminded Zhang Yu. Grandmaster Niu fainted on his own. "What are you doing?" Zhang Yu just thought this was a live stream. He was happily beating people when the leader ran out and yelled, "Stop it! Cut the live feed." Xu Zheng Yang thought, Who even did anything? I fell over before I was even touched. And also, isn't Grandmaster Niu one of the top 10 traditional martial arts masters? How could he be so weak? I knew you guys were scammers, but this is a bit much. He didn't beat around the bush anymore. So he burst out laughing. Haha, I scammed you, so what? What can you do about it? Report me to the authorities, I'll tell you. This old geezer doesn't know kung fu, it's all just a disguise. Your punches from earlier were great. But I don't know how many more fans they'll get us, or how many more brain-dead students we can recruit. Do you know how expensive the tuition is here? Right at the climax, Xu Zheng Yang took out his phone. Seeing this, the guy asked, confused. What are you doing? Nothing. I'm just recording this before I go on stage. Not caring to record this, the recording of that guy was played. I'll tell you, that old geezer doesn't know kung fu. It's all just a disguise. Your punches from earlier were great. I don't know how many more fans they'll get us, or how many more brain-dead students we can recruit. Seeing this, sweat poured down his face, and he screamed, You bastards! You're filming us! Xu Zheng Yang scolded straightforwardly. Even though we're all making money, you guys are going a bit too far disguising that old man to make money. Seeing that the situation wasn't good, then he ordered his 500 brothers. Damn it! You dare to scheme against me. You think you can threaten us by recording a video? Looks like we can't let you guys leave so easily today. Seeing this, Zhang Yu also rushed forward desperately. Well, that's it. I'm going all in. They're angry. What should I do? Old Xu treats me so well, I can't let him get beaten up. I guess I have to let the strongest man in the flower garden like me solve this problem. But it was like a mosquito biting stainless steel. One guy held Zhang Yu's arm tightly, while the other two threatened to approach Xu Zheng Yang. Seeing this, Xu Zheng Yang thought in panic. Is this the end of my flashback? Where's the power of my friendship? Watch my special move, the tank intercept. Before he could even do anything, the two bald guys were sent flying backwards. In Zhang Yu's astonishment, Xu Zheng Yang rushed forward and kicked away the remaining guy while that guy was still confused about what was happening. After finishing the bald youth, he secretly mocked Zhang Yu. I think I heard someone call himself the strongest man in the flower garden or something. He denied it, while looking bewildered and in disbelief. Old Xu, that's definitely you. You misheard. I didn't say anything. I was about to save old Xu this time to balance his feelings, but he ended up saving me instead. Realizing that staying here any longer wouldn't be good, he pulled Zhang Yu away to escape. Let's get out of here. While running, he worriedly thought, my stats are high, but I haven't trained systematically. What if this guy calls in a real expert? I'm done for. Zhang Yu finally asked in disbelief. Old Xu, since when could you kick a fatty into submission like that? Why haven't I ever heard you mention it? I asked you to train in GM together, but you didn't go. Who's to blame now? This made Zhang Yu very excited. That old geezer was so angry. Who hired these people? They don't adhere to martial ethics. Ambushing an old man like me. Someone next to him reminded him about that extra, saying, he didn't even hit you. You fell on your own. Being exposed like that was so embarrassing. He roared, do you not want to work anymore? What were the livestream numbers like just now? Because the livestream had an incident, the collaborating media outlets pushed this matter onto the hot search. Right now, the internet is full of people scolding us. If we can't quickly calm this down, even the company's stock price might be affected. At this moment, the commander stepped in, thinking, actually, we still have a chance to turn the situation around. Who knows, we might even reach new heights. We still need our master Niku to step forward. I can post a statement clarifying, saying that they ambushed me. Just say that I was careless and didn't dodge in time. Otherwise, they definitely wouldn't have succeeded. Moreover, I still want to advise them to take care of themselves and reflect on their mistakes. The commander was secretly shocked. This old man is faking, being a master to such a high level. A while later, in the director's office, the lucky secretary worriedly asked at this time, Boss, if that kid's video gets leaked, will we be in trouble? Is Lao Niu's approach going to ruin him? Should we ask the big boss for help? He nodded upon hearing this, saying, Go help Lao Niu, I'll handle the other matters. Saying this, he pulled out his phone, thinking to himself, it looks like I'll have to ask that person to take action. Cut to a place with two high-rise buildings, Kao Voss, but missing the plane. In one of the apartments that was lit up, a girl was on the phone. You're saying the person who beat Lao Niu also recorded a video. That person also said we're scammers and fooling fans in the video. A black-clad man on the screen replied flusteredly, Yes, the public opinion online is too intense right now. We can't hold on any longer. We really have no choice but to beg Ms. Zhao to take action. I believe this matter can be calmed down soon. The old woman lifted her butt off the chair and praised. To be able to play you guys for fools, It seems that kid has some skill, but to calm this public opinion, we still need to get that video first. Find that kid's hideout within 3 minutes. While everyone was scrambling to find Zheng Yang, he was on a bustling street. He and Zhang Yu were diligently eating skewers. Zhang Yu finally spoke up, thinking, "Old Xu, so you've long wanted to secretly create a big event but didn't tell me beforehand." Suddenly, a luxury car drove up. The person inside saw him and exclaimed in surprise, "Why is it, Xu Zheng Yang?" The girl from before said quietly, "Get in the car, I have something to talk to you about." Zhang Yu looked at her and whispered, "Old Xu, you're really something. She's rich and beautiful. Introduce one to me sometime." Hearing this, the young man remembered the lioness at home, the scene of being grabbed by the collar and questioned, "What, am I not considered this level?" So he changed his mind and asked Zhang Yu, "Or, you get in the car. I'm so hungry right now I don't have time to pay attention to her. If you want to talk, get out of the car." The bodyguard angrily stepped out and scolded him upon hearing this. Some things really do need an open and honest discussion to actually work out. That's Jiang Xiaoman, the young miss of the Jiang family. The Haipong chick doesn't like beating around the bush, so she gets straight to the point. "I want to buy that video. Name your price." The Hanoi guy, not in a rush, leisurely replies, "For the young miss to personally take action. It seems like you're involved in Niu Chunsheng's affair." The Jiang family, a top family in Santai City, with the second son, Jiang Huashan, in the entertainment industry now, Jiang Huashan's eldest daughter, Jiang Xiaoman, is showing up. Seems like Niu Chunsheng's matter is pretty important to the Jiang family, huh? "Love seeing you so serious. Since you know me, this is easy to handle. Here's a blank check. Take a look and fill it in yourself." He calmly asks, "Any amount is fine." "That's right. But if you refuse, I can also choose a rather crude and simple method. But making a fortune requires some boldness. I believe you know this principle. If that's the case, then I won't stand on ceremony. When life gives you a chance to get rich, you'd be a fool not to take it." He smiles brightly and takes out a pen from his pocket. Seeing Xu Zheng Yang about to be bought off so easily, she thinks disdainfully, "My dad actually wanted me to handle such a simple triviality myself." She takes the check from him and sneers, thinking, "Happy to cooperate. Someone from the bottom of society like you, even if you were given 100 more chances, the amount you fill in still wouldn't be as expensive as one of my handbags." After her boast, she glances down, and her jaw drops. Never expected the guy to write in 990,000 yuan. She hurriedly says, "This joke isn't funny at all." He keeps grilling skewers and asks, "What's wrong? Can't afford this amount." After saying that, he uses his chopsticks to snatch the check away. "I already reminded you earlier. If my wishes aren't met, you'll be in trouble. How about I reduce 2 zeros for you?" After teasing her, he holds the check and tears it up to provoke her. She immediately jumps up and yells, "Don't push your luck." Then that guy, feeling humiliated, lunges at him. But that guy is just a student, so Xu Zheng Yang easily grabs him. "Looks like you want to use force." Without hesitation, he puts the guy's hand on the table, quickly grabs a chopstick, aims, and stabs down. In the blink of an eye, that chopstick pierces through his hand and deep into the table. The guy screams in pain, "Ugh, you motherfucker!" Seeing this, Jiang Xiaoman is worried and scared. This kid is too strong, looks like ordinary bodyguards aren't very useful. Xu Zheng Yang then slowly pulls the chopstick up and says, "You're trying to rob someone without bringing some strong people. Are you short on cash?" These words heavily damage the self-esteem of a young miss. She's furious but can't do anything, only filled with hatred. At Mei Din, "Very well, I don't care who you are, you've successfully angered me. I will use every resource and relationship I have. I'm irreconcilable with you." He leaves her to seethe alone and pulls Zhang Yu away. "Let's go, let's eat at another place. Let's just go home. Actually, I'm not even that hungry. I'm full from watching drama." Seeing them so cheerful, Zhao Man turned purple with rage. "That bastard Xu Zheng Yang. I don't care how strong you are rumored to be. Making enemies with the Zhao family means your good days are over." Tubi wasn't in the mood for love. After they walked for a bit, Zheng Yang invited Zhang Yu. "It's the first time you've helped me here. Let's have a copper pot, hot pot. Let's reminisce about the old days. The meat is awesome. Seriously delicious. Lao Shu, you're paying." A few days later, Lao Chunsheng was live streaming, explaining, "These 2 young lads came on stage and threw a punch right away. I was too careless. I didn't dodge it, so I got hit. I'm telling you, young man, you're not following the martial code. Deceiving and ambushing an old man like me who's almost 70 years old." Another guy watching got so angry that he threw his phone down and yelled, "That trash Xu Zheng Yang. He dares to ruin the Zhao family. I'm going to make sure he's completely disgraced." And Niu Chunsheng too, posting that kind of explanation. You can tell right away he's a stupid scammer. He was Zhao Yiming, the Zhao family's young master. He then pointed right at Xiao Man and scolded, "Is this how you work for the family? How can you make such a simple thing so complicated?" Just then, an old man interrupted their argument, saying, "This moralizer is Zhao Huashan, the head of Zhao Entertainment, the second son of the Zhao family. If you keep this up, don't even think about getting Grandpa's approval. Your father knows he was wrong, and he'll handle the rest. All right, I'm leaving him to you two. Use your brains and handle this well. At least make Grandpa look at you two in a different light." They both replied in unison. "Don't worry, Dad," Xiao Man thought bitterly. "Even though this won't cost the Zhao family anything, it will damage the Zhao family's shining reputation." Hearing that, Xiao Man got even angrier and smashed her phone, cursing under her breath, "I have to vent this anger." At the same time, a black car sped down the road. Bora was watching the old man's live stream and turned to Zheng Yang with a laugh. "This Lao Niu Chun Sheng is cracking me up. Wow, you and Zheng Yu secretly caused such a sensation," he thought to himself as he drove. The response speed of Niu Chun Sheng's team isn't slow. Plus, the livestream had problems, so the hot search for this video is rising super fast. But, except for the brain-dead idiots and fake accounts, basically everyone is publicly condemning him based on the video I secretly recorded back then. Then he thought of Chu Sheng's words. "Mr. Xu, it's all thanks to your video." Niu Chun Sheng and a bunch of fake masters were all thrown in jail, but the backer behind Niu Chun Sheng, the Zhao family, hasn't made a move at all. After a while, they arrived at the party. Bora then said, "I'm just attending a class reunion, you don't need to come in with me." He smiled confidently. "I'm so handsome, if I pretend to be your boyfriend, those horny guys won't dare approach you." She laughed, her face red. "Ha ha, I guess you know your place. Alright, little Yang Zi, let's go meet your empress's good friends." He just shook his head and smiled to himself, thinking, "If I wasn't worried that a dummy like you would get bullied, I wouldn't have gone to the extent of following you here." As soon as they walked in, a snow-white girl came out to greet them. "Bora, you're here." This fair girl was Li Yinu, Bora's college friend. He watched them happily and secretly observed, "It seems like her relationship with Bora is pretty good, but the others don't seem too friendly with Bora. It looks like something's definitely going to go down today." They were all happily chatting when someone shouted from outside the door. Turns out it was that witch Sun Li, and she came in guns blazing. "What's up, Bora? Still freeloading and ditching the bill, huh? You here to screw Yi and HU over today or what?" Bora, hearing the false accusations, snapped back, "Sun Li, don't go too far, clearly you guys." Sun Li cut her off with a yell, "Are playing us for fools. Think you're so smart, huh? Why don't you take a look in the mirror?" The guests started gossiping. "No way, what awful character. Wasn't Bora like this back in college too?" He stood there watching the drama unfold, thinking that little Bora wasn't much of a talker, and up against a loudmouth like Sun Li, she was going to get the short end of the stick for sure. "Sun Li, you said I wanted a free meal, and that's true. But dare you say how you lured me to the restaurant that day? You guys had already ordered but didn't want to pay, so you called and tricked me into coming, right? Seeing that my boyfriend had some money, you even called a bunch of friends to eat and drink. Seriously, you set someone up. Are we not allowed to fight back? Now you want to question me? What kind of stuff is your face made of anyway?" He chuckled with his arms crossed, thinking, "This girl's learned how to be sarcastic. Huh, you don't see that every day. Still a bit green, but hey, everyone starts somewhere. A few more times and she'll be a pro." Just then, that snake Yi Nhu stepped forward to smooth things over. Okay, Bora, don't be angry. Besides, you need to fix that temper of yours. I invited you here today hoping you'd get a chance to improve your relationships with everyone." Then she whispered into Bora's ear, "Remember Zhao Man? Her husband is young Master Sun Feng from the Sun family in Santai. They have assets worth hundreds of millions. She asked me to tell you, as long as you bow your head in front of her today, no one will bother you when you look for a job in the future." Bora was shocked, yelling, "You mean you invited me here today so I could bow to Zhao Man? My career's been a mess for the past few years because Zhao Man's been sabotaging me." Yi Nhu sighed. "Bora, you can't always be so high and mighty. People need to recognize their place in society. My family's textile factory is also getting help from Zhu Man's husband. Today, helping yourself is also helping me." Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the main character has arrived. Some skimpily dressed girl with that short, fat guy, that must be Zhu Man. Yi Nhu and Sun Li saw them and rushed out like dogs greeting their owner. "Xiao Man, young Master Feng, you're finally here, we've been waiting for you." Zhao Man, Xu Zheng Yang, smirked and stepped forward to ask, "Bora, that girl is Zhao Man, your mortal enemy from college." Bora glared at her like she wanted to eat her alive and answered, That's her, and she's super petty. Heard she's been screwing with me for years. Just as planned, that little snake glanced up at Bora. Bora, long time no see. Bora didn't want to play nice, so she responded nonchalantly. Long time no see. Then the girl started introducing. Let me introduce everyone. This is my husband, Sun Feng. The young master of the Sun family. Everyone knows the Sun family, right? They're the fashion big shots in Santai. Everyone was super impressed and started sucking up. Zhao Man, young master Sun, you're a match made in heaven. That's right. Meeting young master Sun today is a blessing from our past lives. Just then, the young man scoffed. Seeing this, Yi Nhu asked, what are you laughing at? Sorry. I couldn't help but laugh when I heard ruling the fashion industry with one hand. It's just too childish. Anyway. Has everyone arrived at our class reunion? If everyone's here, I want to ask something. He glared, then asked in a menacing tone, who exactly is the scumbag who's been secretly sabotaging my girlfriend's job hunt all this time? Are you tired of living? The others were gaping, totally confused, while some others were laughing their heads off, but then they ganged up to criticize. Your boyfriend's a mess. Doesn't he know how influential Sun Jia is at Tam Tai? Xiao Man's husband has way more class than him. He's even shameless enough to say that. What kind of boyfriend did you find? Besides bragging like crazy, his airhead attitude alone will make you suffer your whole life. Hearing them insult Xu Zheng Yang, Bora got so angry and stepped up to defend him. My boyfriend is none of your business. Zhu Man didn't stop and continued to mock. How can it not be our business? Your job isn't stable, and your boyfriend is. What, like that? How about I introduce you two to some jobs, like a security guard or a nanny? Anyway, just a word from my husband is enough. Sun Feng chimed in. This is simple. The company's business department happens to be missing a director. If this brother is willing, I can arrange it for you. Then he looked at Bao Luo. He stared at Bora, lusting after her, wanting to take her as his own. Then, flaunting his wealth, he said, I'll pay you $500,000 a year, not including commissions. What do you think? Hearing that, those girls were green with envy. Young Master Sun is so generous. He started manipulating Bora. People can't just think about filling their own bellies all the time. They have to think about the people around them too. $500,000 a month should be enough for the two of you to live on. If you're lucky, you might even save some. But if you want to earn more, I still have to see your abilities. As he spoke, he moved closer to Bora. Just as he approached, Xu Zheng Yang stepped in and pulled her into his arms. Then angrily said, my monthly income is over 100,000. Am I out of my mind to work for you? Thanks for your kindness. We have to go first. After saying that, he left, ignoring everyone else. Seeing this, Zhu Man shouted, Stop right there, you ungrateful wretch. You're being offered a job and you don't want it? And who do you think you are? A monthly income of over 100,000? You're bragging without thinking about the consequences, Bora? I want you to kneel down immediately. She yelled, I'm trash 100 times. After you yell that, I might let you go. If you don't yell, I guarantee you won't find a job from today on. Hearing this, Xu Zheng Yang turned to Sun Feng and asked, You're letting her bully people like this? He smiled perversely and said, She's my woman. She has the right to do whatever she wants. Anyway, women just need to be obedient in bed, and I'll grant her every wish. Hearing these words from these beasts, Xu Zheng Yang could only sigh and casually pulled out his smartphone. It's all fun and games, but my dad told me, if anyone dares to mess with my wife, they'll pay the price. At the same time, upon receiving the order, Chen Hao Hai said loudly, Listen up, young Master Xu wants information on a girl named Zhao Nao. Man, I need all the information on her within 5 minutes. After saying that, he frowned. Whoever dares to make things difficult for young Master Xu is worse than slapping me in the face. Get back to the party. At this time, Zhu Man was still roaring like a beast. Have you watched too many CEO dramas? If you've got the guts, make me pay the price right now. Xu Zheng Yang smirked and replied, What an interesting woman, the show's only just begun. As soon as he answered the phone, a barrage of information about Zhao Man came through. Zhao Man, female, 25 years old, ID number is 412. Since the second year of university, a history of booking hotel rooms over 1128 times, the hotel hookup involved 52 different people, aged 28 to 64. Hearing this made both of them super anxious. Before you could even pity him for his miserable life, the guy kept going. 34 of those times were with more than 2 people. Xu Zheng Yang snickered, Damn, what a fertile field. You can plow it all you want, it won't break. Sun Feng yelled, You're talking nonsense. You're slandering me. I'm gonna call my lawyer and sue you. Xu Zheng Yang cut him off. Hold your horses, there's more. The phone kept spitting out info. Diagnosed with gonorrhea in March last year, cleared in May, but caught it again in September. 6 miscarriages in 3 years, leading to a peak of 86 hotel bookings last year. At this point, Xu Zheng Yang poured fuel on the fire. Oh, and there's this guy named Sun Jian. Anyone know him? This made Sun Feng's eyes bulge. He gritted his teeth. That's my dad. That revelation shocked everyone. Zhu Man, scared shitless, immediately denied it. Shut up, don't say anymore, don't say anymore. She tried to snatch the phone, but Xu Zheng Yang dodged her easily. This made her faceplant on the floor before looking up at Sun Feng and calling out to him. But all she got was his rage. Father and daughter sharing the same hole, huh? She started with the crocodile tears. Honey, it's not like that. Let me explain. It was just a mistake. He roared. Explain what? What the hell kind of mistake is this? He slapped her hard and screamed. A vast green prairie of galloping horses, with a massive pit where 1 million people take turns dipping in. Didn't you say you were going for a beauty treatment yesterday? At the Haicheng Hotel, right? With several men, right? Kinky, huh? Fun, huh? You she-devil. He beat her like Saint Jiang, using bamboo sticks to beat invaders. I was wrong, honey. He finally stopped, then turned and pointed at Xu Zheng Yang, yelling, You son of a bitch! You got a rise out of me. But I, your young master, only had a fake marriage with this trash. I've never touched her. Songjia thought bitterly. It's all because of this damn loser, Dua. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be losing face like this today. That bitch will be dealt with tomorrow. Then I'll find myself a new young madam. With that, he imagined getting Bora, and felt a surge of excitement, deciding he had to kill this poor bastard today and steal the woman beside. If I can conquer her, it'll be worth it. Seeing how pathetic he was, Xu Zheng Yang stepped up to mess with him. Seeing you get cuckolded like this, I thought you were kinda pitiful, but now, it looks like you deserve it. Sun Feng frowned at this. You call me pitiful, so what if you dug up some dirt? One phone call and I can fix this. Then do it, don't just yap. Hurry up and call. Hearing that, Xu Zheng Yang smirked to himself, wondering how he'd react when he found out the 4 kings of Yunhai were all his underlings. Hello, investigate everything about this guy for me. His name is Xu Zheng Yang. Why, young master? There are many people named Xu Zheng Yang. Which one do you want me to investigate? Damn it, every single one of them. He worried. That brat only gave the bitch's name, and they could investigate her inside and out. If I give more info about him, wouldn't that prove I'm worse than that kid? Seeing him so worried, he stepped forward and offered his ID card, thinking it might make things a little easier for him. Here's my ID. Investigating using the ID number should be faster. A few minutes later, Sun Feng triumphantly held up his phone and said, See that, Fastin? Right. I'll expose your secrets real quick. If you don't answer the phone, they'll hang up. Today? I'll make sure you have nowhere to turn. The person on the other end asked with a fearful tone. Is young Master's son there? Sun Feng replied happily. Spit it out. The other end started trembling, saying each word carefully. Young Master. The higher-ups said they can't disclose information about this person. They told us to know our place, and that we're not qualified to investigate at that level. Hearing this, Sun Feng just hung up the damn phone. He saw this, and stepped forward, asking, What's up? Admitting defeat already. Wasn't it supposed to be done in a flash? But after hearing what that guy said, he felt suspicious, he thought. Even with the Chenhao High Association status, they probably couldn't prevent information disclosure to this degree, right? That guy clutched his heart, screaming like he'd lost his mind. Oh, my heart hurts so much. Seeing this, Li Nu rushed over and asked, Young Master's son, are you all right? Let me help you to the side to rest. At this moment, she thought smugly, it won't be long before Zhu Man is kicked out of the house. The position of young Madam of the Sun family will also be vacant. If I can seize this opportunity to fill that void, that would be amazing. It's time to show off my skills and become the top candidate for young Madam Sun. She started to adopt a blaming tone towards Bora. I kindly invited you to my birthday party, yet you allowed your boyfriend to insult young Master's son. You've disappointed me so much. This place doesn't welcome you. I don't want to see you again in the future either. Bora still hadn't figured out her intentions and asked, confused, Are you telling us to leave? She went overboard. Who else could I be talking about? You offended young Master's son, which means you've offended the Linne family. After today, the Linne family and everyone here are irreconcilable with you. Hearing this, Bora also raised her voice, saying, Rest assured, if we weren't close friends before, I wouldn't have come to this place today. After today, we'll go our separate ways and have nothing to do with each other anymore. Right at the climax, everyone looked towards the door in surprise. Tang Ying walked in holding a gift, causing everyone to exclaim in shock. It's President Tang. She walked over to them and said quickly, I accepted an invitation to attend a friend's birthday party. I hope I'm not too late. Tang Ying, am I seeing things? Why is she here? She's the real boss in the fashion industry in Santai City. The Sun family wouldn't even dare to fart in front of her. Could she be here to wish Li Yinu a happy birthday? At this moment, Tang Ying walked past and signaled to him. Understanding his intention, she thought to herself, "Then I'll give the gift first and introduce who it's from. I'm sure it can help her save face." He then said to himself, "Keep a smile on your face. Don't let Tang Ying find out about the problem. Let her give the gift first, then we'll see. I'm not planning to argue with those people. That's because I'm simple, but I'm not someone to be trifled with. Later, I'll let them know what it means to regret too late." Tang Ying followed the plan and stepped forward to greet her. "Hello, Miss Lai. I'm representing a mysterious guest to present a birthday gift to you." Speaking of this, she started opening the gift box. To everyone's curiosity, inside was a piece of gold engraved with a phoenix. "Happy birthday." The gift box was opened, revealing a large, phoenix-shaped gold piece. Ying Nu was very surprised to see it, speechless, not knowing who the mysterious guest was. "Would I have the honor of getting to know that person? What kind of status do you need to have to get Tang Ying to give a gift on your behalf? Even Sun Feng probably couldn't pull that off." "No matter what, I have to get to know this person." He and Bora turned and walked away, thinking that they weren't worthy of receiving the golden phoenix. "Later, I'll just give them a regular chicken." Hearing this, Sun Li immediately started yelling, "You cheapskate! You can't just call Chairman Tang by her name like that." Yi Nhu didn't want to lose the gold either, so she frowned and scolded, "Bora, you already offended young Master Sun earlier, and now you still want to ruin my birthday party. Chairman Tang came here today to wish me a happy birthday. I don't want her to be upset because of you two. I don't want to repeat myself a third time. Please leave immediately." After saying that Yi Nhu smirked to herself, thinking, "Now that I'm friends with Tang Ying, I'll be able to make it big in the fashion industry sooner or later thanks to her connections. At that time, even Sun Feng will have to bow down to me." The people around them also chimed in loudly. "That's right. Get out, you two pieces of trash." Seeing this, Tang Ying was confused and asked him, "Shu Bora, what's going on?" Seeing that Tang Ying didn't react and even seemed friendly with Zheng Yang, she panicked. "Am I seeing things?" She then went up to Chairman Tang and asked, "Are you?" she asked while glaring to him. "Are you talking to them? It's not them. Could it be you?" "I cannot believe it," and stuttered. Chairman Tang, what do you mean? Do you know them?" Sun Li also said in shock, "No way. They're just lowlifes." Tang Ying started to get annoyed, her face as tight as a drum. "This golden phoenix is from Bora, given on her behalf. Do you think I know them or not?" Hearing this, Yi Nhu started to tear up, still not quite believing it, she thought. "Chairman Tang is definitely just joking with us, right?" And he said loudly, "Stop wasting time with them. Can't you hear the host asking us to get lost? Got it. Xu." He then signals to Tang Ying, because she is quick on the uptake, so she understood what he means, then put her arm around Bora happily and said, "Let's go, Bora." Seeing Tang Ying being so friendly with Bora made Yin Hu's jaw drop in disbelief. Could it be that Tang Ying really was invited by Bora, and even brought the golden phoenix to celebrate her birthday? Open your eyes, girl. Regretting her decision, she ran over and called out repeatedly, "Bora, Bora, it's a misunderstanding. It's really just a misunderstanding, Bora." But just as she was about to run up, she was blocked by bodyguards who wouldn't let her approach. With a face thicker than a stone wall, she hurriedly said, "Bora, I was wrong. We're still best friends. Please don't blame me, okay?" She cried her eyes out, saying heartbreaking words. He said, "Ask yourself, are we really sisters? I've never offended you guys, and I've even treated you carefully and cautiously, but how have you treated me?" Seeing this, he patted her on the shoulder to comfort her. Then, he turned to those who had bullied Bora and reminded them, "I'm giving you 2 hours. Your entire family must get out of Tamtai City immediately. If I see any of you in Tamtai City after today, you'll have to bear the consequences." These words were like a bolt from the blue, making Yi Nhu faint. 2 hours isn't enough time for us to handle our family's assets, and there will be a series of contract violations. This person wants to force us to our deaths just because he's angry for Bora. Who exactly did we offend? Admin server girl? After stepping outside, he slapped Bora's butt. He chuckled. All right, it's all in the past now." She playfully smacked the guy after being teased like that. Seeing them both so happy, Tang Ying felt a sense of joy too. Bora is still young. Today's events and even what happened before are just a light drizzle compared to what I went through back then. But with Zhu covering her from the rain and wind, she won't have to suffer any more grievances in the future. While they were having fun, he remembered something and turned to remind her. "Oh right, Sis Tang, I've thought carefully about the feng shui layout from before. Later, we'll schedule a meeting with Chairman Chen to dismantle that plot of land. We have to figure out a way to deal with Bora, otherwise she'll keep wondering where my money came from. What about the feng shui Grandmaster?" Tang Ying happily replied with a smile. Then thank you so much, Xu. I'll transfer the fees to you later. I almost forgot about this. The two were so sleepy. More to Xu. As they were getting into the car, Bora shyly called out to Zheng Yang. About today, he interrupted her teasingly. Huh. What did you say? It's too windy. I can't hear you clearly. Seeing that, she turned into a lioness, pulling his ear and yelling, You scoundrel, haven't you bullied me enough? You're secretly learning feng shui or something, aren't you? He used a distraction technique, immediately steering her to another topic. Hey, didn't you always want to open a pork cutlet shop? I'll invest with the money I scammed. You put in the effort. What do you think? Only by saying it like that will she believe it, but also want to help her think of a way for her to accept it. Okay. If we lose money, blame me. How could we lose money? She said happily. You said it yourself. If we lose money, don't ask me to pay you back. I'll take all the losses. Early the next morning, the two strolled together on the street. At this moment, Bora excitedly said, The first step to opening a store is finding a location and then decorating. Hearing that, he yawned and said, Boss, what time is it? She saw that he was still sleepy, so she assumed that now he was her big investor. I'll go buy you a drink, you help me look at the locations, okay? No problem. A moment later, a tall, bright, middle-aged man came over to greet them. Hello, how can I help you? He was the real estate manager. I want to rent a shop. Hearing this, he replied, No problem. Let me find the most professional real estate consultant to assist you. Xiao Ya, come and consult with these two clients. Before anything else, this chick scorned the manager. I've said it before, I only serve high-quality clients. Hearing this, he felt annoyed, thinking to himself, Does this pig only serve high-quality clients? Everyone at this time heard this and started gossiping with each other. See, that's her acting up again. I heard that at the previous brokerage company, she only served high-quality clients. The manager heard this and frowned scoldingly. Xiao Ya, Xu Zheng Yang next to him also shook his head, thinking, Everyone is the same. If you don't want to, then change to someone else. Hearing this, she used judgmental eyes to secretly assess him. He looks just like other men, also a pretender. On the outside, he says everyone is the same. Isn't he secretly attracting my attention? I've seen many people who try to act generous to attract my attention. I also won't serve such a disgusting person. Self-practice love maths now. Then Bora arrived and gently pressed a can of drink against his cheek. He was startled and turned to look, and she asked, Which one do you want? Everyone around saw that Bora was even more beautiful than that girl, so they sneered sarcastically. Ha 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 ha. Just now I thought he wanted to pursue her, but unexpectedly, he is a flower that already has an owner. Hey, look at his girlfriend, and then look at this person. Damn, that's what I call a critical hit. Look at that girl over there. Now that's what I call a beauty. High quality stuff right there. Seeing this, the old director called someone else to attend the guests. All right, Xiao Ya, if you can't handle it, step aside. Kelly, you take over. A little later, the sun was high in the sky. Kelly then advised, based on the needs of the two of them, This house is super big, with 538 square meters, with 2 floors in total. It's very suitable for opening a high-end restaurant. Moreover, the owner is in urgent need of money. It can be rented or sold. Bora was a little worried after hearing this and said, It's okay. It's just a bit expensive. But you praised. This area is very reasonable. Money is not a problem. At this moment, a middle-aged man walked in and said, Are you customers looking at the house? I am the owner of this house. I originally planned to use this house, but something happened to my family suddenly. Now I need money urgently. If you two want to rent, the price is very affordable. You can also buy it. Seeing him come over, Kelly explained, His child is seriously ill. The special medicine costs more than 10 yuan per dose. A total of 4 doses are needed, plus the cost of hospitalization and all kinds of checkups. Hearing this, he felt sympathy and exclaimed, What a miserable person. If that's the case then, before we could say anything, someone stopped us and shouted, Wait. The girl Xiao Ya walked over with a blonde guy and thought, We also came to see the house. This Peter just came back from doing business in England, hoping to rent a large house. Brother Zhao, how about you consider it? The old man nodded after hearing this, thinking, Okay, but you two wait a moment, I am attending to guests. After they decide whether to rent or not, it will be your turn. Xiao Ya hurriedly said after hearing this, But Peter is... Before she could finish, that guy stepped forward and shouted, It's okay, hello beautiful girl. It's a pleasure to meet you. I wonder if I have the honor of getting to know you. I have been standing here all afternoon and have never met a girl as beautiful as you. Your figure and appearance are perfect. I wonder if she will be fascinated by my gentlemanly demeanor when I kiss the back of her hand. But she quickly retracted it and gave a smile as bright as the morning sun. Hearing this, she approached and asked in confusion, Zheng Yang, why did you greet him? Why did he say it's okay? He smiled awkwardly. Haha, he must have some mental problems. Xiao Ya started laughing when she saw this, thinking that Peter wanted to do the hand-kissing ceremony. If you have culture, you should cooperate a bit. That's why people at the bottom of society are so annoying, they don't know any etiquette at all. Hearing this, Zheng Yang sneered and stepped forward to retort. If you don't know, learn more. Don't think everything is a matter of course. If you know, then speak. If you don't know, shut your mouth and respect your teeth. The hand-kissing ceremony is for married ladies. For unmarried girls, it is molestation. Are we being impolite, or are you people uncultured?
Xiao Ya was speechless after hearing this and didn't know how to respond.
Oh my. Peter was still smiling brightly, and said, It's okay, I don't know, does this beautiful girl like this shop already? I looked over it. I really like this shop. I don't think I need to see other shops. This place is very suitable, Bora said after hearing this. Sorry, we also like this shop. He stepped forward after hearing this and politely said, In that case, I am willing to give it to you. It would be too ungentlemanly to compete with a beautiful girl like you. Both of them couldn't believe it when they heard him say that. Doesn't this guy know what order is? Didn't you hear what Brother Zhao said just now? Is this house written under your name? Why are you acting like we want to steal your stuff? He was still arrogant and showing off, thinking, I don't know if everyone has negotiated the rent yet. If you think the rent is too expensive, I have a way. They were both speechless. Is this guy nuts? He got ignored and flustered, thinking, oh right, I'll buy this place, then rent it to you. Of course the price will definitely make you happy. The landlord was overjoyed. Really? Are you serious?
Xiao Ya introduced him. Peter's dad has an interior design company in the country and England, with assets worth hundreds of millions. He smirked smugly. Me, I'm nothing at all.
Old Zhao then approached Zheng Yang and said, Bro, you know my situation? I'm desperate. If he buys it, I have to consider them first. Zheng Yang replied, I understand, but I didn't say I wasn't going to buy it. You also want to buy. Isn't this house for rent or sale? Originally, I intended to buy it straight away, Bora asked worriedly, whispering, How much money do you have? Don't compete with him. Old Zhao, being the moral compass, turned to Zheng Yang, replied, Whatever you want, even though it's whoever pays the most gets it. But I still have to ask you first, what's your asking price for the house?
If you really want to buy, it's 15 million. If I didn't need the money urgently, I would have sold it for 17 million. He heard this and replied, Okay. He reassured himself. Even though Dad only let me rent this shop, if I persuade him a little, he'll agree. Besides, this place can be sold for 18 million. After boosting his confidence, Peter smiled triumphantly and offered, Your price is very reasonable. I'll pay 155 million, half up front, the rest via mortgage. Feeling like he was on top of the world, he imagined carrying her to bed, buying this shop, and then signing a cheap lease with the girl. He turned to Zheng Yang and said, Hey you, it's your turn, so I'll pay. Before anything else, Bora grabbed his shoulder and whispered something, then pulled the young man aside to talk. We need to discuss something. Wait a bit. Seems like he's too excited. I have to talk him out of it. Bora asked, Is your brain waterlogged? Why did you agree to bid against him just for a shop for me? You want to buy this house? Money isn't spent like that. Seeing her angry face was kinda cute. As long as this house is yours, I'll become your tenant. Maybe that guy is pretending to be a foreigner and is trying to get that kind of message across. Bora is so naive that she doesn't understand. Saying that, he put his arm around her shoulders, making her face flush, and whispered, Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Besides, me wanting to buy this house isn't entirely for you.
It's to scare that foreign devil so he shts his pants. After agreeing, he stepped in and said with a smile, Sorry to keep you all waiting. We've decided to continue bidding. Seeing how close he was with Bora, he was pissed. Hey now, take your hands off of her. Buddy, don't defile my future wife. But he didn't say anything, just smirked and said, It's fine, but hey buddy, how much are you planning to pay? Without hesitating, Xu Zheng Yang immediately offered, Just a little. I'll pay 100 yuan. This number made everyone's jaws drop. Unbelievable. But that guy thought Zheng Yang was just showing off, so he sighed. Hey man, if you can't afford it, please don't make a fool of me. No need to act like this in front of your girlfriend. Right, what's that saying you guys have in China? Oh yeah, it's like, trying too hard will only get you killed, right? Tang Ying chimed in, mocking him. Seriously, don't embarrass us Chinese people, alright? Opening your mouth and offering 100 yuan, you think that's toilet paper in your bathroom or something?
Zheng Yang, tired of their laughter, pulled out his wallet, chuckled, and said, Ha, you guys will lick the boots of foreigners at any cost.
Who's the one embarrassing Chinese people here? He suddenly remembered cleaning up the house a few days ago. He held out the 100 yuan bill in front of them and asked, Is this enough to pay for this entire place?
This 100 yuan bill shocked everyone. Tang Ying's jaw dropped, thinking,
Only assets exceeding 1,000 yuan. can have banknotes issued after approval. Lao Zhao also stared blankly, unable to believe it.
It seems like there's more than just one 100 yuan bill in that wallet. At this moment, Bora looked at Zheng Yang, confused, and asked, "Why is everyone frozen? Is the price too low?" Or, hearing this, Zheng Yang quickly put away his wallet and replied, "Let's wait a moment before offering a price." In his heart he thought, "I can't let Bora see this money."
"Mr. Peter, you are a high-quality person. Please continue to bid."
Thanks to that guy finally woke up from the shock. He staggered, terrified, thinking, "Is it my turn? Even if I combine all my family's companies, it's still not even half the money in his wallet." He was so scared that he almost peed his pants. He just offered 100 yuan, like that. Is he trying to kill me with money? Faced with such a slap in the face, Peter remained calm, smiled confidently and clapped.
"Indeed, you are very wealthy. However, if you spend money so carelessly, sooner or later you'll waste all your parents' wealth."
Xu Zheng Yang won. In order to get back a shred of dignity, Peter shifted his target to Lao Zhao. "I raised the price this much. I wonder how this brother plans to thank me."
Lao Zhao scratched his head, cursing inwardly. Damn it, is this guy crazy? He can't beat him with money, so he's starting to pretend to be a life guru.
Of course, Zheng Yang wouldn't let him lead everyone by the nose, so he unleashed his ultimate move. "In your eyes, 100 yuan is a large sum, but to me, it's just a small matter.
To use your wealth to challenge my pocket change, your vision is right there for everyone to see." These words left both of them speechless. With that, he pulled out another 100 yuan note from his pocket. He then shoved the money into old Zhao's hand, leaving him stunned. What an image of the uncle choosing the right civilization. "My brother, what you're saying is, you thought that saleswoman was saying my kids were seriously ill and needed special medicine, right? So here's a little something from the heart. Hope you don't mind, old Zhao. And feel my sincerity." Old Zhao, moved to tears, knelt down and shouted, "My brother, thank you, my brother. Thank you." Seeing this, he helped him up, quickly saying, "Get up, Uncle Zhao." Suddenly, the system issued a warning. Suspected fraud in earning points. Only 100 points will be accumulated this time.
Hearing this, the young man frowned and cursed inwardly. "Fraud, my ass. Scamming points, my foot. I'm doing charity here. Besides, I make 10,000 yuan a month in profit. If I don't find ways to spend it, how will I ever get rid of it all?" Peter coughed a few times after watching and said, "Hope the landlord here can thank me a bit too." Inwardly he was bitter, thinking, "Damn it, didn't expect the landlord's family to be having this kind of trouble.
Can't let all the benefits and fame go to that guy? Gotta think of something. After all, if I hadn't offered a price, he wouldn't have dared to raise the price to 100 yuan.
Seeing his shamelessness, Xu Zheng Yang frowned and scolded. "Hey, you pig, you really have no shame, huh? You saying all that just to get a share of the credit?"
How much I pay is none of your business. Even if I paid 50 yuan, do you think you could afford to bid? Even stealing credit is done so boldly. Is this the style of the Shangtang people? He now looked at Xu Zheng Yang like he was a ghost, terrified. He yelled out, looking at Xu Zheng Yang warily, "Someone who can easily pull out 100 yuan is not someone he—" Without hesitation, the guy ran away. Damn it. Back to Xu Zheng Yang's deal. He turned to Qi and said, "Alright, let's talk about buying the house next, miss. Can you handle this? I'll cover the brokerage fee." Overjoyed, she quickly replied, "Yes, of course. Please follow me." As for old Zhao, he kept thanking him. "Thank you so much, my brother. Visit my kids later. I want them to thank you in person." Hearing this, Xu Zheng Yang smiled and replied, "No need, we still have things to do. We have to leave after finishing the sales contract." After a while, they both left, sighing in relief. Finally, we rented the shop. "What's wrong? You want to pay together? Can't tell Bo-Ra that I've bought this house yet." The young man resorted to his old trick of distraction. "How about looking at the feng shui? You can make a lot of money from that." Hearing this, she swung her fist and yelled, "What? You're a swindler? Aren't you afraid of getting beaten up?" He stepped back while teasing, "Actually, this is a setup like Zhu Yu beating Huang Ga." Suddenly, something made him look serious in the distance. There was a girl with orange hair walking. He looked and thought to himself, wanting to confirm if it was who he thought it was. Bo-Ra bumped into him, hurting her nose, and asked, "Xu Zheng Yang." An indescribable sense of anger rose up, and he ran off in pursuit. "I got stuff to do." "No way, that person they're gone, died years ago." After chasing for a while, finally catching up and seeing that figure, he exclaimed in disbelief, "How can they be here?" In the blink of an eye, he was only 5 meters behind. The moment he saw their face, tears streamed down his face, and he let out a mournful cry, "Mom." Unexpectedly, she sped off like the wind. Even a cheat user like him was stunned by her speed. Xu Zheng Yang chased with all his might, unable to catch up. He couldn't believe that his body had been enhanced through the system, with his stats over 1600, and he still couldn't keep up. Just what is her background? After a while, they reached a dead end. He slowly approached and asked, "You can't escape now. Turn around and let me see your face." But unexpectedly, she became blurry in an instant. Looking closely, he saw her jumping off the walls and climbing onto the roof to escape. This scene was unbelievable to the young man. How is that possible? Is that something a human can do? Just as he was stunned, he noticed a security camera. He immediately ran to the security center and used money to buy the video. "I want the surveillance video from the alley behind your place. Make a copy for me immediately." Soon he got it, and those guys bowed, thanking him. Satisfactory. "If you need my help with anything, just ask." After he left, the guy smirked, pulled out a phone from his pocket, and contacted someone. "Director, the person you told me to watch out for came here and took a surveillance video. Got it, I'll send the video over to you." At this moment, the person called Director was watching a recent video. "Moreover, the subordinate contacted me and said that Xu Zheng Yang just bought this video." The Zhao family head heard this and asked, "From your tone, are you acquainted with her?" "I used to be very interested in this mysterious organization and researched her. If I'm not mistaken, she must be a member of the Guardian Sword. That's an ancient Jianghu organization. Although called protectors, their true nature is unclear, attacking openly and secretly, offending countless people. So I suspect that the reason I haven't been able to find information on Xu Zheng Yang is because the Guardian Sword is protecting him. Furthermore, could this woman and Xu Zheng Yang be blood-related? If that's the case, I'm sure many powerful forces won't miss the opportunity to get a handle on the Guardian Sword." Hearing this, the young master Zhao smugly said, "Well, that's simple. Just have someone block his way and see if that sword association or whatever comes to save him. It's best to get Xu Zheng Yang into a conflict with someone, and then we secretly gather evidence." The Zhao family head, upon hearing this, believed that this matter shouldn't be leaked to the outside world. Otherwise, not only would they risk retribution from the Guardian Sword if Xu Zheng Yang were a member, but many forces would also compete to buy this information. Perhaps the price they offer could help the Zhao family rise to the top. The next morning, Zheng Yang and Bora were heading somewhere when he finally spoke up, saying he was going back to his hometown for a few days and would be back soon. Take care of the recruitment and restaurant decoration. "No way! Where did this little enchantress come from? I just asked Chen Haohai to arrange an assistant for me," she snorted coldly. "Then, whatever. I'm busy decorating the shop. Don't bother me if you don't have anything important." Hearing her tone, he sighed, thinking that this girl must have endured a lot of suppression over the years. Now she can finally spread her wings and do what she wants to do. Her spirit is completely different. The female driver then asked, "Brother Xu, where are we going this time?" He quickly replied, "My hometown." Speaking of which, he remembered when he came to a different city to study at university. Not long after, this place was expanded and developed as a tourist destination. It's said to be very prosperous. Now, I wonder what my old home looks like. However, this time I'm going back to investigate matters related to my mother. While driving, the female driver asked confusedly, "I don't remember there being a toll station here." Just as she was confused, an old woman with messy hair walked over. "Pay the toll." Li Zhengyang immediately took out money and gave it to her. The old woman received the money and laughed gleefully. "All right, go ahead." In her heart, she snickered. "I didn't expect it to be so easy to get money. Seems like a big spender. I'll report to the people behind them later so they don't hold back." Be confident. Drop the "seems like." They're just thugs making a living by exploiting this tourist area. Deal with my business first, and I'll deal with them later. Before he knew it, something unexpected appeared before his eyes. A group of people with weapons blocking the road. "Boss Xu, what do we do, haha? Do they see me as a fat sheep to slaughter? Stop the car, I want to see what games they want to play." A woman strutted forward and shouted arrogantly, "Hey kid, here for sightseeing. The toll is 8 line." The female driver was surprised. "Hey, what 8-line toll are you talking about? You guys are even more sinister than that old woman just now." He calmly asked, "Did I say I was here for tourism?" Seeing that he wasn't giving money, she angrily yelled, "Just because you say you're not doesn't mean you're not. If you enter the tourist area, you have to buy a ticket. Hand over the money, or you're not going anywhere." Hearing this, he opened the door and got out of the car, saying loudly, "Looks like there are quite a few people gathered here. But today, I just want to pass through." "So what?" she began to threaten. "Young man, you see, you're not the first one who hasn't cooperated. But you have to leave something behind here. We can call over a dozen people, and if we shout louder, we can call half the village. Do you want to try?" Threatening someone reckless, a fat guy stepped forward, swinging a stick menacingly. "Why talk so much? One hit and he'll be quiet." With that, he swung the stick at his head. But he wasn't fazed at all. In the blink of an eye, he was in a defensive stance using Dragon Claw hand and angrily roared. "They didn't even listen to my explanation before demanding to fight. You violent people, really don't value human life at all. He angrily grabbed the guy's head and squeezed it hard. If that's how it is, then I don't need to hold back. Saying that, he kicked the guy's leg super hard, CRSCK, snapping it in two.
The old lady freaked out and screamed, "Help! He's killing people! Someone come quick!"
Then, from out of nowhere, a whole mob of people poured out from the street. From young punks to old geezers, all armed and ready.
Before they could even get close, Xu Zheng Yang punched them into next week.
Both of those guys were instantly knocked unconscious. The rest of the group saw this and immediately charged forward. "You dare cause trouble, brothers. Get him, kill him. Then take his money, sell the car, and dump him in the ravine." Zheng Yang turned to them, his face serious, and asked, "Are you tired of living?" And just like that, a tourist spot turned into a battlefield. The sounds of people shouting and weapons clashing filled the air.
Seeing this, the girl driving the car frantically called someone. "This is bad. If things escalate, Xuge is gonna get hurt."
But after she finished the call, she got back into the car like nothing happened, smiling cheerfully. "Let's go!" the girl stuttered, asking, "What could happen? Even if there were twice as many of them, they couldn't do anything to me? Relax, they just got some broken bones. They'll be fine in a few months." While they were driving, the old man from before ran out to block them. "You're not paying up, and you're attacking people, and you think you can just leave. Over my dead body. If you don't kill me, you're not going anywhere today."
The girl turned to him, worried. "Xuge, what about this?" he angrily ordered. "Just drive. I'll take responsibility for anything that happens. Got it?" Listening to Xu Zheng Yang's tone, she thought to herself, "Lucky I'm the one driving, otherwise this whole village would be flattened." The car charged forward like a rocket. The old woman panicked and quickly dodged out of the way, almost kicking the bucket. But she's not that lucky.
Thought she was safe. But the car ran over her foot.
She screamed in pain. "Son of a BTCH, he really tried to kill me."
And just like that, he and the girl sped away. While they were driving, someone shouted, "Stop right there! 3 guys with knives, bats, and hammers stepped forward menacingly. Not only did you beat people up, but you also tried to run them over. Is there any law left in this world? Everyone, surround the car. You're not going anywhere until you give us an explanation."
He was seriously pissed off.
So he got out of the car and shouted, "What explanation do you want? This is a tourist area. You have to pay to enter. Plus, you injured people. You have to pay up. Pay up, and we'll let you go. If not, we'll call the police." He just sighed and repeated, "Pay up. I don't have a single cent. Even if there were 10 times as many of you today, I'd still dare to fight. Fight until you're crippled. I'll pay for your medical bills. I'd rather give money to the hospital. I don't just want to cripple you guys. I also want to report you for endangering public safety, play you to death."
The whole group was pretty freaked out by this, and no one dared to make the first move.
He continued to provoke them. "Anyone who's not convinced, step forward." The whole bunch got pissed and yelled, "Never seen anyone so arrogant. Beat him to death. If we all do it together, the law can't get us all. That's right, let's go." Before they knew it, a baseball bat came flying from somewhere and smacked right into the mouth of the loudest old geezer. From a distance, a group of people in black suits walked over, shouting, "Who hasn't zipped up their pants? Showing that thing outside. Daring to cause trouble in our territory. Do you think our brothers are pushovers?" One of them stepped forward, quickly explaining, "Brother Lai, it's like this." Before he could say anything, he got a smack on the head. "Did I give you permission to speak?" Then, this guy slowly walked towards Zheng Yang and bowed respectfully, apologizing. "Young Master Xu, you were frightened. We are the people Big Brother Qi sent to protect you."
Hearing this, Xu Zheng Yang turned to look at the girl, secretly praising Shi Yunfei. Big Brother Qi, probably Lin Yurong, told them, "This girl is really clever. Humph. Di Chen Hao Hai sent her to follow me." Xu Zheng Yang's anger subsided, and he got into the car, not forgetting to remind them before leaving. Investigate how many thugs are blocking the road and collecting fees around here. Arrest them all and break their legs for me.
They've been running rampant for so long they've already made their money back. Let them spend the rest of their lives in wheelchairs. Understood, I'll take care of it in one day." Just like that, the sound of bones breaking rang out continuously. At this time, in the car, Yu Rong sighed and said, "You scared me to death. Luckily those guys in black suits arrived in time. Yeah, luckily I know how to fight a little, so I could buy time until they got here." After saying that, Xu Zheng Yang clicked his tongue. A moment later, the two arrived at a small house in front of the road. Yu Rong asked, "Brother Xu, is the building in front our destination?" "That's right."
Seeing Xu Zheng Yang looking gloomy, she quickly asked, "Brother Xu, what's wrong?" "Nothing. I just suddenly remembered some troubles I need to deal with, so I'm a bit down." Xu Zheng Yang walked in, holding gifts. "I'm back," he murmured to himself. "My brother has always opposed my pursuit of business, and even told me to break off relations with him.
But after all, we are blood brothers. Surely he won't kick me out, right?" This man is Xu Li Chuai. Xu Zheng Yang's older brother.
Xu Zheng Yang happily stepped forward to give the gifts. "This is a gift I bought for you and sister-in-law. I hope you don't mind," Xu Lichua coldly replied. "Got it." Suddenly, Lin Chu got angry, waving his arms and yelling, "This kid doesn't know how to carry things for his wife. If he makes her angry and she leaves, I'll beat you up. Yes, 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 I'll pay attention."
Yu Rong blushed upon hearing this, and quickly said, "You misunderstood." A moment later, Xu Lichu stood outside and shouted, "Bixia, come out quickly. That brat is back."
Hearing the tone of his brother, Xu Zheng Yang breathed a sigh of relief, thinking, "Judging from his appearance, he's probably not angry with me anymore, right? That's good. I can ask him about Mom's matter."
A three-headed girl ran out excitedly, exclaiming, "Second child is back. This person is Chen Bixia, Xu Li Chuai's wife." Seeing a beautiful young woman next to Xu Zheng Yang, Bixia curiously asked, "Oh my, bringing your girlfriend home without saying a word beforehand? I haven't prepared anything, and the house isn't clean. What do you want people to think of our home?" Yu Rong almost exploded with embarrassment, explaining in a stammering manner, "Sister, I'm really not."
Before she could finish speaking, Bixia pushed Xu Zheng Yang aside and quickly went to Yu Rong, saying, "Don't stand next to him. Come into the house and sit with me. Just leave the other things to your brothers to handle." After the two lionesses went inside, Lin Chua asked, "Speak. What are you here for this time? Did something happen again?" Zheng Yang quickly explained, "Brother, you look down on me too much. It's just that I have something I want to talk to you about." Xu Zheng Yang then recounted the story about seeing their mother. This freaked Lin Xiao out so bad he blurted, "No way!" After a bit, he laid the whole story out. That's how he figured things went down. "Anything about our parents you're keeping from me." Hearing that, Li Chua turned tail and said he'd be right back. Judging by Li Chua's tone and vibe, Xu Zheng Yang guessed something was up, just didn't know what.
"Maybe I can dig up some dirt on Mom this time." Just then, he popped out and handed him a ring, saying, "Check this out." Xu Zheng Yang had never laid eyes on this ring before. "Gotta tell you something else.
The cremation of Mom and Dad was handled by some dude claiming to be their friend.
This guy had a surgery scar right on his right eyebrow. You know how Mom sliced me in half?"
She just casually stepped on the wall and bounced up like 15 feet. That kind of skill. Either she's a demon or some martial arts master.
If you say she had zero strength, I ain't buying it. Liam Chu was all ears, jaw dropped, and eyes wide. Totally unbelievable. Not wanting his bro to sweat it, Xu Zheng Yang reassured him, "Don't worry about it for now, I'll see this through." Li Chuai frowned and asked, "What kind of skills you got now? What are you going to use to track him down? Your little company's belly up, right? Think it over, find a decent job and stick with it."
"Bro, I know you're just worried about me, that's why you're being a bit harsh. Chill, I'm raking it in now. I'll wire you some cash later so you can live the good life."
Li Chu didn't want him to suffer for his sake, so he snapped, "Who's worried about you? With your odd jobs, you'll be jobless any second now. Don't even think about slinking back here to inherit my breakfast stand when you're down on your luck. Oh yeah, I'll transfer 500 yuan for you to fix up the house, buy a car tomorrow." Li Chu didn't believe it and yelled, "Yeah right, keep dreaming. At best you have 5 yuan, and you're talking about 500 yuan. Right then, his phone buzzed with a notification. "You've received a transfer of 500 yuan. Li Chuan froze for a good 5 seconds. The next morning, Li Chuan bought a fancy car. Xu Zheng Yang was like, "Bro, this ride's sweet. Use this to go shopping from now on. Ditch your trike. It's less tiring and way safer at least." They got out of the car, gifts in hand. Li Chuan called out, "Bijia, I'm back." His sister-in-law was stoked. "Zheng Yang, you shouldn't have bothered. Leave the small stuff to your sister and me. You rarely come home. Take you wrong out for a spin. Don't just stay cooped up here." He looked at his sis and bro-in-law, not sure whether to be happy or bummed. Then he turned to Yu Rong and asked, "What's up? Why's my sister-in-law look so down?" Yu Rong spilled the beans. Bixia just got a call saying her relatives want to come over and talk business.
No sooner had he spoken than someone shouted outside the door, "Bixia, Bixia, are you home?"
An old woman and a blonde kid walked in. When the old woman saw him, she chuckled, "Oh, isn't this Zheng Yang? When did you get back? I heard you opened a company in the city. Are you here to bring your brother to enjoy the good life?" The moment he saw her, he recognized her. "Oh, it's Auntie too."
She rushed into the house, thinking, "It's good he's back. I'll go say hi to Bixia first. You come in quickly too. I have something to discuss with you two brothers."
That kid also went in, but he kept eyeing Yu Rong's assets. This made her uncomfortable, and she shrank back against Zheng Yang, whispering, "Brother? Are they Sister Bixia's relatives?" "Their sister-in-law's auntie too and cousin, but their relationship isn't good. Sister-in-law's father passed away early, and auntie two's family not only didn't offer condolences but also snatched her family's land."
Later, sister-in-law married my brother. Clearly our family already gave to sister-in-law's mother.
And that son Chen Xin is not only lazy and useless, but also addicted to gambling? In short, I don't believe they're just here to visit relatives. As soon as she entered the house, she loudly asked Li Qiwai, Bixia, Auntie Tu's family is having a bit of a hard time right now. Can you two help Auntie with this?
Before his brother could get into trouble, he stepped forward and coldly said, Auntie Tu, I thought your family came to reminisce about the old days. Hearing this, she chuckled and said, Oh, I did come to reminisce about the old days, but isn't my family having a bit of trouble? I just thought of asking you two to come up with a solution.
Spit it out. What's the matter? It's like this. The other day, Auntie Wang introduced a date to Han Zi. They really hit it off, but my family has no house or car, and Han Zi doesn't have a job. Wouldn't that be a waste of the other person? He interrupted sarcastically. It really would be a waste of their time. So, I was wondering if you could figure out a way to help out. You see, right now, Li Qiu and Bijia are doing very well, and Zheng Yang has also opened a company. You must have saved a lot of money. Could you lend Auntie's family some money temporarily? No, Auntie doesn't need much. 2 hao is enough. What do you think? Bijia was furious at this point. Auntie Tu, why are you like this?
She thought to herself, I just came home. The money Auntie Tu's family borrowed before hasn't been paid back yet, and Chen Xin is still addicted to gambling. Even if Zheng Yang is earning a lot of money now, how can I let Li Chui lend them money? Hearing this, Auntie Tu started scolding Bixia. Hey, we're family. We've never cut off your food and drink since you were little. Han Zi just wants to start a business after getting married. What's wrong with lending us some money? Seeing his 2 siblings being pressured like this, he stepped forward and sneered. I'll lend your family 4 hao and 5 fen, no interest, to be paid back within 5 years.
How's that? The 2 of them happily exclaimed. Really? The old woman smiled sinisterly at this moment. She coughed a few times and said with a smile, Let me tell you, Zheng Yang, you guys run a big company. You earn so much money you can't even count it all. Why are you being so calculative? It's so distant. At this moment, she was secretly celebrating.
Seeing that she took the bait, he was very happy. He walked over to get a chair, saying as he went, Whether I can count it all or not, it's still my money. You want to play, huh? Then I'll play with you to see what you're up to.
She kept rambling, saying that they had the money now, but Han Zi still didn't have a job. After getting married, he had to start a business. How about arranging for him to be a financial officer in your company? This position should be trusted with family. You know what? That guy's eyes lit up like Christmas trees. And he was all, Yeah, Xu Zheng Yang, I can do it.
Hearing that, you could see the smirk creeping across his face. He's thinking, Chen Xin. The dude can barely count to 100. Is he kidding me?
He scoffed and said, If I don't know, I can learn. Were you born knowing everything when you started your business? Everyone starts somewhere. He's thinking, Xu Zheng Yang is loaded. If I become a financial officer at his company, I'll hit the jackpot. Besides, it's a family business. I can just ask your sister next to you to teach me. Easy peasy. Everything this guy says is all about him, even the sister. He took one look at her and knew she was Xu Zheng Yang's secretary. If I can win her over, I'll be set. That bastard Xu Zheng Yang is lucky, but in the end, it'll all be mine. Seeing the evil glint in his eyes, Zheng Yang cut him off. You pig. My last name is Xu. Yours is Chen. What family are you talking about? Then he tossed the guy on the ground, thinking, My company deals with hundreds of thousands of yuans every month. Can your brain even handle that? You're not exactly a looker, and you're dreaming big. I don't need you as a financial officer.
Seeing her son like that, the aunt shrieked, What are you saying, Zheng Yang? Does what the elders say mean nothing to you?
Besides, you deal with so much money every month, and you only gave my son 4 or 5 jiao for his wedding?
He sneered back. Now I'm not even giving 4 or 5 jiao.
At this point, Chen Xin got pissed and yelled, Hey Xu, what's your problem?
Zheng Yang glared and roared, My problem is that you two need to get lost right now. If you ever show your faces at my house again, I'll break your legs and you can beg for the rest of your lives.
The aunt gritted her teeth, muttering, Fine, 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 you're so good. Let's see how you clean up this mess. As soon as she stepped outside, she started yelling, Someone, help! Those 3 ungrateful siblings, Zheng Yang, Zheng Yin, and Bixia, are so cold-hearted now that they have a few bucks. They don't need their mom anymore.
They've forgotten who worked hard to raise them.
Zheng Yang stepped out, smirking. Couldn't get money, so now you're going to play the victim. If I let you get a single cent today, I'll change my name from Xu Zheng Yang.
Soon, a bunch of nosy people gathered to watch the drama. What's going on? What happened to the Xu siblings? Wu Li is dragging her son and crying in front of the Xu's house. Oh, she sees they have money and wants to be their mom, huh?
Suddenly, a white car quietly drove up. Inside was a middle-aged man. Seeing him, everyone gasped. Oh my God, isn't that County Magistrate Zhao? Why is County Magistrate Zhao here? Looks like he's here to see the Xu siblings. Did they do something terrible? Unexpectedly, as soon as he saw Zheng Yang, he greeted him with a big smile. Welcome, Boss Xu, to Heihua County. Heihua County is very proud to have a young entrepreneur like you, Zheng Yang answered back. County Magistrate Zhao, you are too kind. This scene left everyone speechless with shock.
At this moment, the aunt stepped forward thinking, young entrepreneur, my foot. We asked them to borrow some money, and they chased my son and me out. We worked hard to raise their niece and marry her into their family, and they're not grateful at all.
Yet, the county magistrate doesn't stand up for ordinary people like us.
Binxia, now furious, couldn't hold back anymore and shouted, Second aunt, you are slandering us. Every time you asked us to borrow money before, did we ever say no? Have you ever paid back a single cent?
Just now my younger brother said he'd lend you 4 or 5 jiao, enough for you to buy a car and a house, and you still complain it's too little.
Seeing this, she rushed to cover Binha's mouth. Don't let that lowly woman spill everything, or we won't be able to stir things up anymore. Just as she was about to reach her, he smacked the top of her head, causing her to faceplant into the ground.
What's the rush? Are you afraid my sister-in-law will tell the truth?
Seeing this, Chen Han grabbed a rock and ran over, yelling, You dare hit my mom, I'll fight you.
Just as he was about to get close, he rushed forward and kicked him straight in the face, reuniting the guy with his mother. And so, the mother and son had a good night's sleep.
After dealing with them, he turned and said, Sister-in-law, you weren't finished earlier. Tell everything now. Let's see who dares to make a fuss. Biha stepped forward angrily and yelled, Zheng Yang already agreed to lend money, but my aunt thought it wasn't enough and even wanted to get her son a job as a financial officer at Zheng Yang's company. After my father died, you guys stole more than 10 mu of land from my family. And you still have the nerve to say you raised me, I married Li Chui, and you even secretly asked Xu Zheng Yang for a second bride price. You've done so many things. And now you're resorting to lying on the ground and playing the victim. Everyone's watching. He then turned to the county magistrate and said, I'm really sorry I've embarrassed you with my family affairs. Since you're here, it's perfect. I also have an announcement to make. Then Xu Zheng Yang pulled out his wallet, took out a 100 yuan bill, and said, Heihua County is where I was born and raised. This 100 yuan is my brother and I donating to Heihua County, as a way for us brothers to thank Heihua County. The old county magistrate received it in utter disbelief. He had only heard that someone had solved the problem of thugs blocking the road and collecting fees in Heihua County. I promise everyone, I will definitely make proper use of this money. Everyone cheered happily upon hearing this. Zheng Yang is amazing. Thank you, Boss Xu. Thank you, County Magistrate Zhao. Great, great. Meanwhile, that old auntie too was asking her crazy son, Are you okay? That crazy guy was jealous and angry. Xu Zheng Yang is hateful. How can he have such good luck? I want his money. I want his woman too. I want it all today. After everyone dispersed, Qi Yunfei's underlings reported, Young Master Xu, we just received some inside scoop. After listening, he said with a bit of worry, Okay, I got it. At this time, Yudi walked in and said, Brother Xu, Sister Biha has finished cooking. She's calling you over. I know. I still have some things to take care of. Suddenly, an angry voice echoed, Which bastard is Xu Zheng Yang? A man with a grim face walked in and said loudly, Got money and forgot your poor relatives. Don't know what it means to be grateful, huh? Beside him were Chen Han and 500 of his social brothers. Chen Han started yelling. It's him. He opened such a big company, makes so much money, but won't lend me a single cent. Not only won't he lend me money, but he also beat me, Brother Hu. Today he can casually take out 100 yuan. He definitely has a few hundred more on him. Look at the girl behind him. Even if we commit a big crime today, it'll be worth it. Tang Li Chiwai stepped out holding a gun and shouted, Which son of a bitch is touching my sister? Seeing the mastermind was Chen Han, Biha rushed over. You shout, Chen Han, do you have any conscience? You dare to do something like this?
Yeah, then she turns to Chen Xin like, Didn't you tell me Xu Zheng Yang was easy to fool? What's with this?
Seeing the dude not reply and just glare with hatred, she's all confused like, Is this blondie missing a few screws? If I'd listened to him, I'd be spending days in the slammer.
Nah, he snatches the pipe. Even thinks he's gonna get free food in jail, whatever. What's a little rumble to us, brothers?
Chen Xin goes full-on crazy
and charges straight at Zheng Yang. Cool as a cucumber, he just casually throws a hand out, saying, I let you off easy before, but you still don't know what's good for you. Uh-huh. As soon as he says it, he effortlessly blocks the blow. Then, he kicks out hard and yells, Remember what I said earlier? The words barely out of his mouth, and bomb. His foot connects with Chen Xin's family jewels.
So hard that the dude's 2 little eggs are scrambled for good. Chen Xin screams his lungs out and straight up faints, and even his goons feel the pain online.
Looks like it hurts like hell. Just like that, Chen Xin loses his precious, his third leg, gone forever. Right then, someone bursts through the door, screaming, "Bloody murder, I'll kill you all, you dare mess with Master Xu.
Think I won't chop you guys into pieces, huh?"
Li Guess, standing beside him, angrily asks Master Xu,
"These punks bothering you. Should I send them to jail? I'll find them some work to do behind bars for a few years." But Xu Zheng Yang thinks,
"Nah, jail with free food and lodging is too good for them."
Chen Xin, hearing that, grabs onto a lifeline, begging,
"Yeah, that's right, I can still be saved. Please, Master Zheng Yang, just think of me as a fart and let me go."
Xu Zheng Yang says,
"This kid's got bones tougher than his work ethic, find him a job. Also, get him 2 nannies, and deduct the cost from my account. While Hu County is being rebuilt, have him work the dirtiest, hardest job on the construction site. The 2 nannies will keep an eye on him, and if he slacks off or they just don't like his face, they can beat him up. If he dares to smoke, gamble, or play on his phone, they beat him every time they catch him, 30 minutes each time, as long as it doesn't affect the work. When this construction is finished, move him to the next one. He's got to do this for at least 10 years. Chen Xin's jaw drops to the floor, and everyone else is secretly laughing.
Zheng Yang keeps going.
"Anyway, I've got the money and resources to hire nannies."
"All right, take him away." 2 black-suited guys appear out of nowhere, grab him, and haul him off.
Chen Xin freaks, screaming, "Master Zheng Yang, I was wrong, I don't want anything, please forgive me." Li Zhege steps up and asks Master Xu,
"What about the others?"
Zheng Yang, like a true boss,
"Send them to prison for a while to reform. If they're still like this when they get out, find a chance to take care of them." One of the goons is so scared he almost pees himself,
and immediately starts begging, "I'll turn myself in right now, I promise I'll change." Zheng Yang just turns and walks away, and then screamed, "Then get the hell out of here," and the whole group scattered like their butts were on fire.
Okay, looks like that problem's been dealt with. A few days later, he headed back to the city. On the way, he told you've been doing a great job these past few days. She nodded and replied,
"Yes, thank you, Xuge."
Afterwards, she lowered her head dreamily, thinking,
"Working alongside Xu Ge these past few days has earned me his trust. If I can take it a step further, the rewards will definitely be 100 times greater than they are now."
Just then, some dude on a motorcycle comes tearing past, cutting her off. He was going so fast that she didn't even have time to react before bam, she totally crashed into him, and he just straight up passed out. This left Yurong speechless, while Zheng Yang, with a totally deadpan face, was like, "Is this one of those legendary road racers? Can't we just have one moment of peace?" A little later, at the county hospital, he reported everything to a police officer inside. After giving his statement, he went over to comfort you. "Wrong, it's okay. When someone darts out like that, even a god couldn't avoid them. Luckily the kid only broke his leg. At least it's not a manslaughter case, we just need to negotiate a settlement." Hearing this, she turned to the police officer and said, "After all, I'm the one who hit him. Is it okay if I go visit the patient? Officer, please help us out. My colleague here is about to burst into tears." Hearing the phrase, "my colleague," she almost dropped her jaw. Before they knew it, someone outside the hospital started yelling. An angry couple shouted, "Is this the slut who hit our son with her car? I'm going to kill her today. You think your junkyard car makes you tough? Pay us money now." Seeing this, the police officer quickly intervened. "Is this the place to be making a ruckus? This is a hospital, what are you yelling about? And you're demanding compensation, what grounds do you have to demand money from her?" The man, enraged, shouted back, "What grounds? The grounds that she hit my son. I don't just want her to pay us money, I want to sue her and send her to jail for life." Just as things were about to explode, he patted her head to calm her down. "I was originally thinking that if they were remorseful, I could pay for their hospital bills. But now it seems like we can not only save that money, but also uphold justice." The other side continued to argue. "Do you think my son is so well behaved? Shouldn't I seek justice for him? I think the ones who need to be held accountable are the 2 of you. The responsibility lies entirely with your son. He doesn't have a license and doesn't follow traffic rules." That old guy wouldn't accept it, saying, "I don't care whose fault it is, he hit my son, so he's responsible. Anyway, a big car hitting a small car means it's the big car's fault, that's the law." Both were confused, thinking, what alternate reality did that law come from? The woman yelled, "My son's been hurt like this, why are you defending them? The injured are what matters, why do you care whose fault it is? The injured are what matters. Tell you what, he deserved to get hit. Your son darted out from the side street.
What if they swerved to avoid him and hit a bigger car? Could you compensate for that? The cop shouted. Do you know how many people are still in the hospital because of people like your son? You want compensation? Fine. You compensate all those other injured people first. The couple shut their mouths after hearing that. Then the cop turned to Xu Zheng Yang. The situation here is handled. You two can go first. Okay, thanks for your trouble. After he left, the cop still questioned the couple. They clearly weren't responsible, but they still rushed the kid to the hospital right away. At this time, Yu Rong came out looking sad. Seeing this, he gently put his arm around her shoulder to comfort her. It's over now. Something like this must have upset you. It's getting late. Let's go eat something. Then find a hotel to stay at, so you can calm down. She felt better hearing that, and replied, okay. So they went and had a really delicious meal. After they got back and checked into the hotel, they were shocked and embarrassed. I just wanted a hotel for the night. What is this? One room with one bed, cozy decorations. Then he remembered the receptionist's sleazy face. Sorry, we only have one room left today. Why don't you two stay in it? You are a couple, after all. He thought in a daze. A couple. Did the hotel receptionist misunderstand something? Yu Rong blushed and asked him, Zheng Yang, why don't you sleep on the bed, and I'll take the sofa? Before she could finish, he was already on the sofa, thinking, a strong man like me can rough it. You go freshen up and rest early. We still have to hit the road tomorrow. Suddenly, she hesitantly asked, so, can I take a shower? He was flustered and didn't know what to say. Then he turned away, saying, yeah, sure, go ahead. Yu Rong was showering in the bathroom. Then he remembered Bo Ra angrily yelling, try losing control and see what happens. Thanks to that, he managed to restrain himself a little. A moment later, Yu Rong came out with a towel wrapped around her. She was drying her hair and calling out, dude. He didn't even turn around and just kinda mumbled a quick reply. And just like that, the whole room was lights out. Yu Rong was wide awake, all embarrassed, thinking, I've caused Xu so much trouble on this trip. After a while, she finally poked her head up and called out, Xu. Then she started crawling around giggling, where's Xu? Are you cold? Suddenly she went, ugh, kimochi. Dude heard that and thought, wait, what kind of sounds are those? Yu Rong was thinking to herself, Xu has helped me so much, but I haven't been able to repay him at all. The only thing I can use to repay him is that thing, right? So dude finally peeked over to see what all the noise was about. When he saw Yu Rong, he asked, what are you doing? But then he saw Yu Rong crawling towards him like a worm. Dude was all confused. What kind of game is this girl playing? Before he could figure it out, she pounced on him like a hungry tiger, launching a full-on assault. And just like that, ha sounds filled the hotel room. A while later, she was totally blissed out and asked him, Xu, are you still cold? Dude was sweating bullets and replied, not anymore. The next day, in Santai City, Yu Rong asked, Xu, we're back in the city. Where do you want to go next? Dude blushed and said, let me think. Inside, he was still cringing about last night, all embarrassed the whole ride. Gotta say something to smooth things over. Then he remembered her crawling like a worm and chuckled. Little Lin's got some serious flexibility, huh? Yu Rong playfully smacked him, all flustered. Flexibility what, Xu? What do you mean? Don't tell me you want to do that in the car. In broad daylight, Xu, I misjudged you. Dude was like, hey, you're getting the wrong idea. All right, I'll stop teasing you. I wonder how Bora's restaurant is decorated. Let's go check it out. Okay, I know. A little later, they arrived at Bora's restaurant. The restaurant was right in front of them. She missed him so much that when she saw him, she happily ran over. You big meanie, you're finally back. But then she saw something that shocked her. Yu Rong and Zheng Yang stepped out of the car, leaving her frozen in place. Dude felt a wave of murderous aura coming from Bora and freaked out. She angrily asked, weren't you supposed to be back home taking care of stuff? What's this? Did you bring back your fiancé from the countryside? Dude was terrified and quickly explained, Hey, let me explain. Dude was trying to calm Bora down while explaining, Yu Rong is a secretary that Chen Haohai arranged for me. Don't overthink it, she pouted. What's it to me? But she was confused. Why do I feel so jealous? Yu Rong was also thinking about something. After a while she thought, what am I even thinking? Xu and I? There's no way we could ever take it to the next level. Being Shuji's assistant is already great for me. I can't be greedy. After appeasing the lioness, Dude finally had the courage to compliment her. You've decorated the place really nicely these past few days. I think you should be a designer instead of a chef. She smiled. Hey, I've been thinking about how to decorate it since I was in college. Now that everything's settled, right? When are you planning to open? It's still early days yet. We still have the cleaning inspection today and haven't found a chef or serving staff. And you, big boss, haven't even named it yet. Hearing that,
Xu Zheng Yang pinched her cheek before asking in confusion, "You already had the decoration planned out in college? How come you can't think of a name for the restaurant?" Jiang Lili yelled. "Hey, isn't it supposed to be something we come up with together? Get your hands off me."
Just then, someone called from outside the shop. "Is anyone here?" A bald guy walked in and asked, "Are you two the owners here? We're from the sanitation department here to inspect the restaurant's hygiene."
Hearing this, Jiang Lili stepped forward, smiling. "Welcome, welcome. We're both owners here."
"It's either yes or no. What do you mean both?" Seeing this, Xu Zheng Yang stepped up and asked him, "Is there a law that says a restaurant can't have two owners that you're asking like that?"
From the looks of this guy, he's probably here to stir up trouble.
At this moment, the bald guy crossed his arms and shook his head, saying, "Little comrade, your attitude is very problematic, you know. However, we need to put our work first, so I won't argue with you. Rest assured, I will definitely handle this impartially and thoroughly inspect everything." After the group went inside, Jiang Lili said worriedly, "I feel like these guys are here to make trouble." Xu Zheng Yang replied, "Be confident. I can't rule out the possibility that this group was sent by the Zhao family to make things difficult for us.
Chen Chusheng has been around for many years. I'll have him find the relevant leaders to deal with this inspector."
After a while of chatting, we finally got some results. Unfortunately, Chen Chusheng isn't part of a special intelligence agency. A moment later, the bald guy said with a smile, "Your restaurant doesn't meet the hygiene standards, so don't even think about opening. We just found a lot of mice and roaches in your place. Is your place a restaurant or a zoo?" Hearing this, Jiang Lili angrily shouted, "That's impossible. Our kitchen is completely sealed, and we haven't even moved any ingredients in yet, so how could there be any?" He acted like a big shot, dismissively took out a pen and paper to write, "Whether it's possible or not is up to me. Do you understand? I said there is, so there is. What can you do about it?" Just as things were heating up, Xu Zheng Yang appeared and shouted, "Hold on, buddy. Climbing to a high-level supervisor position isn't easy. If you get fired, it won't be easy to support your family. Isn't that right?" Hearing this, the bald guy stepped forward and asked, "Are you threatening me?" "I'm not threatening anyone. Just a little reminder so you can die looking good." "A little what? Die looking good?" "A little, you brat, you're hilarious. I'm writing the review now. What can you do about it? I'm a high-level supervisor. The higher-ups have to listen to my opinion to carry out the punishment. I say your restaurant doesn't meet the standards."
Could it be that someone from above personally came down for a small restaurant? "What's up? Well, I've finished writing it now. I still have to take this board back to report. What can you do about it?"
"Then remove that C word," someone shouted loudly. "What do you want me to do?" "Chief Inspector, you're really something. You're really good." The old, white-haired man recognized him and exclaimed. He fearfully asked, "Why are you here in person?" The old man snatched the record, thinking, "Of course I'm here to admire." Then he turned to Xu Zheng Yang and said, "Mr. Xu, sorry for the trouble." Then he started to inspect around professionally. "Everything here is very clean, sparkling clean." At this time, he turned to look at the bald guy and shouted, "Looks like you're good at making things difficult for others, Chief Inspector. I'd like to ask, where is this place not up to standard? Where is the food safety poor?" He was about to explain when the old man turned and left without listening. "From now on, go find another job. Our little temple can't accommodate a big shot like you." Hearing this, the bald guy was struck by lightning and collapsed to the ground. Not finished yet, the old man immediately turned to Xu Zheng Yang and said, "I think this matter is not as simple as it seems. Isn't it just framing? Don't think I'm naive and don't know your tricks. Just now, this supervisor threatened me, saying that if I gave him money, he would let it go. Otherwise, he would have his family behind him kill me. This matter must be thoroughly investigated." After speaking, Xu Zheng Yang sneered, thinking, "It's a good opportunity to investigate whether the people behind him will show up. Although I can't kill them, tripping them up will be satisfying." Hearing this, the supervisor quickly defended himself. No, I didn't say that. He's framing me." But the old man didn't believe him, so he turned to Xu Zheng Yang and said, "Thank you for your enthusiastic accusation. We will investigate fairly. The hygiene of the restaurant is completely up to standard. If you encounter any trouble these days, you can call me." A moment later, somewhere else, Shi Yunfei reported, "Their people have been following that supervisor Zhang and found that he did indeed go to see someone from the Zhao family. But the person he met was not Zhao Xiaoman, but one of her bodyguards." At this time, 3 guys with dyed hair entered the mansion gate. After that, Xu Zheng Yang and Yu Rong also arrived. Suddenly, something caught Xu Zheng Yang's attention. Seeing this, Yu Rong asked curiously, "Brother Xu, what's wrong?" "That bodyguard's posture is a bit different. In that stance, it must be a habit formed over many years. He must have been in the military, and not just any ordinary unit." At that moment, The three dyed-hair guys approached the young man. Seeing him smoking, the bodyguard stopped them. "Hey, no smoking inside." Hearing this, one of the guys slapped the bodyguard and roared, "Damn it, are you looking down on me?" The bodyguard calmly reminded them, "If you want to go inside to eat, please put out your cigarettes first." Seeing this, the guy burst out laughing. "Ha ha, okay, ha ha. This is the rule of your restaurant, right? Of course we will abide by it, but I can't find an ashtray, so you'll have to suffer." After speaking, the guy pressed the cigar into the bodyguard's face, but before he could, Xu Zheng Yang stepped forward to stop him. "Whose kids are these? Don't the adults in the house manage them?" The guy whose hand was squeezed screamed. The guy was scolded like that and angrily cursed. "Damn you, let me go, or I'll kill you." The blonde guy heard this and yelled, "Who are you? Let go of him now." He ignored the guy and stubbed the cigarette butt on the bald dude's face, even chuckled, saying smoking in public wasn't cool and he should put it out. The dude screamed bloody murder and pulled out his phone yelling, "So you want to be a busybody, huh? Fine, you're so screwed. And that Bao guy too. I'll twist both your heads off, you just wait." Seeing this, the young dude politely said, "Hey mister, I've gotten you involved, you should leave. Quick." The bald dude heard that and roared, "What? You think you can leave? Leave my ass? You dare mess with me? Nobody's going anywhere. Today I'm breaking your arms and legs and cutting out your tongues." Without another word, he threw a punch towards the guy. In the blink of an eye, the guy grabbed him by the throat before he could react. "These are civilized times," he said. "Can't you talk properly? You gotta be all foul-mouthed. The people you called haven't even arrived yet, and you're already acting tough in front of me. Who gave you the guts?" Gasping for air, the bald dude begged, "I was wrong. I won't do it again." He stared at the guy's face, terrified, thinking, "This guy really wants to kill me. My backup hasn't arrived yet. I'll have to take the loss for now. I'll deal with him later." In the heat of the moment, a black car screeched to a halt. Seeing this, the blonde guy immediately yelled, "Big bro, they're here, they're here, they're here." Two people stepped out of the car. Xu Zheng Yang recognized them instantly. "What, it's Chen Su-sheng and Qi Yunfei. Are they the guys these kids called?" The two guys happily ran over and called out, "Uncle Qi, uncle, it's great you're here. That's right, Xiao is getting bullied, you have to stand up for him." Qi Yunfei and Chen Su-sheng coldly brushed past them without even glancing their way. Just then, Xu Zheng Yang released his grip on the bald dude, letting him breathe. Then Chen Su-sheng walked up to him. The bald dude glanced over, thinking, even though Qi Yunfei wasn't called by me, based on the relationship between our families, he definitely won't ignore this. This bastard. And that security guard too. They're dead meat today. Everyone went silent, not saying a word. The next second, Chen Su-sheng straightened his back, bowed deeply, and called out, "Young Master Xu." This left the three kids with their jaws dropped, eyes wide in disbelief. Chen Su-sheng, he's bowing to that kid. Just then, Xu Zheng Yang and Chen Su-sheng stepped inside. Chen Su-sheng asked, "Young Master Xu, who are these kids?" Xu Zheng Yang coldly replied, "They said I was being a busybody and wanted to break my arms and legs and cut out my tongue." Hearing this, Chen Su-sheng exploded in anger, turning around and roaring, "What the FCK, you dare mess with young Master Xu? Are you tired of living? Qi Yunfei, drag them out, then break their arms and legs and cut out their tongues, and don't let off anyone they called." Hearing this, the three of them shook like leaves. Just then, a white car sped over. Two guys with guns ran out, yelling, "Motherfucker who's got no eyes, daring to mess with Lin Er Xiao. Let's see if I can fillet you alive." Just as he finished cursing, he saw Qi Yunfei in front of him, causing his jaw to drop, and he dropped his gun. Seeing this, Qi Yunfei stepped forward and smirked. "I've been waiting for you guys to arrive, wondering when you guys would show up." That bunch just stood there, all awkward and stammering. "What a coincidence," he finally asked. "What were they saying about some young Master Lin just now? His older brother used to mess with you. Even though we haven't found the smoking gun yet, the evidence we have is enough to put them away." Hearing that, he thought to himself that everyone from Tam Lam Pharmaceuticals had the same kind of character. But if you're gonna strike a snake, you gotta kill it. Keep gathering evidence. No need to rush. The opportunity will come. Finishing that, he turned to praise the young man. "You're awesome. 10 points. The young man didn't say anything. After they both went inside, Qi Fei was giving those underlings a full-body cupping session outside. At that moment, Chu Sheng guaranteed, "Young Master Xu, rest assured, we'll handle anything related to the Zhao family properly. As for those punks from earlier, Qi Yunfei already taught them a lesson and even sent me the photos. About those punks, just take a look and handle it as you see fit. I trust you can handle it properly." Hearing his tone, The old man was a bit confused.
Seeing Qi Fei's expression slightly pinched, he immediately asked,
"What's wrong? Is there some difficulty?" At this time, he asked Xu Zheng for information about the young man. Hearing that, he said, "Young Master Xu, rest assured, I'll contact the hotel manager now and have him send over the information about that security guard." Just then, he remembered the image from before. That security guard doesn't seem like an ordinary person.
He must have trained in the military.
Who knew I was about to establish subordinates? That night, in a quiet alley, that young man was walking alone in the dark. At this moment, Zheng Yang and Yu Rong were secretly following behind. She asked in confusion, "Ever since we left the hotel, you've been following this security guard? I don't know what you're thinking. I think besides being a security guard, he's just a delivery guy trying to make some extra cash." He dared extreme. That security guard definitely has an extraordinary background. Seeing him change direction, he quickly followed. "Let's go, don't lose him. Wait for me." But as soon as she reached the turn, she was shocked to find that the young man was gone. Where did he go? He's nowhere to be seen. He also realized it and smirked. "We didn't lose him. He was tailing us. I wasn't wrong, was I? My friends in the shadows." As soon as those words were spoken, 5 men in bulky suits came out of the shadows. One of them spoke up. "Who exactly are you two? Why are you following Mu Sheng?" "So that person is called Mu Sheng, huh?" In the next second, Mu Sheng also came out. He coldly asked, "Why were you following me?" "Just curious. Who knew I'd get halfway before running into your little entourage?" He then turned to the 5 men in suits and said, "It's all right. I ran into a bit of trouble at the hotel entrance this morning, and he helped me out." He maintained his composure while speaking. "It wasn't easy following you all the way here. I'm a little thirsty. Could I get a glass of water?" He was already scheming in his head, thinking, "These guys are still wary of me. Maybe I should try to get closer." Mu Sheng, upon hearing this, turned and signaled to the guy next to him who was in the middle of discussing something with another. Just then, someone called out from the end of the alley, "Mu Zi, you guys are back." A woman walked out, looking around, and immediately asked, "What are you doing standing here? Aren't you coming in to eat? These two are your friends, right? Quickly tell them to come inside."
"Just sitting there. Your friends came without giving your mom a heads up. The house isn't even clean."
Knowing this, the two had arrived in the morning. At this point, Mu Sheng's mother brought water and asked, "Are you two Mu Zi's comrades too?" He politely replied, "Yes, we just met." Mu Sheng's mother then made an excuse to leave so the 3 could chat freely. "Haha, while you guys talk, I have things to do so I won't bother you." As for those sharp dressers from last night, they were helping in the kitchen. Some cooking, and some cleaning, while others hang up the clothes to dry, wash blankets, mattresses, and pillows.
After greeting the two, she approached the bed to take care of a little girl resting there.
At this point, Mu Sheng introduced himself. "I'm Mu Sheng, thanks for yesterday. If you ever need anything from us, just say the word." Hearing him say that, he thought to himself, "Is this straightforward talk his way of settling things with us?" Then he looked up and said with a smile, "Can't we chat for a bit before that?" Just then, Zheng Yang spoke up and asked, "Auntie, are these all your children?" Mu Sheng's mother happily turned around and replied, "Haha, that's right. My son saved them on the battlefield. But he's gone now. To repay him, these kids came here to be my sons. As a result, my daughter and I have been burdening them to this day."
2 families. At this moment, Yu Rong stepped forward and asked her, "Auntie, what illness does she have?" She lowered her head sadly and replied, "Muscular atrophy. It suddenly started when she was 16. Hearing that, he asked, "Auntie, medicine to treat this disease isn't cheap." To him, his family situation is considered quite wealthy if he sells the house to us. But because his daughter also suffers from this disease, the family's capital has been exhausted. Yet this younger sister is still in this situation. No matter what, I have to help. After thinking about it, suddenly she stood up, her face slightly angry. She pointed to the door and shouted, "It's your business if you have money, but I won't allow them to befriend friends like you. Please leave." Because I don't want them to get involved because of my daughter and me, and end up dragging themselves down. Seeing this, he hurriedly explained. Not wanting to make Mu Sheng feel awkward, Zheng Yang said, "Auntie, I know you're worried about them, but have you ever considered that this place might not be the best fit for them?" Then he turned to Mu Sheng and the others. "If you guys were soldiers, even after being discharged, you must still have the passion to help people solve their problems. Right today, Mu Sheng ran into a young rich master whose family owns a pharmaceutical company, and who knows how many people they've harmed. I want to deal with them, but because I'm lacking capable people like you guys, I haven't been able to find any evidence yet. Right now, I can not only help cure your daughter, but I can also help you guys unleash your talents for the sake of society. I'll just leave it at that. I hope you all can consider it." Just as he was about to leave, the guy shouted to stop him. "Wait.
As long as you can cure my sister, our lives belong to you. His mother, hearing this, couldn't believe it, and cried out emotionally, Musheng, my children. He turned to reassure his mother. Zhao Meng is Zhao Zhang's sister. In order to cure her, we even considered doing illegal things. If you don't want to see us end up on the wrong path, then please agree. At this point, she started crying and blaming herself for being a mother who brought trouble to her children. Musheng stepped forward and said, No, we're doing this willingly. Don't worry, we'll take good care of ourselves. At this moment, he turned and signaled to Yurong to do something. Understanding, she took out her phone and called, Hello, please arrange for an ambulance to come here. I have a patient. After a while, the little girl was taken to the fanciest hospital in the city. Bro, Xu Xiaomeng has been admitted to the hospital smoothly. Got it. Go back and arrange accommodation for Auntie. There's nothing else to do tonight. I'll head back first. Don't need me to give you a ride. No need. Bora's waiting for me to have dinner with her tonight. It's not very convenient for you to come along. Just as he was about to hang up, the young man remembered something. Then he smiled mischievously and whispered, You don't plan on following us here to be our legs, do you? Like that night, Yurong blushed and exclaimed, Xu Zheng Yang, you're so annoying. Afterwards, he thought about his achievements today. I didn't expect to recruit a few discharged Special Forces soldiers as my subordinates in the blink of an eye.
The 32nd Regional Southwestern Military Region Special Reconnaissance Team.
Although I don't know much about their former unit, the title sounds awesome. Looks like I can establish a small intelligence organization of my own soon. While he was happy, the system crashed down. Because he was a cheapskate, he dodged it and cursed inwardly. Is this crappy system trying to peck my head? At this moment, it announced. Detected that the host is establishing his own intelligence department, activating the central pharmaceutical shopping mall function. He was shocked when he read this. Before, the system only had the comprehensive attribute enhancement function. I should still check their loyalty first before deciding. Moreover, one bottle of this medicine costs several hundred points. Wouldn't it be better to save the points to increase my comprehensive attributes? This freaking system is a scam. All it does is deduct my points. I gotta save up. Seeing Xu Zheng Yang so pissed, the system snickered. Host suspected of acquiring points with malicious intent, so you get it, right, you mad bro? So salty. Go report me to the cops then. Just then, Musheng walked over while he was still fuming. The others told me Zhao Meng has started treatment. Thanks, man, Xu Zheng Yang said. But what exactly do you want us to do? Musheng asked. Xu Zheng Yang raised an eyebrow. What? You backing out after saying you'd work for me? I gotta be responsible for my boys.
Seeing Musheng's worry, Xu Zheng Yang patted his shoulder. I'll explain the specifics tomorrow. Get your sister settled first. Then tell your guys to quit their jobs and report to me. I'll give you all the details. Relax. The work I want you to do isn't high risk or against your conscience. Promise you'll make money comfortably and with peace of mind. At the same time, someone was observing their conversation. Musheng's mom felt a mix of emotions. A while later, at Bora's place, she was sitting at the table waiting for him to come home for dinner. As soon as she heard footsteps, she looked up cheerfully and called out, Zheng Yang. Seeing her like that, he chuckled. Waiting for me to come home for dinner. She turned away shyly,
muttering, Who's waiting for you? I had to work late tonight. Why are you even back? Shouldn't you be out eating with that big-boobed assistant of yours?
Xu Zheng Yang sat down. Why you gotta diss the big-boobed assistant? She has a name, you know. You're so jealous, even saving on dinner, Bora retorted quickly. I'm not your girlfriend, why would I be jealous? You're a scammer and you even hired an assistant, definitely up to no good. Suddenly she slipped and fell, and of all places, landed right in Zheng Yang's lap. They stared into each other's eyes, lost in the moment. Bora, being so bold, just straight up kissed him. Xu Zheng Yang was totally caught off guard. Suddenly she jumped up, leaving him stunned. Then, she shyly ran into her room, stammering, I gotta go to bed now. Xu Zheng Yang touched his lips, totally flustered. Was that marking her territory? So she can be openly jealous now, right? Hearing that, Bora yelled, What nonsense are you spouting? Wash the dishes after you eat. The next morning, at the Flying Eagle investigation team's base, Yurong stood before a fully equipped squad and declared. Xu Zheng Yang was thrilled and said, From today on, the company officially hires you to form an investigation squad. Your first investigation targets the Lin family of San Lin Pharmaceutical and the Zhao family of Henan Restaurant. Today, you can list out the necessary equipment and give it to my assistant, Lin Yurong. Remember, the equipment you need doesn't have to be the most expensive. Your monthly salary is 5 fen, which is 50 lies. There will be bonuses on holidays, and 4 days off a month. Deal. The guys were incredulous. That's a lot.
Xu Zheng Yang chuckled. Haha. As long as you don't think it's too little. At this moment, Xu Zheng Yang took out 1 yuan and gave it to Mu Sheng. Here's 1 yuan, buy a house nearby for your mom and sister, you can live there usually, and take care of them whenever you need to. Mu Sheng took it. Thank you, no thank you, boss. Just then, Yurong walked over and said, Yo Shu, Qi Yunfei's here. I'll go meet him, then have him get acquainted with the Mu Sheng crew. Moments later, inside the military camp, just as Qi Yunfei stepped in, a person was bruised all over, face swollen, eyes and lips red and blue. Both of them were speechless. Couldn't say a thing, then turned their faces to try and hold back their laughter. Hey, you were all majestic and imposing yesterday. How'd you end up like this today? Did your big bro beat you up? Yunfei thought it was just a friendly spar with someone from the martial arts world. Hearing this, Shu asked, puzzled, martial arts world? Spill the tea. Qi Yunfei started adjusting his clothes to explain, the martial arts world of Santai City has all kinds of martial arts. Among them are some traditional martial arts lineages. Heard that they even have realm divisions. The higher you go, the stronger you get. Because we're not clear on their actual strength, even we can't mess with them carelessly. At this moment, Zheng Yang stepped forward and asked softly, if that's the case, have you ever heard of a woman named Liu Huilan? Never heard of her, but I'm not too familiar with the martial arts world of Santai City. Maybe someone in the world has heard of her. Zhu then remembered and thought to himself, although Liu Huilan is my mom's name, she's been out there hustling, she might be using a fake name. Judging from her skills, she must be involved in the martial arts world. Alright, go greet my newly recruited brothers, then take me to find the person who hurt you, Xu promised. Those martial arts families only talk with force. If you go there, Xu reassured, relax, I'm not going there to cause trouble, but if they don't know what's good for them, I don't mind getting some face back for you. As they walked, Qi Fei said, Zhu, Santai City has a martial arts exchange meet every month. It used to be small scale. Recently, I don't know if something's up. Those small families that never showed their faces before are now coming out to breathe some air. The one who hurt me is the young master of the Sun family in Santai City. Not exactly the strongest, but he's got some clout. Xu, you're being too risky. Even so, he still took out his phone as a precaution. You let Xu get hurt? What kind of business are you running? To ensure safety, it's still better to call a few people to wait nearby. While Shu calmly walked into the training ground, everyone was intensely exchanging moves with each other. From chickens pecking rice to birds pecking each other, they were practicing extremely enthusiastically, without paying any attention to Zheng Yang. At this moment, Shu finally spoke up. Qia Fei, if you say real martial arts is so capable, why do you still let that kind of guy, Niu Chunsheng, impersonate and swindle? In fact, those martial arts families tacitly acknowledge, even support those people to some extent. I see. Mainly it's because those big families don't want to show their faces. Qi Yunfei pointed forward and said, Shu, it's that young man over there. It's the young man in the middle of that group. That's right, his surname is Sun. His ability is probably around the initial stage of the mortal realm. Shu asked, puzzled. Mortal realm? Is that their classification of ability? That's right, the mortal realm is only the lowest level realm. But within these realms, it's also divided into 4 minor realms. The first step is called human initial. Then comes the basic mastery. Next up is minor accomplishment. And finally, grand completion. At this point, Qi Fei sighed. I guess since I'm not a martial artist, if I hadn't wasted so much energy fighting someone else yesterday, I wouldn't have lost so badly. Hearing this, Xu Zheng Yang was like, oh, well, no need to worry then. Just then, someone called out, young Master Sun, someone's here to see you. Zheng Yang and Qi Fei walked over to where they were all gossiping. Isn't that Qi Yunfei behind that guy, the one young Master Sun beat to a pulp yesterday? Could it be that Qi Yunfei wasn't happy and called someone to maintain appearances? The blonde guy scoffed. Who knows? Someone told me yesterday that Qi Yunfei has connections and would get someone to take revenge. I didn't expect it to be this kind of trash. One punch and I can knock him out. The group chimed in with flattery. That's right. Young Master Sun is so mighty. But one girl didn't seem to care about anything. She just stared into the distance, not saying a word. Just then, Xu Zheng Yang stepped forward and asked, excuse me, are you young Master Sun? Hearing this, Sun Changyi stood up, walking over as he said, I know you. You're Qi Yunfei's boss, right? I heard that under your instructions, Sanlin Pharmaceuticals has been suppressed by Qi Yunfei, to the point where they can't even raise their heads. Teaching the second-generation heirs of Sanlin Pharmaceuticals a lesson twice in a row must feel pretty good. Xu Zheng Yang just smirked without replying. Sun Chengyi continued. Or do you think I'm like those 2 second-generation heirs, and you want to step all over me too? Suddenly, the girl frowned and shouted, Sun Chengyi,
Could you please be quiet for a moment? Can't you let me read in peace? Hearing this, Sun Chengyi turned around. Dao Gao, oh, you see, he came here specifically to cause trouble for me. I'm just responding. Besides, look, he's using this opportunity to get close to you.
He's pretending to strike up a conversation with us, pretending not to be interested in you. Then he'll start showing off his financial capabilities. Hearing this, Xu Zheng Yang shook his head, muttering, "This guy's imagination is really something, but don't drag me into this, okay?" Dao Gu heard this and slammed her book shut. "That's enough, Sun Chengyi. You don't need to show off in front of me, so what if you have the ability? Bullying others will only make me hate you more." Then she looked at Zheng Yang and shouted, "What are you still doing here? Hurry up and leave." Sun Chengyi stopped him. "No way, you can leave now." "Young Master Sun, please, I'll be going." "So embarrassing."
Sun Chengyi gnashed his teeth and cursed under his breath. Damn it, this girl's family power isn't even as good as the Sun family's, yet she dares to wave her hands at me. If my dad hadn't told me to get along with her, I would have forced myself on her a long time ago.
Then he shouted, "You stop right there." But Dao Gu didn't even bother to listen. He was so pissed off to be ignored like that. "Today, I'm going to teach her a lesson."
Seeing this, two of his underlings stepped forward to dissuade him. "Sister Zhao Zhao, calm down, young Master Sun doesn't mean any harm." "That's right, why ruin your relationship with young Master Sun over this?"
Dao Gu felt sick hearing that, and quietly said, "Sun Chengyi, you seriously make me want to puke."
These words were like a knife stabbing his heart. He angrily yelled, "I've treated you so righteously, don't be so ungrateful."
At this moment, Xu Zheng Yang cut in. "Excuse me, but you two are misunderstanding. I have no intentions towards her at all. I just wanted to confirm young Master Sun's identity."
These words made Dao Gu roll her eyes, thinking,
"Is this guy an idiot? Doesn't he understand the current situation? Sun Chengyi is already seeing red, and he's adding fuel to the fire. Isn't he just walking into his own death?" He was now seeing red, glaring at Xu Zheng Yang, cursing inwardly. "Damn it, it's all because of him. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have been humiliated in front of everyone by Zhang Zhao. You want to confirm my identity, huh?" "That's right." Hearing that, he glared at Xu Zheng Yang. In the blink of an eye, he swung his hand straight at Xu Zheng Yang's face. "Then let's confirm it at the hospital." Seeing this, Dao Gu screamed to stop him. "Sun Chengyi, stop." Even Qi Yunfei was scared pale and shouted, "Young Master Xu." He punched while angrily thinking, "Because of him, Zhang Zhao made me lose face in front of everyone. If I don't make him pay, how can I continue to survive around here?" But Xu Zheng Yang wasn't scared at all, and easily dodged to the side. He got even angrier, and used every trick in the book.
Xu Zheng Yang seemed to have observation hakaki, dodging everything while smirking mockingly at him.
In a flash, Xu Zheng Yang delivered a swift kick. Before he could even react, his leg was swept away. Bam! He face-planted onto the floor. He was dizzy and disoriented, his ears ringing and his limbs numb, thinking, "How is he so fast? I came here very politely and humbly to ask if you were young Master Sun."
"But you wanted to attack me." "Oh." Saying this, he stomped hard on his shoulder. "I asked you if you were young Master Sun, asked you several times."
"I said I needed to speak to your father, didn't you understand?" This action stunned Dao Gu,
and even surprised Qi Yunfei. Thank goodness young Master Xu told me to deal with those two kids from the Lin family before. If he personally took action, the Lin family would be finished for good, huh? Xu Zheng Yang grabbed his collar and frowned, yelling,
"Talk to me." He obediently replied like a puppy, "Yes, yes." The young man then waved his hand, thinking, "I already beat you up, what's the point of understanding now?" Thwack thwack, causing blood and teeth to fly everywhere. As he hit him, he said, "Can your father discuss things properly with me now? Even if he agrees to talk, would I dare to trust him?" After 30 minutes of finally finishing, Xu Zheng Yang wiped his hands and looked at him, thinking, he finally admitted it. "Although I know talking is useless, but I still have to give you a piece of advice. Don't think about taking revenge on me, right, when you want the entire Sun family to be buried with you." Saying that, he coolly turned and left, leaving him with injuries all over his body. Just as he left, someone called out loudly, "Wait, Dalio!" Dalio hurriedly ran out. Seeing this, he asked, "What are you doing here? Just now you crippled Sun Chengyi. The Sun family won't let you go." Recently, the Sun family has a master of external force proficiency. If he makes a move, you won't have a chance to win, Yunfei explained at this moment. External force proficiency is the first level in the world. So Dao Dao continued, "Soon there will be a martial arts tournament. I hope you can represent the Zhang family and participate. If you do that, the Zhang family can protect you." He didn't care anymore, so he left, also thinking it was boring. "The Sun family won't let me off anyway. You think I can't fight them? Yet you still tell me to join your family. Are your family willing to go against the Sun family? Because you don't want a political marriage with the Sun family, so you deliberately pull in their enemy, right? That way, the Sun family will accept you, and your family won't force you to marry them anymore.
Being seen through by him, she didn't say anything. Sure enough, my thinking is too naive. Is it possible that I can only be a marriage tool for the family?
What, are you despairing? Then he shouted, "Wait!" Making her stunned, he slowly walked over and asked, "The martial arts tournament you mentioned, will many families participate?" "Yes, I can tell that you are stronger than Sun Chengyi by more than one level, although I don't underestimate you." "Alright, I agree to this. If there are quite a few families participating in this tournament, it won't hurt for me to participate a bit. Maybe among them there might be someone who knows clues about my mother." He gave her a name card and instructed, "Contact me first when the time comes. I will join the Zhang family. A promise made is a debt unpaid." After making the appointment, he returned. In the car, Qi Fei admired. "Young Master Xu, you are really hiding your skills," Zheng Yang said while texting Zhang Yu. He texted, "Lao Xu, my mom is here. Come out for a meal quickly." At this moment, he turned to report to Qi Fei, "Stop here. I will wait for you here. If there are any instructions, just tell me."
Zhang Yu saw him and waved. "Lao Xu, over here." Aunt Lin saw him and greeted.
"Young Zi, sorry to trouble you. Originally, Auntie planned to cook for you two. Yu Zi insisted on eating out. What a waste." Zhang Yu was afraid that Auntie would be tired. "Also, I heard that he went to work for a big company. Working already. This meal must be paid for by him." He didn't understand at all, and quickly said, "Since when did I see that?" He winked. Yes, Mom. Mom, just eat with peace of mind." It was at this moment that he secretly thought, Zhang Yu's got some skills. Plus, he's a true bro. If I get the chance later, I'll set him up with a good position. Zhang Yu, picking up a piece of meat, said, "Mom, try this." While they were eating, something caught his eye. Some brat was lurking around. Then, out of nowhere, he spewed an entire glass of orange juice and sprayed it all over Aunt Lin's face, leaving her totally bewildered. Zhang Yu, pissed, turned and yelled, "Hey, what the hell? Control your kid, will you?" Hearing that, the kid's dad stood up, angrily snapping, "What are you yelling about?"
Xu Zheng Yang walked over. "So your kid sprays water on us and you're not doing anything about it?" "So what?" he retorted, getting cocky. "I'll raise my kid how I see fit. It's none of your business." With that, he started throwing punches, resorting to physical violence right away. But Zheng Yang wasn't scared at all. He just straight up grabbed the guy's fist. In a flash, he twisted the guy's hand 180 degrees and slammed his head into the ground with a thud. Zheng Yang smirked. "With that kind of attitude, what are you even acting tough for? If I wasn't worried about scaring Aunt Lin, I would have broken your arm already." Just then, a waiter came over and asked, "Sirs, what's going on here?" Zheng Yang explained, "His kid sprayed water into our hot pot and all over my aunt. They don't teach their kid any manners, and now they want to fight me." The kid's mom chimed in, defending her. "Darling, he's just a kid. What's the big deal if he sprays a little water on you? Spraying water is normal."
Zheng Yang scoffed. "You're a real piece of work, aren't you? You think you're so clean, Zhang Yu. Take Aunt Lin out of here." Then the woman started wailing and causing a scene. "You scared my son. You're responsible." "You have to compensate us," Zheng Yang thought, smirking. "You dare act tough with me? You think I won't hit a woman?" "I don't hit women, but there are plenty of ways to deal with you." Outside, Aunt Lin worriedly tried to dissuade him. "Zheng Yang, don't be rash." Suddenly, over 500 meters worth of his bros stormed in, all riled up. Seeing this, Zhang Yu freaked out and shouted, "What the?" Qi Fei walked in with a cold expression. Meanwhile, inside the restaurant, the couple kept yelling at Zheng Yang. "Seriously, when people talk, they spray a little spit. You think you never get hit by it? What are you being so picky about?" Zheng Yang just shook his head and sighed. "You're the kind of people who really push it. Who do you think you are, the emperor? You can't handle a little bit of spit on you." While they were spitting in his face, Qi Fei grabbed a bowl of soup and ruthlessly splashed it right in the woman's face. This made the husband and everyone else dumbfounded. Qi Fei remained ice cold, even throwing the bowl in her face, then turned to look at the husband's face, and then bowed respectfully before Zheng Yang. This made the guy gape. He knelt down in terror, thinking in horror, Qi Fei is being respectful to this kid. Could he be a hidden tycoon? The restaurant manager also came forward and respectfully replied, "Esteemed boss, I'm truly very sorry. This is our restaurant's negligence. Please don't fight here," Zheng Yang replied. "Don't worry, I just want to teach them a lesson, otherwise they won't know how to raise their kids. Their kids spat into my hot pot. They even said, it's no big deal. If that's the case, then let them slurp up all the hot pot broth while it's still hot." "I understand. I will definitely handle this properly." The whole family was petrified. What a disgrace to the family. Truly immoral and unscrupulous. Qi Fei grabbed each of them by the mouth and poured the hot pot broth in.
They all cried and begged. "Please don't, boss, we were wrong." After settling the matter, as he stepped out, Auntie Xin asked Zheng Yang about what happened earlier.
Auntie Xin, don't worry. Some reasonable older brothers came by earlier and helped us mediate. That's good. That's good. At this moment, Zheng Yu asked, "Oh right, Lao Shu. The reason I asked you to come here was because I had something to tell you. Take a look at this." Xu Zheng Yang's expression changed after reading it.
He shouted, "What is this?"
At the same time, at Sa Zhihao's company, Tianyu Motors, Chu Sheng was talking to Zhihao. "Lao Si, the matter of Huan Motors entering Sandai City and wanting to acquire your company, you really didn't say a word to Xu Zheng Yang. Now, Huan Motors is not only poaching your technical staff and cutting off your engine resources, but also trying to use public opinion to suppress you. Let's keep this a secret for now. If Xu Zheng Yang thinks I'm not capable because of this..." Before he could finish speaking, Zheng Yang stepped forward and interrupted, shouting, "What's there to be afraid of? Tianyu Motors hasn't been established for long. The technical aspects aren't proficient yet, and the foundation is still quite backward.
Is it that shameful to be suppressed by a powerful enterprise from another region like Huan Motors?" Hearing this, Chu Sheng quickly said, "Xu Zheng Yang, Lao Si is also very anxious. We all told him that you wouldn't blame him, but he just doesn't believe it."
All right. What's the current situation? Explain it to me clearly."
Zhihao started recounting the whole thing from beginning to end. "The people from Huan Motors are planning to negotiate the acquisition of our Tianyu. They should be arriving soon." After understanding the situation, Xu Zheng Yang said, "Currently, the biggest advantage they have is that you guys lack engine development technology, right? I heard that your previous partners, and even the technical staff you hired, have all been poached away."
"That's right. Originally, I planned to rely on them to solve the shortage of car engines. But I didn't expect Huan Motors to target this point long ago and launch an ambush against us. Do you guys have any way to respond?"
Speaking of this, Xu Zheng Yang began to speculate. Sa Zhihao has always been doing his best to promote the cars of Sandai City to overseas markets. I'm afraid he has touched the interests of Huan Motors and other old-timer companies in the industry. Facing this kind of thing, you really can't give in.
Xu-E, you gave us a sum of money before. The big boss also plans to set aside some for Old Fourth to deal with the crisis. As long as we can find a new engine supplier, we can definitely make a comeback, but they probably won't give you guys much time, right? Xu-Ge, this is a call from my secretary. The representatives from Huanan Motors are here. Then tell them to come in. I've been wanting to meet them. A moment later, a tall, dark, and burly guy walked in, sneering, "Hello?" Seeing him, Xu Zheng Yang thought to himself. So Sheng and Zhihao were also surprised, thinking, they actually sent a foreigner to negotiate with us. The guy didn't give a damn about formalities and went straight to the point without introducing himself. "Let's get started, shall we?" The secretary stepped in to introduce him. "Let me introduce him to you three. This is Mr. Jack, the head of the Yunhai region for our Huanan company." "Mr. Jack has decided to give your company a chance. I hope you know what's good for you," Zheng Yang asked. "What kind of chance are you offering?" "Agree to our acquisition terms, it's that simple." At this moment, Jack sneered, thinking,
so this young man is the real boss behind Tianyu Motors.
The young man smirked and asked, "What about the benefits?" The secretary was stunned. "You want benefits?"
"The benefit is that you don't have to go bankrupt," she scoffed, thinking, "You want benefits? Of course we won't bother dealing with you anymore. We'll let you scram with some dignity." Suddenly, Zheng Yang burst out laughing, confusing everyone.
"Looking at you guys, I thought you managed to rope in a few people, cut off our engine supply, and write a few articles, and we'd be finished. If you had written a few sentences with some actual substance, you wouldn't be this drunk. Whether you know it or not is none of my business. What I want to say is, no matter what tricks you guys pull, I can handle them. Don't even think about forcing me to become a monk. You probably can't even handle that."
The secretary, hearing what he said, yelled, "Who are you calling I? Here, mister. Jack has assets worth over 10,000 yuan and is the regional head of a foreign joint venture."
Even the leaders of the municipal government have to be polite to him. Watch your foul and stupid mouth.
As soon as she finished speaking, she felt the grim reaper at her throat and stiffened, unable to speak further.
Suo Sheng was radiating murderous intent, gritting his teeth. "You said something dangerous. That last sentence of yours? Say it again, and see what happens." Seeing this, her limbs went weak, and she collapsed to the ground. Ju calmly said, "Hey dude, we admire your rather die than surrender spirit. Oh wait, in your terms, it's probably just empty pride. Live and suffer the consequences. I'm itching for a fight with you guys. You're making this so fun." And so, the two just went at it, brawling like there's no tomorrow. He then looked at Zhihao and asked, "How much stock do you have left of car and engine parts?" "Basically none. Plus, we have an order that hasn't been delivered. We might have to breach the contract. Looks like we need to get a grip on engine manufacturing tech ASAP. Where did you guys buy engines from before? We ordered from the person in charge of the engine factory. I want to meet them. We did have a partner before, but they have shares in Huanan, I'm afraid. Hearing this, he frowned. You're saying Huanan Company is putting the squeeze on you guys with this. As long as we get the engine manufacturing tech, all problems will be solved easily. Also, there are a few things you guys need to handle properly. After discussing everything, he left. At this point, Ji Hao felt that Xu Zheng Yang's arrangements earlier sounded a bit exaggerated, unrealistic. But for some reason, he felt certain that Xu Zheng Yang could solve the problem.
Seriously, are you going to transfer the company to Xu Zheng Yang? Chu Sheng hurriedly said. You think Xu Zheng Yang would care about this stuff?
Well, Xu Zheng Yang not caring is one thing, but whether I show my attitude is another,
Xu Zheng Yang has helped us so much.
I have to show my sincerity, right? A while later, at Zheng Yang's grand military camp, he walked in. Confused, he asked, You wrong, what are you doing? Brother Xu, come look at this. They bought so many new things. Seeing this, he was also surprised, thinking, I just told them to buy new equipment this afternoon, and they've already bought it all. No wonder they are elites in the army. Their work efficiency is really fast.
Seeing him approach, Mu Sheng reported, Boss, we've bought the stuff for the initial stage.
It costs quite a bit of money. But seeing some old stuff made him surprised. Then he smiled and turned to say, Hey, just because you're afraid of spending money doesn't mean you have to be so thrifty, right?
Mu Sheng realized,
Boss, you misunderstood. This stuff is the most expensive. Actually, this is how it will be. Like this, it can get through, then this and that, to achieve the specific effect which lies here and there. Then he continued, Even so, you don't need to. Yu Rong stepped forward and said, Brother Xu, you misunderstood. I heard there are only 3 or 4 of these things in Santai City. Mu Sheng's gang even had to spend a ton of money to buy it from the black market. Just 1 yuan and 30 cents.
Turns out it's only 1 yuan and 30 cents. How many points do I even get for that? The system hurriedly chimed in, Hey, host, please focus on quality. Strictly prohibited from using illegal means to earn points. Just then Yu Rong came over with a receipt. Brother Xu, this is our quotation, the total cost is 21 yuan, 3 mao, and 8 fen. Hearing this, the young man exclaimed, That's so expensive. The system clapped, thinking, Now that's the reaction we're looking for. He took out his phone to scan the QR code for payment. WeChat payment of 21 yuan, 3 mao, and 8 fen successful. The system popped up a notification. My dear host, now that you've received so many points, why not buy something new and splurge a little? That's right. I just got over 2,000 points. I can exchange for that item now. Just then, Xu Zheng Yang walked out and heard Yu Rong, reminding everyone, I'll say it again, your department is extremely important to Brother Xu. Don't worry about spending money. The amount of money you spend is just the tip of the iceberg for Brother Xu. Don't even think about saving money for Brother Xu. What's more important to him is how much you can accomplish. What you need to consider is, if Brother Xu assigns you an important task, now you should secretly accumulate strength, ready to listen to orders. When Brother Xu needs you, you must complete the task perfectly. Surprise him. Repay him. Hearing this, he scratched his head, thinking, Did this girl work in marketing before? Or did she study successful theories? Just then, the young man coughed and walked over, then patted Yu Rong's head. He said, Little girl, you're a great cheerleader, she shyly said. It's all thanks to Brother Xu's good teaching. All right, Zhao Yang, come here. Hearing this, he stepped forward seriously and shouted, Report, Xu Zheng Yang, member of the Falcon Reconnaissance Team, Chen Zhao Yang, reporting for duty. Relax a bit. I have something to give you. Yu Rong asked curiously, Brother Xu, what is this? This is the research result of a friend, his biological engineering research. It can enhance the user's abilities. This is the Tao Enlightenment Potion. It costs 300 points to buy. Try it and see how effective it is. If it's useful, I'll have my friend prepare a few more bottles. He picked it up and looked at it, worried. Just this little bottle, not even a cup of tea's worth, can enhance my skills. But Xu Zheng Yang wouldn't use this to trick me. Trying it won't hurt. As soon as he drank it, he felt his body overflowing with power. His whole body felt cleansed. His hands and feet moved more nimbly. He ran so fast that everyone was caught off guard. One of them yelled, Holy crap, my wallet's gone. Looks like this thing works pretty well, but how did you feel just now? He started recounting. At first I felt a little dizzy, and then suddenly I had a whole bunch of skills related to this. Suddenly, someone patted his shoulder. 2 teammates cracked their knuckles and asked with a hee-hee laugh, So, you're using us to practice, huh? Well guys, let me explain. Bam, thanks to that dude got a full body massage from his bros. The next day, at Haicheng Hotel, he walked up and started talking to someone.
This must be Chairman Chen, right? Nice to meet you, haha. And this must be Chairman Xu. Don't call me Chairman in front of you, we're still counting on you to make a living.
Hearing him say that, the other two were dumbfounded, thinking, is this the Xu Zheng Yang we know? Yesterday he even dared to mock the people from Huanan Motors. Why is he being so friendly today?
Chairman Chen, I'm a pretty straightforward guy, so I won't beat around the bush. I want to buy your engine manufacturing technology. Name your price. Chairman Xu, if you want Tianyu Motors to survive, there's actually a simpler way. Accept the takeover from Huanan Motors. Wouldn't that solve everything? He didn't waste words and went straight to the price.
3,000 yuan. It's only a matter of time before I find an engine manufacturer that suits us, and I have enough money.
It's just that I'm too lazy to look. After all, my time is limited. The old guy wasn't blinded by money and quickly said, sorry, your money isn't very useful to me. As soon as he refused, he immediately raised the price. 4,000. This number made him cough. No matter how much you offer, it's useless. Do you think I've never seen money before? You'd better accept Huanan Motors' conditions.
Even though he was resolute, his heart ached, thinking, even though this price is double the usual price, Huanan Motors isn't easy to offend.
Not liking to waste words, he offered a price. 6,000. No need for words, just more money. Chairman Chen, the price of engine manufacturing technology of the same level as your company is only 2,500. The price I'm offering now is enough to show my sincerity, isn't it?
Sweating, he replied, Chairman Xu, you're joking. Huanan Motors is my company's partner. We're brothers in life and death. Hearing this, he stood up, sighed, and said, gentlemen, what a pity. We could have made a fortune together. Farewell. Hearing this, he thought in a panic, add another 2,000. Why don't you add another 2,000? 2,000 more, and I'll nod. Brothers in life and death, my ass.
At this moment, Xu Zheng Yang walked out, thinking that if they don't want to sell, then don't sell. In the next few days, you guys inquire about news of other engine manufacturers and give it to Mu Sheng.
Also, start preparing for the engine manufacturing workshop. First, organize the production line. We'll be busy as hell soon.
Xu, where to next? Let's check out Bora's place. They got a sign up today. Want to see if we can lend a hand. And just like that, he and Yurong were at the restaurant's door.
He glanced at her, kinda flustered. You okay?
She was staring at the restaurant's name, probably thinking it implied she was chubby, and shyly said, I want a salad. Haha. You got the wrong idea. The food here isn't diet stuff like you think. Bora's cooking style is more of a fusion kind of thing, like Western and Chinese mixed together. You'll have to taste it yourself later. I'm not really the best with flavors.
Just then, a bright pink car pulled up, all flashy and stuff. The door swung open, and out strutted this grumpy-looking dog.
Then, its two owners hopped out, already glued to their phones. Hey fans, Jojo here, at North Park. Hello my loves. He saw them and wondered, who are they? I think they're food influencers, pretty big around here, got a ton of followers online. At that moment, she was pointing at Bora's place, acting like the restaurant behind them was some pigsty getting ready to open in 2 days. Because they both do mukbang live streams in this area, most of their fans are locals. These days, it's all about short video platforms anyway.
Advertising through online influencers is way more effective than handing out flyers.
Suddenly, the dog saw this mother and daughter and got all riled up, and in the blink of an eye, it lunged forward, ready to give out some lucky money. It started running around the two of them.
Seeing this, the mom screamed, "Whose dog is this? Anyone gonna help?"
The dog got close, and bam! It snapped its jaws and bit her. The girl screamed in pain. "Mommy, it hurts." Everyone turned to look. The mom saw and started hitting the dog to get it away. Let go of me." But it wouldn't let go, biting harder, and blood started gushing out. Turns out, the dog owner's personality was just as bad as her dog's. She stepped up and smacked the mom on the head, yelling, "Hey! Why are you hitting my yaya?" Hearing that, the dog finally let go. Instead of worrying about the girl, she was more concerned about her dog. "Yaya, don't worry, mommy's here." The mom, now furious, turned around and yelled, "You take your dog out without a leash, my daughter got bitten, you're being totally unreasonable." "Oh really?" she shouted back. "So what if it bit her? Are you deaf? Didn't you hear your daughter scream first? If she hadn't screamed, would my yaya have bitten her?" With that, she kicked the mother and daughter, sending them flying with a loud thump. But Xu Zheng Yang rushed out, glaring angrily, and then swung his hand and slapped her hard. She was sent flying back 10 meters. The chick next to her saw this and cursed angrily. "Who are you, looking for trouble? Do you know who I am?" "That's right. I'm being a busybody. So what? A net idol dares to hit a pregnant woman in the middle of the street and thinks that just saying your name can scare people. Delusional about your power much." Right after that, That dog angrily rushed over to bite it. In the blink of an eye, its mouth was snapping at him, but he was faster, and he strangled it, saying, "Although I don't hate dogs, I also don't like those animals that open their mouths to bite people. From the moment it opens its mouth to bite someone, it should be beaten to death on the spot, regardless of size." Crack. With a sound, the dog became silent. Rong couldn't even utter a word as she witnessed this. And the mother and daughter were also staring blankly. Those two power-tripping bitches were so scared they almost pissed their pants. He threw the dog's corpse on the ground, turned to look at the two people. "You two kneel down and kowtow to apologize to that mother and daughter, and then cough up twice the amount of money. I'll let you get lost. Otherwise, I'll let you know what it means to regret it for the rest of your lives." The girl in the orange shirt heard this and reached into her bra to take out a yuan. He immediately snatched the money from the girl's hand and shouted, "Great, looks like you guys are prepared to regret it for the rest of your lives, huh? Maybe that dog was sick. Hurry up and take the mother and daughter to get vaccinated." Yes. After a while, they took that little girl away. At this time, he walked towards those two chicks, speaking as he walked. "Now it's time to continue with the main event. What are you doing? This matter has been resolved. What else do you want?" At this time, someone ran over and shouted loudly, "What's wrong? What happened?" Bora called out anxiously, "Lazy bum, what's wrong?" She saw him and quickly asked, "Have you forgotten him? He's the big boss of our restaurant." The other two interrupted and yelled, "Just now your big boss forced me to kneel down and kowtow to other people. Damn it, and you still want us to promote you? If I don't make you lose everything, I'll eat dirt." Bora sighed upon hearing this, not knowing what she was thinking. Said, "Go, what actually happened?" After listening to him, she angrily roared, "Holy moly guacamole! Seriously, I'm so pissed. I thought those two idols at least had some clout around here. That's why I invited them. If I'd known they were such weirdos, I would have torn them to shreds right then and there. And you? You just let them leave like that? Why didn't you call the cops and expose them?" "I've already thought it all through. Exposing them now, the platforms would just bury it and do some PR whitewashing. It wouldn't make any waves. Where's the fun in that?" Hearing that, she chucked a soda can at him, yelling, "All you ever think about is playing around," then sighed and asked, "But what do we do now? Can't find online idols anymore. Are we really going to switch to handing out flyers offline?" He poked her when he heard that. Smiling, he said, "How outdated is that? Besides, aren't you friends with some famous idols?" "Famous idols? Who, you? Are you implying my brain is filled with water?" Tang Ying is the queen of fashion in Santai City, a regular on the covers of fashion magazines. If we invite her, she could crush those two online idols instantly. If one person isn't enough, add your boss, Lin Su Xian. The compatibility between GM Fitness Club and our restaurant couldn't be higher. And besides, those two online idols are from the Quito platform, which just so happens to be Chen Chu Sheng's Dua platform's mortal enemy. Bora, hearing that, was surprised at how well connected she was. "If it doesn't work out, I'll have Chen Chu Sheng send some stars and online idols from his platform to support you," she said with a headache. "All right, we've found the people. Let me think about how to promote it." He watched and thought to himself, "This silly girl. It's her first time opening a business, so she doesn't have much experience. But if I can give her a little push from behind, she can still figure it out herself." She put down 2 watermelons on the table while muttering, "Such a small matter, and I've been thinking for so long without finding a solution. I'm such an idiot." Hearing that, he said honestly, "Be confident. Just get rid of the like." As soon as he said that, she punched him in the face. "Everyone who eats it raves about it. The food at this restaurant is so delicious. Plus, it's low fat and low calorie. I could eat this kind of food forever." Bora, seeing so many customers, happily thought, "It's the restaurant's first day open. Those two online idol chicks will definitely come, right? That mooch, telling me not to worry about anything. Does he really have a solution to this?" Speaking of the devil, those two little bitches arrived. The dishes on the table were all decorated beautifully. "These dishes smell amazing. It seems like they used essential oils. Let's give it a try." But as soon as they put it in their mouths, those two started acting. "There's definitely essential oil in this. Even though it looks beautiful, I'm too familiar with this smell. It smells like barbecued duck from a roadside stall. So fragrant. It's greasy and fatty." The other one, hearing that, followed along. "It's not that exaggerated. Let me try it." Seriously, they really did add essential oil. Even to this dish, and this one too. Hearing that, everyone started to waver. Then they went back online to post about it. Hearing them slander like that, she cursed under her breath. "Yeah, right, you're the one adding essential oil. Your whole family's adding essential oil. My ingredients are all fresh. Why would I need to mess with them like your face?" After a while, that chick got ready. As soon as she took a bite, she pulled out some curly hair thing and screamed in horror, "There's hair in the food. This is too much. I can't fake it anymore. I'm returning all the booking fees for this restaurant."
Before she finished, that other chick started shaking all over, clutching her stomach and acting, "Ugh, my tummy hurts." The next second, she straight up fainted. Seeing that, the other chick pretended to panic and yelled, "Yang Yang, what's wrong? My stomach hurts so bad."
Everyone watching started to worry. Am I next? I started to think that there must be something wrong with the food from earlier.
The next morning,
someone had pushed this story onto social media. At Qi Video headquarters, one dude was smacking his lips. "Not bad. I didn't expect you guys to even find a doctor to fake food poisoning records for you. We've been seeding all the major websites these past few days. Right now, our platform's popularity is skyrocketing. Next, I'll arrange for a lawyer to contact you two. Get your evidence ready. If we win this big, your fan base might even hit 1 million.
He's Director Ma Ziyi.
Hearing that, the two girls cheered excitedly. "Thank you, Director Ma. We'll do our best. We were just planning to smear the restaurant, but didn't expect it to work so well. It really is killing 2 birds with 1 stone." At this moment, the director was smoking and thinking. How much profit these idols make is secondary. Suing not only boosts the popularity of this incident to a new level, but also shows the platform's protection and concern for content creators, and plays a controversial role.
It's a waste to not accept this freebie that's being handed to us.
The next day, the restaurant was swarming with reporters. Xu Zheng Yang, do you have anything to say about this? The other owner of the restaurant still hasn't shown their face. Is it because of a guilty conscience? Yang Yang and Jojo are planning to sue your restaurant. How are you planning to respond to this? Before he could speak, he was interrupted. Look everyone, Yang Yang and Jojo are here. That chick, as soon as she arrived, accused him. Boss Xu, what do you have to say now? Weren't you really arrogant before? Aren't you arrogant anymore?
Right on cue, a lawyer stepped forward and said, "Xu, my client has now sued you. Here's the court summons. Don't worry.
I will definitely bring a lawyer to the hearing on time."
You don't need to hire a lawyer. You don't have a chance of winning anyway. Just wait for your reputation to be ruined.
You guys have prepared for so long. How could I let your good intentions go to waste? I will definitely find the best lawyer and sue you to death. Seeing how calm he was, both of them were shook. How could he be so chill? Did he get some kind of evidence or something? That BTCH screamed, "You want to sue us? On what grounds? We should be suing you. Damn it, you short-sighted idiot. You won't even know how you die. I'm telling you. You better not get a lawyer. At least you can save some money. Or else you won't even be able to afford a coffin." Before they left, he casually said, "Who exactly won't know how they're going to die? And don't even bother asking me." Everyone started commenting like crazy. "I can't believe he's so calm. This restaurant is so unethical and heartless." While everyone was discussing and criticizing, an anonymous account jumped into the fray. The account posted the CCTV footage from the restaurant at that time,
showing the whole scene of her physically assaulting the mom, defending the dog, and Xu Zheng Yang's heroic act of standing up for justice.
What the hell is this? Was that woman who tried to kick the pregnant lady's stomach Rizzo? Looks like the restaurant owner stopped Rizzo, WTF, so they had a conflict before. Rizzo is out for revenge. Someone tell them to get a brain. The video has no sound. This video must be edited. What's going on? Same question, what happened? A few minutes later, the anonymous account posted another one with the caption, "Don't rush, take your time, there's still more to come." Everyone clicked on the video. In the video, that woman laughed and said, "Am I good at faking food poisoning? This time, all the blame will be on that restaurant. They're screwed. My uncle is the head of the gastroenterology department in the hospital. Later we'll make fake documents and upload them to the platform. But it will be hard for them to clear their name.
As long as we post this info online, those stupid netizens won't be able to tell the difference between real and fake. They'll just go crazy and bash the restaurant like a bunch of idiots, until they crush it." The anti-fans started chiming in.
"Who said the CCTV video was fake? Come out here. Your sugar daddy's calling you stupid. Why aren't you coming out to claim your reward?" The anonymous person continued to post another video. In the video, the 2 idols were talking to that guy. "The platform will pay for lawyers for you. The compensation from suing them isn't important. What matters is the platform's attitude. When the popularity increases, you can also gain a lot of fans." Everyone started commenting in shock. WTF, what kind of people are these? And that platform too. Clearly they want to sacrifice others to benefit themselves. Xu Zheng Yang was checking everyone's comments. He was at headquarters. In the video of Suo Sheng, the old guy came up to report, "Young Master Xu. The 3 videos before have caused a stir. Should we post the other videos? Maintain the frequency of posting 2 videos a day. But the original of the video must be pinned on your platform. Strictly forbidden to leak it out. I not only want to increase your app downloads, but I also want the opponent to not have a single view. Our app downloads have increased 17 times in one night. But we haven't blurred the images of the other party. What if they turn around and sue us for infringing on their privacy? If we infringe on their privacy, we'll just pay compensation. 1 yuan or 5 yuan, I can do it. I want to completely expose them. What's the big deal about giving them some grease money? While that guy was happy, the adopted son angrily yelled, "Damn it! In one day we've lost nearly 10 million users, and the company's stock is still falling sharply. What on earth is the media team doing? Haven't they managed to calm the public down even after a whole day?" Then someone calls to report, "Boss, the higher-ups have a major prejudice against you. What should we do now? What else can we do? Stabilize the situation first and then figure it out." Just then, someone rushes in from outside. "Hello, Mr. Ma. I'm here on behalf of my client, MLS Songbora, to deliver a summons from the Supreme Court. Your platform is suspected of involvement in defaming my client." He gaped at that. "Ms. Bora has now filed a lawsuit against your company. Please attend the court proceedings at the time specified in the summons." He quickly explained, "Wait, I was framed. The ones who should be sued are those two idols. I want to meet your client. I want to negotiate a private settlement. Before I came here, my client made her stance very clear. Absolutely no private settlements. Furthermore, as the one who participated in fabricating the slander, she will pursue this to the very end." At the same time, in some apartment, someone angrily yells, "That son of a BTCH, that doggone bastard, he turned on us. Now they want to sue us. I didn't realize there were cameras, did I?" Just then, the woman in red angrily turns and slaps the other one upside the head. "It's all your fault, all your fault. If it weren't for that damn dog, would this have happened?" The slapped woman jumps on her. "You dare hit me." Then the two of them wrestle and pummel each other. The smaller one, getting squashed by the others, Assets, angrily yells, "Damn it! You dare call that damn dog that name? I'll kill you." While they're busy fighting, a young man walks in to announce, "Hello, I'm Mikes, Bora's appointed lawyer. You two deliberately spread false information which has damaged my client's reputation. Here's the summons from the court. Take it." The Ku platform and Mes Chen Yang Yang, online name Yang Yang, and Mes Toju, online name JZO, are suspected of fabricating and spreading slander. The evidence is conclusive. The People's Court sentences the company and personnel as follows. The entertainment platform to compensate the plaintiff, Ms. Bora 35 yuan, Ms. Chen Yang Yang to imprisonment for 11 months and compensate the plaintiff 1 yuan, and Ms. Toju to imprisonment for 18 months and compensate the plaintiff 12 yuan. Meanwhile, Bora's shop is slowly becoming popular after that life-or-death battle. The shop is packed, with the line stretching all the way to the intersection. B happily exclaims, "Finally, everything's settled. Hey, where's that freeloader you wrong? Do you know where he is now?" "You mean Brother Xu? I think he's watching a grand show." At the same time, he's watching something with Mu Shang. "Boss, after all, this is Zhao Yang's first time on a mission. It might still take a little time." "A little more time is fine. I'm just worried he might get caught. After all, I promised his aunt not to let you guys get into danger." Saying this, he looks up at the sky with worry. Although the enhancement drug can improve Zhao Yang's stealing skills, the security system on the other side might not be completely useless. If his appearance is caught on camera, I don't know if I can protect him. Seeing him like this, the system pops up to reassure him. "Don't worry, host. This system's reagents are very reliable in terms of quality. You're just worrying needlessly." He glares at it, thinking that if this broken system was so reliable, would it have cut corners on my points? While waiting, someone runs over to report, "Boss, Mu Zhao Yang is back." A moment later, "Boss, I got the stuff." Seeing this, he happily says, "Kid, you did great this time. Take a break, and keep up the good work. You have to get the items on the list in the next 2 days." He opens the computer and looks, praising in his heart, "Great! With this, the problem with Che Zhihao will no longer be a problem." A while later, at the car office, Zhihao says, "Mr. Xu, this is," he explains. "Inside are the technical data of some engine manufacturers. Arrange for the technical staff to quickly research and develop the latest engine. You know how I told you to find a trustworthy technician? Did you find anyone?" Zhihao chuckled, pointing at himself. "Right here." Hearing that, Xu Zheng Yang was a bit skeptical. "Can you really do it? Hey, Mr. Xu, don't underestimate me. Technically speaking, I taught all the young punks in the company everything they know. Of course, I don't underestimate you." As he spoke, Xu Zheng Yang took out a vial of medicine and handed it over. "Here, drink this first," he explained. "This is a biotech drug developed by a friend of mine. It can enhance your understanding of technology and machinery. Just drink it, and you'll know what it does." Zhihao opened it, thinking, even though Mr. Xu's background is mysterious, he wouldn't set me up.
Instead of hesitating, he decided to experience firsthand what was so magical about this stuff.
Ji Hao downed the entire vial without any hesitation. An indescribable sensation washed over him, leaving him in a daze, a feeling of mental clarity. This is an influx of countless knowledge. Within 7 days, combining the advantages of these engine manufacturing techniques, you must not only create a new engine, but also establish a production line. Got it, Mr. Xu. Rest assured, I will definitely create a new engine and live up to your expectations. That evening, Xu Zheng Yang went home. Opening the door, he saw no one. He muttered to himself, "This little Bora girl still isn't back yet." Suddenly, a faint voice whispered, "Xu Zheng Yang." Xu Zheng Yang. He turned around and saw Tang Ying staggering towards him like a zombie. "Oh, you're back." Startled, Xu Zheng Yang yelled, "What the heck?" She grabbed his leg and whined, "Food! Make me food! I'm starving!" 30 minutes later, the food was all gone. Xu Zheng Yang massaged Tang Ying's shoulders, saying, "Did you have to work that hard?" "What can I do?" Because of those two scummy internet idols, the restaurant gradually became popular. Plus, with Tang Ying and Chen Su's artists promoting it, the restaurant is packed every day now. Do you think I should open another branch or something? At least it could alleviate the crowd. I'm just in charge of providing the money. You decide how to operate it. Seeing him like this, she punched him lightly, saying, "Enough. Can your carefree brain be a little more responsible? You're either missing in action or making sarcastic remarks. It's infuriating. I'll beat you up later, but don't break the dishes. I still have other things to do, but I can still give you advice. Tell me, what do you think? Are you really thinking about opening a branch? I'm just saying. After all, the restaurant has a reputation, but we still need to ensure quality. It's not like we can just find any chef to do it. I didn't expect you to consider so many things. I'm very pleased." Hearing that, Tang Ying turned into a little gremlin. "Stop teasing me, I'll bite you to death." A few days later, Ji Hao happily reported, "Mr. Xu, our Skyrealm engine has been released. I never thought I could create a car engine, ushering in a new era. My life is worth it." Calm down. After we overthrow China Auto's cars, we still have a long way to go. At this moment, a girl opened the door and announced, "Mr. Xu, the people from Mengyang engine manufacturer said they want to meet you two." Hearing that, Xu Zheng Yang asked, "Mengyang engine? Is that President Chen, the one I paid 6,000 for?" "It's his company. Let's go. Let's see what tricks they're planning to pull this time."